hello, welcome back to Almighty Sports Plus. Yes, the time has come. It is चैंपियंस लीग फुटबॉल बोलने वाला था तो यहाँ चेल्सी तो चैंपियंस लीग फुटबॉल में है ही बट यूरोपियन फाइनल्स शुरू हो गए हैं. इट इज द बिजनेस एंड ऑफ द सीजन. This is the big final, of course, Frankfurt versus Rangers. Or some history will be made आज. Definitely some history will be made. And again, जो भी देख रहा है भाई, देख लो. आप सब लोग like कर दो, stream share कर दो. Hopefully it'll help. So we have more people, we'll have more discussion. Yes, Sadiq bhai will be joining us midway through, but we'll be having a lot more discussion. काफी सारे ट्रांसफर्स है. आई नो मैं काफी लाइव स्ट्रीम के साथ आया नहीं रिसेंटली, तो आप भूल गए होंगे मुझे, लेकिन याद दिलाने के लिए आई एम बैक. एंड यस, आई एम 100% नहीं है अभी तक, लेकिन आई एम बेटर. माय हेल्थ इज बेटर, सो होपफुली वी विल बी एबल टू स्टिक ऑन टिल द एंड एंड हैव मेनी मोर डिस्कशंस. क्योंकि यस, फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट भाई टीम तो दिखानी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि दिस इज अ बिग फाइनल. प्लेटफॉर्म हैज टू बी फॉर फ्रैंकफर्ट एंड रेंजर्स. सो अगेन लेट मी क्विकली शो यहाँ पर. और भाई जो भी है ऑनलाइन एटलीस्ट कुछ मैसेज करे तो पता चलेगा कौन है. और गेट इन योर प्रेडिक्शंस. लेट्स गेट इन योर प्रेडिक्शंस. आई एम गोइंग टू बी शेयरिंग यहाँ पर. और अगेन एनीवन जॉइनिंग, थैंक्स अ लॉट. दिस इज व्हाट द टीम इज, राइट. अगेन आप बोलोगे यार फ्रैंकफर्ट रेंजर्स समथिंग दैट ओके. इट डजंट डिपेंड ऑन द टीम, रियली डिपेंड्स कि यार वो कितना 100% दे, हाउ मेनी सेकंड बॉल्स दे विन. दैट इज व्हाट द बिग फाइनल इज. But by the way, this final is in Spain. It is happening Seville में. तो there is some history out there for people out there जिनको नहीं मालूम है. Rangers, let me remind you, Rangers ने actually एक जीता है यूरोपियन ट्रॉफी, that is European Cup Winners Cup. I think वो 1972 में था, तो this is the 50th year anniversary उनका है. So kind of destiny आप बोलोगे. Rangers, the history that they have, they are in the 50th year of winning a European Cup Winners Cup. लेकिन हाँ, UEFA Cup या यूरोपा लीग वो कभी नहीं जीते हैं, तो दिस विल बी ग्रेट हिस्ट्री. बट द फैक्ट दैट 1972 में उन्होंने किया था बार्सिलोना में, वो भी स्पेन में था, आज भी स्पेन में है. सो देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ कोइंसिडेंस, आई डोंट नो. हैविंग सेड दैट, फ्रैंकफर्ट की भी हिस्ट्री भाई 108, आई थिंक 1980 में दे वर यूएफा कप विनर्स एंड दैट वाज द इक्विवेलेंट ऑफ यूरोपा लीग. सो दे हैव वन दिस इन अ स्ट्रेंज सेंस. आप बोलोगे डेफिनेटली हाँ, बट not only that, they have beaten Rangers भी in a knockout in a European semi-final back in the day 1960 में था, when they actually I think beat them 7-3 if I remember right. But again, just going by the stats यहाँ पर, I would say Frankfurt are favorites. Why? Because they are the only team to be unbeaten in this season's Europa League. So I would say definitely Frankfurt are favorites. और हम देख रहे हैं भाई, बारसा फैंस इन हाउस, आपको याद होगा, वेस्ट हैम फैंस, ईपीएल फैंस, आप लोगों को डेफिनेटली याद होगा. एंड बाय द वे, any content creators out there who are watching me or will be watching me are welcome as well. Till the time Sadiq bhai भी join कर ले, कोई नहीं. तो यहाँ पर अमय है. अमय, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग. अमय, क्या लगता है आपको, व्हाट विल बी स्कोर लाइन? आप देख ही रहे हो फॉर्मेशन, और we'll be talking about specific players as well. Mayank thinks Rangers for the win. Interesting. And again यार, remember, Frankfurt के पास एक 12th man है, and you can say Rangers का over the years has been great support, and I can see it's a sea of blue in the stadium. लेकिन यार sea of white भी है, और वो रहेगा फ्रैंकफर्ट का, जो हम देखे थे बारसा में in the Camp Nou. So I don't think यार Rangers will be kind of having इतना ज्यादा support compared to Frankfurt. Hello अंकित भाई, सादिक भाई कहाँ हैं? आ रहे हैं. Like I said, he will be coming in second half or maybe midway through whenever he's free. That's what उन्होंने बोला है. Definitely he'll be joining. Frankfurt to Rangers से मजा आएगा भाई, मजा आएगा हमें, because yes, that is what the kind of final I am looking forward to. मेरे ख्याल से यार, अगेन मैं आपके पास क्यों आ रहा हूँ? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मैं लाइव सेशंस किया नहीं लास्ट 2 दिन से, मैं सोचा आ जाता हूँ. प्लस बाय द वे यार, फाइनल तो देखना ही है. इट्स अ यूरोपा लीग फाइनल, इट्स अ यूरोपियन फाइनल आफ्टर ऑल, तो देखूंगा यार, आपके साथ ही क्यों नहीं. तो दैट्स व्हाट द आइडिया वाज, राइट. Mikhail in the house. Mikhail bro, I'm not sure if you're working. If you are not, do message me. It'll be great to have you as well. As it's been a long time since Mikhail has been on the panel. I really would like to see that if possible. Hi Bhaiya, hello. Thank you for joining as always. Rangers and final. Frankfurt and the fan base. Well, Barca fans से यार खुश नहीं होंगे. Well, that's quite obvious. लेकिन again, we have to give it to them. भाई, मतलब they are not doing something wrong. It's what is perfectly legal. It's just the administration. They need to check क्या change करना जाए, right? Okay. Well, let's see. Frankfurt fan base is okay. Yeah, again different kind of take. राजेश in the house, thank you join करने के लिए. Rangers and Frankfurt fans have stormed into Sevilla. It's a sea of white or a sea of blue. उतना ही बोल सकते, right? Absolutely. My prediction 3-2. Hearing Chelsea are signing new owners before signing new players. Wow, don't tell me. No problem, bhai, no problem. AD in the house. AD, how are you, bro? Hope everything is well. And let me know your predictions as well. What do you think is going to happen in this game? And everyone watching, like the stream, like करे बगैर चलेगा नहीं, क्योंकि उससे ही गाड़ी आगे चलेगी. तो like करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए अगर आपने नहीं किया है, बेल नोटिफिकेशन आइकन दबाइए और take that poll and get in that prediction. The comments definitely शर्माइए मत. Nothing, मैं कुछ नहीं करने वाला. आप अपने comments दिए. और आज तो भाई टाइम है, तो आप क्वेश्चन भी दीजिए अपना. आई विल एड्रेस, और हम ट्रांसफर्स पर भी आएंगे, सर्टेनली आएंगे, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. यहाँ पर व्हाट इफ इट, अरे कोई नहीं भाई, मतलब आपको याद है लिवरपूल चेल्सी दोनों मैच, इट वाजंट रियली बोरिंग मैच आई वुड से. तो आई वुड से यार फुटबॉल है, देखेंगे डेफिनेटली, और हम बात करेंगे साथ साथ में काफी टॉपिक से बात करने के लिए भाई, इतने सारे न्यूज उड़ते उड़ते. मिकाइल ने एक न्यूज दे दिया, तो लेट्स सी अबाउट दैट एज वेल. Okay, interesting. That'll be a nice game as well. Khali Pilao bhai, Kunde Shunde. Putayas for UCL back to back. Yeah, definitely as in great, as in legend there, right? Absolutely. Again, coming to this team, in this particular team, or rather दोनों ही teams में, आप लोग के लिए कौन है that player who will stand out in this big final, and who is that player who's really impressed you? मेरे लिए अगर मैं सच में बोलूं, it will be Tavernier. आप बोलोगे यार it's a left field choice, but again I do left field choices, that's what I always do. क्योंकि यार Tavernier, first of all, he is a penalty taker for Rangers. He is the skipper, ठीक है, और he is an Englishman who is basically close to 30. अभी यार finally he is coming to the fore, or he is doing it time and again in the Europa League. So you have to give it to the guy, bhai. Tavernier is different element. Or he reminds me of Denzel Dumfries. Anyone? He reminds me of Denzel Dumfries a lot. Suraj, thank you for joining. Give your Super Cup predictions. Which two teams will play? Okay, exactly. So this is what. There are two things. For the match to be interesting, I would want Rangers to turn up big time. ठीक है? तो मैं चाहूँगा यार Rangers really score early and then Frankfurt comes back. And also because मैं चाहूँगा भाई फॉर लिवरपूल और रियल मैड्रिड थोड़ी टक्कर की हुई ना सुपर कप. तो आई नो रेंजर्स, नो डिसरिस्पेक्ट, लेकिन आई थिंक फ्रैंकफर्ट हैज प्रॉब्ली लुक्ड द बेटर टीम टू मी, अगर मैं सच में बोलूं तो. आई नो रेंजर्स हैज आउटस्टेड, बाय द वे, दे हैव आउटस्टेड डॉर्टमंड, दे हैव आउटस्टेड लाइप्जिग, दे हैव आउटस्टेड आई थिंक लॉट ऑफ अदर स्ट्रांग टीम्स. लेकिन अगेन फ्रैंकफर्ट ऑन द अदर हैंड हैव डन एक्सीलेंटली अगेंस्ट बार्सिलोना एंड अगेंस्ट वेस्ट हैम. एंड नॉट जस्ट दैट, बुंडेसलीगा आई नो दे आर 11th, रेंजर्स आर सेकंड इन देयर लीग. लेकिन स्टिल आई वुड से फ्रैंकफर्ट, मतलब आई जस्ट शोड यू द टीम ना. Kamada, आप देखिए थंबनेल में, he is one to watch out for. Bore, beautiful goals he's got already, 2 goals. Lundstrom, he's got a very important goal for Rangers. For Rangers, Kamara, he's been a very important player. But I think Frankfurt have the experience of Sebastian Rode in midfield, Kostic at left wing back, Endika, ये काफी अच्छे प्लेयर है, टूटा. तो आई थिंक फॉर मी केविन ट्रैप हम काफी दफा भूल जाते हैं भाई, decent experience for him as well. So I think Frankfurt have more experience, simply put, right? So I would say Frankfurt versus Real Madrid. चलो बोल दिया वहां पर, लेकिन हाँ, we'll talk in detail about Champions League in detail. I might change that, Rajesh. Let's see. बोली पहलवान आजा पहले. Well, कोई नहीं भाई, मतलब आ जाएगा. मतलब again, we are discussing transfers, links about Chelsea, links about other clubs as well. So do stick on, everyone. और आपके क्वेश्चंस भी दीजिए यार, मैं करूंगा आंसर एज मच एज पॉसिबल. बाय द वे, आप लाइनअप वापस दिखा रहे टीवी पर. तो अंकित भैया, हाय, डू यू who do you want to win? Plus I want Tavernier in Chelsea. अरे Tavernier in Chelsea, I would say it's a step up, big too much मेरे ख्याल से, but again I might be wrong. हाँ, but as a backup to these games, अगर वो तैयार है, why not? That's something that I know I would go with as well. But honestly मैं देखता नहीं होगा. Like I said, I want Frankfurt to win because मैं चाहता हूँ सुपर कप काफी इंटरेस्टिंग हो. Not that really Rangers is bad, but I want a good game of football. Yeah, that's the main thing actually, to be very honest about it. Okay. Will you do Women's Champions League Final watch along? Bhai, actually, let me check the schedule and get back to you if I can do that, certainly. But yeah, agar I'm able to do, I'll certainly do it. But again, I have to check the schedule because of a lot of things happening. But again, I'll certainly get back to you on that. Bro from Scotland, Rangers managing to be in the finals, crazy. Man United are finished. Man United कहाँ से आ गया? कुंडे को देख के ऐसी वाइब आती है कि वो बड़े मैच में रेड कार्ड लेके हक देगा। उज्जवल, आई एम विद यू ब्रदर, आई एम विद यू। अगेन इस सीजन में काफी इंप्रूवमेंट देखा है मैंने कुंडे का, इवन डिएगो कार्लोस, लेकिन दोनों ही ऐसे ही प्लेयर्स है जो यू फील दैट दे विल गिव अ पेनल्टी और रेड कार्ड, यू नो दे विल गेट अ रेड कार्ड, वो लगता है मुझे, मतलब दैट्स जस्ट मी एंड आई एम विद यू। एंड अगेन हम माइनॉरिटी में, जस्ट यू नो। Okay, I don't like ATK. Well, by the way, great question. Having said that, yeah, kudos bhai to I League. Kudos to I League. Yes, I think Gokulam Kerala beating ATK Mohan Bagan is proof that I League is here for staying. Definitely. So yeah, kudos to I League for sure. Kunde to Chelsea. Yes, Ramakrishna. That is the big news. That yeah, as soon as the formalities are done, Burley aa jayega technically. The first thing which has already been agreed upon is Kunde. Ab Kunde, you would say, has he been agreed totally? I don't think so. Sevilla के साथ नहीं हुआ है, और वही है मेन पॉइंट। काफी सारे जर्नलिस्ट मिस कर रहे हैं वो पॉइंट। सेविया के साथ we have not reached that agreement. और बाय द वे यहाँ पर किक ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट होते हुए, बट आई थिंक they're taking the knee. बट अगेन यार स्कोर प्रेडिक्शंस कर लेते हैं क्विकली यहाँ पर। सो आई थिंक आज होगा फ्रैंकफर्ट 3 goals, रेंजर्स 1। चलो मेरा प्रेडिक्शन है फ्रैंकफर्ट 3, रेंजर्स 1। लेट्स सी हु गेट्स इट राइट, एंड एवरीवन गेट इन योर प्रेडिक्शंस, गेट इन योर स्कोर प्रेडिक्शंस जिन्होंने नहीं किया है in the comment section, and again like the stream, take that poll and subscribe, press that bell notification icon. हर एक subscription, हर एक like helps, and Kunde and other transfers as well हम बात करते रहेंगे as the stream goes on, right? Kostic and Boya, the danger men for Frankfurt, alongside now who can be a surprise package for Rangers, absolutely, as in he did brilliantly as well against Barca. Not that, you know, again Boya was not good, definitely both of them. Chelsea should go for Kostic, is really, तो गौरव यहाँ पर मेरा एक है, मतलब हाँ, अगर चेल्सी को पेरिसिच नहीं मिलता और कॉस्टिच अगर अवेलेबल है तो आई वुड गो फॉर हिम, बिकॉज ही इज मोर पेरिसिच के इल्क में, राइट? लेकिन आई थिंक इफ और मे बी एन अपग्रेड टू अलोंसो, बिकॉज ही इज नॉट रियली अ डिफेंडर पर से, तो वो एक्चुअली अटैकिंग वाइज ग्रेट है। ही कैन आल्सो टक इन सेंट्रल अटैकिंग मिडफील्ड, जस्ट सो यू नो गौरव। तो दैट इज द गुड पार्ट अबाउट कॉस्टिच। हैविंग सेड दैट, आई थिंक टुकल जो चाहता है ना, टुकल नीड समवन हु इज, यू नो, ब्रिलियंट एट बोथ एंड्स, और इसीलिए वो जा रहा था हकीमी ऑन द अदर विंग लास्ट सीजन। हम देखते हैं इस बार एज पर रिपोर्ट्स अगेन सोजा और स्टुटगार्ट वो काफी स्ट्रांगली लिंक्ड हुए हैं लास्ट 48 आवर्स में अगेन। ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, आई कम बैक टू दैट। आई थिंक लेवेंडोव्स्की टू बार्सा, लेट्स सी मैन, आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट डिपाई, आई थिंक वो दे वर अबाउट टू गिव डिपाई टू बायर्न, आई थिंक एज बेबी एक नेगोशिएशन टैक्टिक, बट अगेन आई थिंक टाइम विल टेल। वहां पर again I want to call it too early, I think wait करना चाहिए, और उसे definitely Chelsea are in the race, by the way, just saying that. तन्मय, hello भाई, hello, and I know Chelsea की मैच है कल, and we'll be discussing detail, hopefully tomorrow as well we'll be live for that, or I'll release the video. Ankit, आज one side है Frankfurt without any doubt there. Syed, first of all welcome to the stream. मेरे ख्याल से फाइनल्स में you can never say, it'll never be one side for me. It'll be a close game, but again, Frankfurt have better quality. I agree there, absolutely. Again, you know, Rangers के पास है, मतलब I'll take a look at the bench, ठीक है? एक बंदा है, इनफैक्ट 2 बंदे हैं रेंजर्स में। अगेन मैं स्क्रीन शेयर करूंगा यहाँ पर फॉर पीपल, यहाँ देखिए भाई सब लोग। बाय द वे यार, आई थिंक इट्स ऑल फ्रैंकफर्ट इन द फर्स्ट फ्यू मिनट्स, इट्स ऑल फ्रैंकफर्ट एज एक्सपेक्टेड, मतलब यू वुडंट एक्सपेक्ट अदरवाइज, राइट? लेकिन आप देखो, बेंच देख लेते क्विकली। रेंजर्स के अमार डियालो, किसी को याद है? Manchester United, I know he's not having a great season, but he had a decent couple of weeks now. Kema Roof, he is a good, decent striker if I'm not wrong. Aaron Ramsey, obviously, he's not the player he used to be, lekin yaar experience hai. So I think there are people, Leon Balogun, he's pretty decent. So there are certain players in Rangers who are, you know, good on the bench as well. Whereas I think Frankfurt mein, I'm not too sure about the bench here. So I think bench strangely Rangers का ज्यादा strong है, मतलब again just saying with experience, लेकिन again आप अगर first 11 देखो तो I think Frankfurt का काफी अच्छा है। The fact that उनका जो structure है ना, brilliant structure, वो एक pressing system होता है, और मतलब high press होगा plus attack भी होगा इसमें, मतलब I really feel that Frankfurt game to lose, right? लेकिन again let me take few more comments here. As Frankfurt attack कर रही है, लेकिन I think Rangers are, you know, kind of keeping a shape for now. Kunde lost his temper against Barca last year in Copa del Rey semi-final, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I think Kunde lost his temper a lot of times. वो है, मतलब बंदा है यार, थोड़ा रैश है टैकल्स में, मतलब दैट्स समथिंग दैट आप बोलोगे कुंडे के बारे में he has to improve on. And hopefully Tuchel है यार, Tuchel बचा लेंगे. With him, I think it will certainly be improvement, right? For sure. Kostic is an immaculate cross of the ball, just pinpoint perfect. Yes. Kunde is love, perfect, and good for us if he comes in, because we just need the bodies right now. Kunde या Shunde या कोई भी आ जाओ. अभी तो मैं इतना बोलूँगा. 3-0 one side शायद बोल रहे हैं. Interesting. Mendy's distribution is really poor. It is really important part of the game which is not looked at. इसीलिए maybe Leicester के साथ हम करेंगे यार, prediction करेंगे कल वीडियो में यार live. But I feel that maybe it's time for Kepa to be tried in the last 2 games. Who knows? अंकित भैया, कल हम उस्मान भाई को 60 million में कॉलवेल दे रहे थे. अरे तन्मय, मुझे याद है भाई, मत I know that you were mentioning about 60 million, but नहीं भाई, we need the players. We just need the players right now, especially in defense. I think हमें bodies चाहिए. बाद में देखा जाएगा. Chelsea perspective in the house, people do check out Kuchila, my good friend. Chelsea perspective, great content that he does. Of course, he is saying 2-1 to Rangers. Interesting. Okay, great. And of course, by the way, Rangers, यार एक पॉइंट तो बताया नहीं मैं. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, man, a Rangers legend, 3 years at Rangers, और of course a Dutch legend. और भाई सेबास्टियन रोड को गंदा मिला यार, टैकल मिला कि यार है हेड कोलिजन हुआ. That's a bad one. I think he's got a bad one. Injured हो गया शायद. He's told that it's the biggest night of his career, by the way, just so you know. अंकित भाई, 21st में 10 PM. ठीक है भाई, मैं वापस से चेक करता हूँ and I'll let you know. Again, I'm not too sure at this point in time, लेकिन I'll certainly try. यहाँ पर यार भाई बूट से लगा है. Actually क्या हो रहा है ना, a lot of people are asking me for other content, तो मुझे टाइम नहीं मिल रहा वो क्रिएट करने का, because I'm doing a lot of watch-alongs, and also it depends on my health, which is not 100%. But again, yeah, when I'm fit and when I'm kind of free, 100% मैं करूँगा, right? So that's about it. Matata United, Sadiq bhai has already told that he'll be coming at half time or maybe midway through the first half. So that is where he is, because he's not free right now. And again, मैं वो thumbnail और title में लिख नहीं सकता हूँ, so but obvious, but he already told me. How did Rangers win against Leipzig? Well, I think it was Leipzig playing maybe negative football for a change. मतलब इतना positive नहीं थे, और at the same time Rangers kept their shape. So Broncos has got this team kind of keeping their shape, especially I think there are a couple of players who've done really well. Kamara did brilliantly, I think. He also defended a lot, in midfield. So great, performance by Kamara, I would say. Wait, I can't even super chat here, my buddy Matata United. First of all, thank you for even mentioning that. Yes, we are not yet monetized on this channel. So this is a different channel, Wolves. First of all, Wolves FI. If I'm not wrong, if I'm taking your name wrongly, please do let me know. But firstly, thanks a lot for coming, because yes, we have another channel, and that is called Almighty Blues FC. That is where you can super chat, and we kind of rotate between the watch along between both the channels. But this one we are not yet monetized, so yeah, definitely we need the support right now as much as we can, right? I just answered that. Hopefully you get that. We haven't reached that. We are not applicable for it. But यहाँ पर गंदा हो रहा है यार Sebastian Road को. It's pretty bad one. I think he got it on his head. Probably stitches. I don't know. Yes, do with the likes. That absolutely do with the likes and share the content यार. मतलब मैंने tweet किया है Almighty Blues FC on Twitter. If you can just share, retweet it, brilliant यार. मतलब that will really mean a lot to me. I know that the 10 people watching here is as good as the 100 people watching me, because yes, those 10 people have invested in me, so I have to definitely give it to them. So again, thanks a lot. Couldn't thank more, because I know a lot of times क्या होता है, unfortunately follow the crowd होते हैं बहुत लोग, kind of depend on the panel. But again, I just love football. मैं सोचा anyway we are watching football, why not watch with you, and Sadiq bhai is always kind of welcome, as is everyone else, and he's going to come any moment, right? Mini Ramos and ये कुछ ज्यादा हो गया शायद, मेरे ख्याल से उतना नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ होता है तो बुरा होता है. That's there. In terms of frequency, पे बोलते इतना नहीं. Mendy's distribution is not good. Okay, yeah, I already took that comment, I think. Did it already, like always when Bear to come? Okay, bro, the White Sea flashback हो रहा है. अरे भाई, I can understand यार. As a Barca fan, it must be painful. Like it will be for us, looking at Real Madrid playing the finals. It will be for us as well, in the Champions League. Yes, absolutely. And like I said, you can always go and super chat now also there. So there are videos there, वहां पर एक super thanks का option है, वो भी कर सकते हो in case you really want to, but again it's totally only if you can afford, only if you really feel that we are worth it. How much Juventus will pay for Jorginho? अब ये इंटरेस्टिंग है, जॉर्जिनियो का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कब तक है वो देखते हैं। भाई यहाँ लगता है मुझे स्टिचेस तो हो गए, बैंडेज भी हो गया भाई, सेबास्टियन रोड लेकिन जाने नहीं वाले। इट्स अ मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट काइंड ऑफ व्हाट यू से द नाइट इन हिज करियर ही सेड, तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। बट अगेन जॉर्जिनियो का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट यार 2023, अच्छा तो ठीक है, तो कांटे और जॉर्जिनियो दोनों का 2023 में एक्सपायर हुआ है फॉर व्हाट आई नो। तो उस हिसाब से, एंड 1 year back he was among the best footballers in the world, you know, in terms of statistics, not in terms of ability, before people clip me, right? So definitely I would say Jorginho, and when I said statistics, the midfielder statistics are not goals and assists. But मैं देख रहा हूँ यहाँ पर मार्केट वैल्यू कितना है भाई जोर्जिनियो का, तो मार्केट वैल्यू दिखा रहा 45 million euros। अरे उतना मिल गया तो एब्सोल्युटली ब्रिलियंट भाई, मुझे लगता है अराउंड दैट ही मिलेगा। I don't see much more than that, to be very honest. Rahul in the house, thank you Rahul, as always, it helps, and of course AD as well, big up to AD and check out his channel as well people. Aaron Ramsey bench पे है, yes है, जैसे हमने दिखाया था, मैं क्या काफी पीछे हूँ I think chats में as always, but I think I had seen it. Take care of health. Yeah, I'm better Rahul, don't worry about it, I'm better. Yeah, but it's just that I have a cold which kind of goes on and off, you know how colds are, right? That's how it is. Just a scratch. As Chelsea fan, still regret about feeling अरे भाई, especially हम रोमानियोली के साथ लिंक हुए हैं। Again, people who watch Serie A, आप बोलिए मुझे, what do you think about Romagnoli? Do you think Romagnoli is the answer to our problems? मतलब as Chelsea fans and even neutrals, आप बोलिए, do you really think that Romagnoli is the answer to our problems? मतलब again, I don't know how it's going to be, लेकिन मुझे नहीं लगता है रोमानियोली इज, मतलब अगेन इटालियन लीग से मैं काफी हेजिटेंट रहूंगा। आई बी एकदम 100% ऑनेस्ट। आई नो रूडिगर चले थे, ब्रेमर लिंक्ड है, मे बी आप बोलोगे बास्तोनी शुड बी ट्राइड अगर हम लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक काइंड ऑफ पोजीशन अभी खेलने वाले। आई डोंट अग्री विद दैट। थैंक यू राशिद, मींस अ लॉट, ग्रेट टू सी, एब्सोल्युटली, थैंक यू। व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट PL final, Ankit bhai? अरे यार Rashid भाई, हम again hopefully if I'm well I'll do another live later tonight. अरे nice chance by Frankfurt on left wing. Oh Kamada है क्या? Tavernier with a very important one, but yes they take a shot and almost यार Frankfurt मेरे ख्याल से अच्छा चांस था उनका on the left wing, they missed it. I think Kamada ने एक एक्स्ट्रा टच ले लिया वहां पर, उतना ही बोलूंगा, लेकिन हाँ Frankfurt after the injury, और Sebastian Road मेरे ख्याल से वापस है फ्रॉम व्हाट आई नो ऑन द पिच। वेल हैट्स ऑफ भाई, प्रॉपर इंजरी थी वो। एंड राशिद या विल बी डूइंग दैट यार, लेकिन अगेन लाइक आई सेड, सिटी मेरे लिए सिटी है, मतलब जस्ट गोइंग विद एक, मतलब ऐसे नहीं हो सकता 2 लगातार मैचेस हो गए यार, कम ऑन, सिटी है मेरे लिए, मतलब जस्ट कॉलिंग इट। अब वो डिटेल्स एंड टैक्टिक्स एंड व्हाई एटसेट्रा हम डिस्कस करेंगे आज लाइव स्ट्रीम में, अगर मैं तभी ठीक है। अंकित भाई, डू यू थिंक अबाउट एक्टिवेटिंग टानीज बायबैक ऑप्शन नेक्स्ट ईयर? नहीं गौरव, मैं नहीं सोच रहा हूँ अभी, ट्रस्ट मी, आई एम नॉट। आई नो मे बी फ्यूचर में मैं चेंज करूँ, खुद ही मैं बोलूँ फ्यू इयर्स डाउन द लाइन में बोलूँ यार टानी इज द आंसर फॉर अस, राइट? लेकिन नहीं यार, come on, he has got his home. Tammy Abrams is brilliant. I think the first foreign player from quite a while जिन्होंने score किया 15 goals in his debut season. I think the first player ever in the Serie A who scored 15 goals in the Serie A. I don't know, comment करिए यार, जहाँ तक मैं समझता हूँ that is what the record उन्होंने किया है, तो I think hats off to him. But again, it's Serie A, it's his first season. Let him do for another season and then let's see. Let him be consistent. And it's not about just the goals यार. Chelsea खेलती है with a floating forward. He was not that. Let's be honest about it. C++ और Python अंकित दिया यार, मैं तो C++ में करता था coding. I can say last stream I did not know there was a stream and I checked 4 hours before stream, so I said, "Arey Rahul, arey that's okay, absolutely fine, man, no problem." And I was also wondering Rahul किधर है, लेकिन no problem. Yeah, nowadays Python is absolutely more popular. लेकिन हाँ, red card challenge था दिया ना, अरे नहीं, रेड का चैलेंज नहीं था, इट वाज अ हाई बूट डेफिनेटली, लेकिन यार ही वेंट फॉर द बॉल, आई डोंट थिंक ही वेंट फॉर हिज हेड। 14 more to 50 likes, come on, let's get to 50 likes, let's actually share, more importantly share it। आप अगर मेरा सोशल मीडिया में लाइक कर सको so that people are notified, that'll be even brilliant। मैंने कम्युनिटी पेज में डाला है, if you can like that, absolutely fantastic। और हाँ, हम ट्रांसफर्स पर भी आएंगे, So Aaron Ramsey leaves Arsenal and now is the final of a European trophy. Coincidence? I think not. Arre bhai, what a comment. What a comment. Sorry, Arsenal fans. That's all I can say अभी के लिए. Ankit, why not Chelsea? Go for Jesus. नहीं नहीं. तो शायद क्या है ना, मैं बोलता हूँ क्या है. Chelsea need a focal point. हाँ बोलोगे हम floating forwards के साथ खेलते. But is Jesus that prolific striker that Chelsea need? I don't think so. In the false nine and floating role हमें already है भाई. Havertz is brilliant. Havertz is brilliant. Let him be there. लेकिन we need a proper number 9 and he's not a proper number 9. Simply put. Or not just that. हमें और भी चाहिए. हमें चाहिए. In fact मैं तो बोलूँगा. I'll argue that I would say we need a proper winger who can score goals more than a number 9. We need a proper DM ताकि हम change कर system. We have to be flexible. We cannot stay so rigid. That's what my call is. I know City is winning, but just don't want Liverpool to lose. Never mind, they also deserve to win, but Liverpool quadruple जीता तो अच्छा लगता. यार again treble भी जीते ना, it's a huge thing. I know it's not a traditional treble because traditional treble में you have Champions League, you have Premier League, वो होने नहीं वाला दोनों. I don't think दोनों होगा. But again यार राशिद एक भी जीते ना Liverpool, it's a historical season. Trust me it is. Tuchel said it today that if by chance if Chelsea had beaten Liverpool on both the occasions in the Carabao Cup as well as the FA Cup, we would have created history, and that's a fact. 4 trophies in a single season. कितने बार हुआ है? Count करिए आप. मुझे तो याद भी नहीं आ रहा. That's how it is. I think City ने शायद जीता था if you really count Charity Shield. लेकिन again, that's about it, right? Why is the UEL final before the conference final? Well, I think it's about the scheduling, bhai. It's about Sevilla, maybe being free, maybe being able to arrange it better, in advance. So that's why it could have been maybe the dates of the players, maybe unka contract hoga, so maybe the clubs, said it. But I think they had to space out anyway, right? So I think they're having Conference League final later on. That's what I know. But again, I don't think there's a reason. But again, yaar, bhai. क्या एटमॉस्फेयर है? Did you check behind the Frankfurt goal? What an atmosphere! What an atmosphere! I'm maybe Gerard Coutinho and Ings will do something for us. But if City wins, profit for Villa over 15 million release transfer. yeah, that's true. That's true. So again, I don't think he'll ride on money. Really, come on. These are Premier League clubs. पैसों की कोई कमी नहीं है, तो it'll not really be that, right? Unless वो होता कोई अलग लीग. Thoughts on me, okay. Thoughts on you, all good. 10 more to 50 likes. Come on, आज का मैच देखा क्या था LSG? हाँ भाई देखा मैं. अरे भाई मैं बहुत ही disappointed हो गया. I have to say I'm disappointed because obviously यार मैं RCB fan हूँ. Everyone knows by now. और मैं चाहता था भाई LSG हार जाए कैसे ना कैसे. और basically यार LSG KKR दोनों basically be in that 5th 6th region or rather LSG तब हो गई यार. LSG are qualified, simply put. ओके मे बी मॉड बना दो इस चैनल. ओके बैंग को मॉड नहीं बनाया क्या मैंने? चलो बना ही देते हैं. और यस मैं एक्चुअली देखने वाला हूँ अभी कितने पीपल है. होपफुली विल हैव ऑल द लाइक्स इन फ्रॉम एवरीवन वाचिंग सो दैट हम एंजॉय कर सके विद मोर पीपल एज वेल. और क्योंकि हाँ सम ब्रेकिंग ट्रांसफर्स अक्रॉस क्लब्स हम बात करेंगे. तो I know Matata United, you do not want to become mod, but just maybe this is the last stream जहाँ पर आप mod हो. I hope that's okay, right? Because I have less mod for this stream. No pressure. Just be yourself for the time being. I hope that's okay. But मैंने किसको बना दिया भाई mod? गलती से कि गलत को नहीं बना दिया ना. चलो कोई नहीं, बना दिया. चलो बैंग में I think मैंने आपको ही बनाया. Queen's Park Rangers FC owner is Lakshmi Nivas Mittal and Tony. Yes, 2 billionaires combined net worth 20 billion, but why the club at least promote? Well, again, पैसों से आप promotion नहीं जीत सकते हो. Simply put, Queen's Park Rangers, it's toxic. Trust me. I know personally some QPR fans को जानता हूँ. Again, nothing against those fans, handful fans से मैं judge नहीं करूँगा, but that is what I've heard. It's a toxic environment, and of course, आप बोलोगे a lot of kind of issues when it comes to stability and all those things. So again. There's a lot of story. It's not easy coming out of the championship first of all. Anyway, and इसलिए आप बोलते हैं ना relegation is like नहीं भाई वो दलदल है. दलदल में आप डूब जाओगे. By the way यार Rangers with a nice attack लेकिन नहीं. Frankfurt defend और यहाँ पर Rangers defend back. Okay, as a United fan I don't want. I think you also पता नहीं क्या था ये. I agree. Okay, dear Matata United. Okay, fair enough. They are having a banter between Manchester and Liverpool. I'm assuming. I hope you are friendly banter. Jose Mourinho, Real Madrid will be forever in my heart. I hope they win the UCL. लेकिन at the same time, Jose Mourinho ने भी बोला है about Chelsea. Remember? कुछ भी हो जाए मेरा घर तो 200 मीटर ही रहेगा चेल्सी से और चेल्सी विल बी चेल्सी फॉर मी ऑलवेज. और ही सेड इट. आई लव द गाय मैन. अब हाँ, आई डिडंट लाइक द गाय फॉर सेलिंग डी ब्रुयने. आई डिडंट लाइक द गाय फॉर मे बी आप बोलोगे माटा को द प्लेयर ऑफ द ईयर फॉर चेल्सी. उसका करियर चेंज ही कर लिया ना मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड में एंड मेड हिम समथिंग एल्स ऑल टुगेदर. बट there are hundred thousand things that I'm liking the guy for. He is next level भाई, next level. और हम करेंगे भाई, हम करेंगे कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग फाइनल भी करेंगे. फतेह को लाएंगे उसमें, फतेह को लाएंगे. इटालियन फुटबॉल फैन. This channel has a different vibe, a calming one. अरे भाई, that means I'm absolutely not. Like for me, you guys are just like my friends, right? So basically, I'm just coming and watching the match. अरे nice shot, Frankfurt. It's a left footer, I think, if I'm not wrong, by Nauf, and the goalkeeper saves it. Oh, that was a nice shot. Cut in kiya left, right side se on the left foot. Nice save. McGregor getting a good save there. We blame Lukaku for not scoring. I agree, his pressing isn't good, but the fact is we don't provide him with enough service also. Chelsea lack creator and consistency. James is exactly Gaurav, and that is why हमारे wing backs were essential. The fact that हमारे central midfield में apart from Kovacic, no one is really driving with the ball. और यहाँ पर अच्छा corner set piece लेते हुए एक glance लेकिन wide. फ्रैंकफर्ट लग रही है मतलब इनफॉर्म. लेकिन हाँ, यू आर राइट गौरव, बिकॉज आवर विंग बैक्स यूज्ड टू जॉइन द मिडफील्ड. वो टक इन करते थे, ईदर बेन चिलवेल या रीस जेम्स, दोनों साइड से वो मिस हुआ है फॉर द मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द सीजन. एंड व्हेन लुकाकू इन द पिच हम क्रॉस भी नहीं करते इनफ फॉर सम स्ट्रेंज रीजन. सो आई डोंट नो, देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग देयर फॉर श्योर. If Liverpool don't win the league on Sunday, will Klopp still perform his trademark celebrations? It'll be interesting. Like again, I think that again Klopp needs to be given credit for what he's been doing. Next level, they don't give up at all. Second level, first level. So I would say I would give it a Klopp. Nice shot by the way by Frankfurt. Okay, Inter की snake वाली jersey. Well, I think there's a place. I used to take sports heap करके. Again, मैंने कोई sponsor नहीं लिया भाई, लेकिन मैं sports heap लिया हूँ यहाँ पे. Again, there are different places that I've taken from Tanmay. आप मुझे DM करिए, हम discuss कर सकते हैं उसके बारे में when you're free. As a United fan, I want Rangers to win. I think you also know the reason. Yes. I think again. By the way, just saying out there. If I'm not wrong, Chelsea, काफी loyal Chelsea fans, Rangers का, there's an attachment as well. So I know a lot of Chelsea fans are going for Rangers today. Just saying, dear, and of course, if you are basically a Celtic fan, and of course, I'm assuming being a United fan also, Henrik Larsson. Anyone remembers Henrik Larsson? What a player, man! What a player, Henrik Larsson. Wow, one of my favorite during that time in a non-top 5 club. I know he played. I think he came, for 2 months in Manchester United. He played in Barcelona, if I remember right, for a few months as well. Lekin again, he was a Celtic legend. So again, if you are following him, obviously you don't want Rangers, the prime rival to win, put it that way. But yeah, Scottish people, I think, are generally wanting Rangers to win. So I'm kind of mixed there. Well, banter again. Like karo. Yes, like it, dear loved ones, absolutely. Bhaiya, you are from Neeru. First of all, thank you for joining. Like कर दीजिए stream and subscribe करें. I'm hoping and do press the bell notification icon. I am definitely from India and मैं बोलूँगा मेरे parents are North India, but I am born and brought up in Bangalore. ठीक है, तो that is what. हाँ, मैंने काफी travel किया, but I've traveled across the world. लेकिन हाँ, mute. अरे ये क्या हुआ? Next season, generally want Ziyech to start. Oh, Syed, by the way, Ziyech. Matata United, please tell me, what do you think about Ziyech to United? Van Basten, I know that I spoke about it in my video as well earlier today. Lekin Van Basten saying that Ziyech should be targeted. What do you think about just the fitment? By the way, he's not leaving Chelsea. Just putting it out there. I don't want him to leave Chelsea. Lekin if in case, say Ten Hag, who's played with him, gets Ziyech somehow. What do you think about Ziyech? And any Manchester United fan out there? I don't want Liverpool to win Premier League and UCL. I think you also. Well, bang bang. Let's just say I'm with you, but no pun intended there. कोई दुश्मनी नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ, it's just that यार, मुझे लगता है भाई एक एक है बैंटर जो ना लिवरपूल लेते आ रही इतने सालों से अबाउट प्रीमियर लीग या 30 साल में एक एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स एंड यूसीएल में यार एनीवे दे गॉट 6 यार बहुत हो गए बड़ा रियल मैड्रिड के पास भी इतना सारा है आप बोल सकते हो तो अगेन बिटवीन द डेविल एंड डीप ब्लू सी tell us about the culture of lesser known clubs in UK, some well run clubs in EFL. Okay, so Satwik, by the way, Leicester is a great example. You know, Leicester City is probably one of the examples मैं लेना चाहूँगा. The way Leicester is run, you know, it is basically it's about just consistency. It's about basically the people. It's about the the people who are behind the scenes, not just the players. They give a lot of value, and of course, in terms of the transfers, they basically वो क्या करते हैं ना? They get basically those जो diamonds है diamonds. ढूंढ के बेसिकली ना उन्हें प्लेयर बनाते हैं दैट इज व्हाट द काइंड ऑफ थिंग ब्रेंडन रॉजर्स he believes in basically coaching a lot ठीक है that is the kind of mentality that they bring and of course even off field they do a lot of things for society जो people don't know because they're not as big I think Leicester City is one of the best run clubs out there but not just that I think there are a lot of other clubs I think Everton lot of toxicity in terms of fan base क्योंकि it has been one of the oldest Premiership clubs ever, and they've never been relegated. ठीक है, लेकिन at the same time इतना ज़्यादा history है ना in terms of Merseyside just being there, they really value their traditions, or they are like okay, the consistency is the key. They basically want people, even players from the geography. So there is part of it, whereas Chelsea it's more about just winning. Off late, I know it wasn't this. Chelsea were with the pensioners, काफी kind of history रखती थी in terms of what they were, how they valued the senior members. और भाई यहाँ पर फाउल हुआ I think Rangers का फाउल है Rangers player is injured. Let's see who it is. Like Blackburn. अरे Blackburn भाई मुझे इतना याद है Chelsea अगर Blackburn हुआ था 2004-5 सीजन में away. I don't know, Mikhail is in the house. I know Mikhail, you remember 2004-5 Robin scored that winner and Petr Cech saved a penalty if I'm remembering right and it was a war on the pitch. And of course, Blackburn से मुझे याद आता है अपना Savage. Savage is what comes to mind, Robbie Savage. So Robbie Savage के by the way, son is I believe playing with Ronaldo in the Manchester United academy if I'm not wrong. So he's part of the Manchester United academy. Again, आप comment करिए, but it'll be interesting, if he really becomes a player. Ronaldo has played with both father and son. Just saying out there, right? Technically. Lewandowski to Chelsea, can this transfer work? Well, I would say certainly it can. It can work. But again, the way Tuchel plays, again, he's not your ideal one that you need because I think he would need a striker who would bring in, more in terms of, coming back like a Harry Kane, for instance. I know Lewandowski can do it, but I think that is what the ideal striker would be. Someone like a Harry Kane mold. Not Harry Kane, but someone of that, mode is what we need really. A great finisher who can also come back and contribute more in midfield. That's what the kind of striker we need. That's what I would say. Match clock. Sorry, I missed that. I think. अभी तो यार रुका हुआ है match as things stand. But nice color, man. Nice color there. I think it was a foul on Rangers player, but the referee played on. Nice color. Just beside the post it went. Oh my god, man. Aribo, I think it was Chelsea perspective who said he likes Aribo in Rangers. Fair enough. Pretty sure he's Nigerian. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so Mikhail is 27-25 now, the way I'm watching it. 27-27 now. Honestly, we can never get striker with the capabilities Lukaku has because Haaland gone, City, clarity on Kane. So I want to back Lukaku for at least one more season and hope for the best. Very good, Ayush. I think I will do the same. But again, we need another person, and I'll be honest here. I am तैयार to get rid of Werner. Werner को अपने जेट में भेज दीजिए. मैं सच में बोल रहा हूँ. मैं तैयार हूँ. Because I don't think we can play that kind of game every game. वैसा space में देते नहीं यार कोई भी. Werner जैसा game हमें देता नहीं है. Hardly देता है. तो you don't keep such a player at such high caliber, such high salary to be just a player who will come in like in Champions League games, in FA Cup games. नहीं. Come on. We need Armando Broja, or I know Armando Broja has not done well in the second part of this season as much. लेकिन फिर भी भाई, he is better to kind of be trained under Tuchel than Werner. That's what I would say. वो ज़्यादा absorb कर सकते हैं अभी compared to Werner, and he can maybe improve as well. Big breaking: Haaland retires from UCL age 22. I think United fan hyped Garnacho. Well, again, I think hype किया भी तो ठीक है भाई. Final.com it's okay because oh भाई what an atmosphere. Kostic के पीछे दिख रहा है. Oh white, the white body is jumping. Anyway, definitely भाई Garnacho, I think he is good. लेकिन I think time will. He's too young. अरे गोल होने वाला है. Is it a penalty? नहीं. I think it was a good attack by Frankfurt. Tier 1 sources for Chelsea: Nathan, okay, ex-West Ham employee, Nizar Matlaw on Shin, Ben Jacobs, okay, Fabricius copy-paste version. So I closely follow Simon Phillips, I closely follow Ben Jacobs, Ornstein definitely, Matlaw definitely, Nizar Kansela definitely, ex-West Ham employee definitely. तो ये 6 जन तो I definitely follow. And Fabricio as always, right? अरे भाई यहाँ पर यार Rangers are taking the pressure, but they're taking the pressure well. Klopp has given Liverpool all the happiness in 5 years, which Saf gave us in 15 years. Really, Matata United? मतलब, I know that he's been absolutely fantastic और थोड़ा unlucky है the fact that, you know, oh भाई, what a shot! What a volley! What a volley by Frankfurt's Kostic, man. This guy is next level. Bhai, Kostic. Get him to Chelsea. What a volley. Wow. From the right wing, I think it was a set piece. वापस गया, clearance ball अच्छा नहीं था लेकिन oh भाई, what a ball. What a shot. Well, not a goal though, लेकिन हाँ 0-0 here. Klopp has given come in, like I know that basically he's done brilliant or he's unlucky about Man City being there, Matata United. But I think again, and I also agree that Klopp has kind of, you know, as in again, from scratch उसने किया है. The kind of players he got when he got the reins, उसने किया है. But he's done it once. Sir Alex Ferguson, भाई कितने बार किए? I would like to disagree with the Matata United. Come on, I'm not even a Manchester United fan, I'm saying it. But I think Sir Alex Ferguson goes on in history as the best. He goes on as best. As much as I love Jose Mourinho, as much as I love Ancelotti, as much as I love Conte. No, I think Sir Alex Ferguson, even Tuchel, but Sir Alex Ferguson for Manchester United has done a madness. You know, that mentality, Klopp will get there if he does that for another 10 years. Why the fans are huge in numbers? Well, because it's a final of the Europa League. I don't know. Agent Ankit, okay. Well, again, Michael, I'm just telling you what my gut feel is, not really what really is the truth or not. But again, just going by the reports, going by what the body language of those players are, and of course, I just rate. And by the way, हमें rate करना है. By the way, we are going to rate. Let me actually start rating as well side by side, and I'll ask the chat. Yeah, chat. Let's get involved in the chat. ठीक है? तो सबसे पहले आप rate करिए. तो आप कैसे rate करेंगे? I want comments in the chat, everyone. You will be rating as I'll put in. You will be putting as almighty, mighty, so, and weak. ठीक है? और very weak भी कर दे. चलो 5 है. तो ratings for probability of transfers. ठीक है? And then we'll be talking more. अभी मैं highlight करने वाला हूँ Mikhail and everyone in the chat. And I've skipped a few comments यहाँ पर, लेकिन यहाँ पर देखिए, ठीक है, ये आपके है all the ratings. So what you have to do is, I'll be telling and I'll take maybe some comments from the chat also. ठीक है, हिमांशु से शुरू करते हैं. चलो हिमांशु पूछ ही रहे तो उससे शुरू करते हैं. हिमांशु बोल रहे हैं, क्या बोल रहे हैं हिमांशु? पूछ रहे हैं राइट, लेवेंडोव्स्की, लेकिन हम चेल्सी के बारे में नहीं करते, पहले रेट करते हैं लेवेंडोव्स्की टू बार्सिलोना. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर आप मुझे रेट करिए और मुझे नहीं, रॉबर्ट लेवेंडोव्स्की के ट्रांसफर को रेट करिए. डू यू थिंक रॉबर्ट लेवेंडोव्स्की विल गो टू बार्सिलोना? इफ इट्स yes for sure, you will say almighty. If it's probably yes, you will say mighty. If you think that you're not sure, so. If you think probably not, weak. If you're saying definitely not, you're going to say very weak. ठीक है, गेम का ये नाम है. और बाय द वे गेम भी चल रहा है यहाँ पर, गेम तो देख ही रहे, लेकिन यहाँ पर है पहला, आप रेट करिए रॉबर्ट लेवेंडोव्स्की टू बार्सिलोना. What will the rating be in terms of the transfers? What is the rating for transfers? एंड गिव अ रीजन ऑल्सो, आपको क्या लगता है, क्या रीजन है आपके लिए? यहाँ पर मैं भी करूंगा, मुझे लगता है रॉबर्ट लेवेंडोव्स्की टू बार्सिलोना, और आई नो चेल्सी फैंस आर इन द हाउस एज वेल, मैं बोलूंगा ये वाला, इट इज डेफिनेटली 50-50 एट दिस पॉइंट इन टाइम, इट्स सो मेरे लिए सो है, बिकॉज हाँ, रॉबर्ट लेवेंडोव्स्की लीविंग बायर्न म्यूनिख, मैं बोलूंगा माइटी, और यस यू हर्ड इट हियर, मुझे लगता है रॉबर्ट लेवेंडोव्स्की माइट जस्ट बी लीव बायर्न म्यूनिख इस बार, और मैं बोलूंगा माइटी, बट हिम गोइंग टू बार्सिलोना so him going to Chelsea, that's the reason I've said so because for me Tuchel likes Robert Lewandowski, and कितना realistic है मुझे नहीं लगता है, लेकिन again you know we need someone, अगर हम करें offload Lukaku को only then and we probably will not, so I think let's actually change that. I'll put Robert Lewandowski to Chelsea as weak, and Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona as maybe mighty, because of the fact that more Robert Lewandowski छोड़ने वाला Bayern Munich, and I can see him only in these two clubs. Almighty, oh wow, यार बारसा फैन obviously बोलेंगे यार, अगेन आप ये नहीं बोल रहे हो आप चाहते हो कि नहीं, आप ये नहीं बोलोगे whether he'll be a good fit, आप ये बोल रहे हो कि यार what do you think कि होने वाला है कि नहीं, you are predicting, ठीक है? Yeah, we'll come to Liverpool as well. सात्विक बोल रहे weak, बार्सिलोना नहीं जाएंगे. Mikhail says he goes to Barcelona, and even I have said, Mikhail, I'm with you, bang bang, I'm with you. I am with my Matata United and Sayed as well. So a lot of people are talking about Haaland and Ten Hag. Well, it's going to be more impactful than people think. Yeah, that's a great point, Gaurav. ये तो मैं actually realize नहीं किया था. Absolutely great point, absolutely brilliant. Potato Boy in the house, thank you for joining, Spurs fan. Congratulations. लग रहा है कि you will be in the top 4 definitely, right? As in from what I see, definitely वही लग रहा है. Easier path to trophies at Barca historically at least. Interesting. Mighty because Leva is the perfect choice for Xavi, as the financial situation won't allow him to sign him a world-class striker because it will be expensive, and that is what I needed. Ayush, bang on भाई, bang on. क्योंकि हाँ, ऐसे चेल्सी भी उस बोट में है, लेकिन पता है यार भाई, when it comes to Barca and Chelsea, Mikhail called it. You probably will win more at Barca at this point in time. वो reality है. Dybala to Spurs. Interesting. People, let's rate Dybala to Spurs और देखते हैं. अरे nice header by the way, nice header. Almost, I think Lundstram था क्या? Lundstram with a nice header for Rangers. I think set pieces में Rangers are really good. I think that is the strong point. लेकिन हाँ, Dybala to Spurs. People, what do you think? Dybala to Spurs. The fact कि वहां पर Conte है, Kulusevski already doing well. Already we have, I think you can say that they have good wingers in there already. And it'll be difficult for Dybala to go there because यार इतने सारे हैं already. मैं बोलूँगा Dybala will stay in Italy. As much as वो रो रहे थे and all that emotional, thing which he became fair. He was probably, really very emotional. Lekin I think he is made for Italy, yaar, or maybe Spain, but I think he'll not move to Premier League. So Dybala to Spurs, मैं बोलूँगा weak. Okay, ये I think Lewandowski का है. Almighty क्योंकि लपोर्टा को अपनी इज्जत बचानी है. Madrid getting Mbappe, so Laporta needs to do something. Fair enough. Barca fans will remember the 8-2 whenever they see him. Okay, interesting. Lukaku to Newcastle. Well, we'll come to that. I'm starting that. अभी के लिए आप Dybala to Spurs बोलिए आप. नहीं Ankit, but I know how Xavi will use him as asset. Let me tell you, they not only be favorites in the next La Liga season, also they will be dominating the best in Champions League. Syed, I have to say that I am impressed with Barca. But again, the fact that इतनी young squad है ना, it was just like a Chelsea. आपको याद होगा यार? I don't know. आप लोग देखे थे Chelsea under Lampard? There was a period, and people won't remember it. There was a period जहाँ पर we were top of the league. We were really doing in Europe. ठीक है? We had that brilliant 4-all game against Ajax. ठीक है? Those were games that हम थे. लेकिन again, defensively he wasn't there. There were a lot of youngsters जो inconsistent थे. तो वही है बारसा का problem. So that's why I'm saying that Lewandowski will add experience as well जो चाहिए उन्हें. As much as Aubameyang is not that reliant figure, So Leva to Chelsea, perfect, great club. Thank you. अगर आए तो मस्त है यार, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ. या इस पर आएंगे, स्टार कर रहा हूँ. नो प्रॉब्लम भाई, अद्वै नो प्रॉब्लम. यहाँ पर अद्वै हम रेट कर रहे हैं ट्रांसफर्स. अगर आपके पास टाइम है डेफिनेटली आप भी रेट करिए. अभी कर रहे हैं Dybala टू प्रीमियर लीग. चलो Dybala टू स्पर्स नहीं, Dybala टू प्रीमियर लीग कर लो. चलो लेट्स रेट दैट. Dybala टू यूनाइटेड. अरे वेरी वीक आयुष, आई एग्री विद यू, इट्स वीक, वेरी वीक, बिकॉज यार उनके पास है ऑलरेडी, दे हैव बेसिकली लूकस, दे हैव, आई नो लूकस hasn't got much game time. Bergwijn, I know he was almost going, but again they have a lot of options, that's what I'm trying to say. और अच्छे options है, ऐसे नहीं कि यार बेकार options है, तो I think wing is not the problem. I know he's not a typical winger, he's more like a, inside forward or a cam, but again, I think the way Spurs play, I think he'll probably be a winger, right? Dybala to Spurs is heaven match made almighty. Oh, interesting comment that. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Very, very weak. Okay, Dybala can start the Premiership. Exactly. I agree with you there. Spurs need big squad as they now have UCL. Well, they need a striker. They need a proper striker. I know Son खेल सकते हैं वहाँ पर, Lucas खेल सकते हैं, Lucas Moura. But again, they need a proper striker. And yes, people, let's get the likes up. Let's get to 100 likes so that we are having more people in the second half. Dybala to AS Roma हो जाना चाहिए. ये इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट है. Dybala to AS Roma. मैंने सोचा नहीं इसके बारे में ज्यादा, to be very honest about it. The fact कि पेरिसिच छोड़ने वाले, I think Perisic will be leaving. I think he's out of contract. I know बात चल रही है in terms of new contract and all that, but the fact is Juventus और Chelsea highly interested है पेरिसिच में. और अगर किएजा छोड़ते हैं यूवेंटस, तब तो यूवेंटस डेफिनेटली और भी डेस्परेट हो जाएगी फॉर पेरिसिच. ठीक है, दे नीड एन एक्सपीरियंस्ड विंगर आउट देयर हु कैन स्कोर गोल्स जस्ट लाइक चेल्सी. तो डिबाला टू इंटर मिलान मुझे लग रहा था. आई नो नॉट द सेम विंग, बट यू नो व्हाट आई मीन, राइट? ईदर विंग इज फाइन एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक. इसीलिए मैं सोच रहा हूं कि हिम टू इंटर मिलान लुक्स प्रोबेबली माइटी. I can believe that I'm scared about game versus already relegated team. It's weird being a Spurs fan. Arey, Potato Boy, come on, man. It's Norwich, right? If I'm not wrong. Come on, you should do it, man. Come on, don't worry about it. Weak, okay, bang saying weak. Denzel Dumfries to Spurs. Arey, क्यों भाई, क्यों? ये तो हुआ है क्या? मतलब is he been linked? I don't know. Like I think Inter Milan, he's been doing very well. I know last half of the season hasn't been as good, but again, not too sure. If he's going to move after his one season in Italy. He's done well overall. Yeah? He's two trophies. Why would he move Spurs? I don't think so. Spurs don't win trophies. I'm just saying. Potato Boy, sorry, that's a reality. You know it. आप एक वीक ऐसा करो कि you put a poll every day for next poll and do according to whatever gets highest in poll. That will be fun and you just have to follow the facts. What do you think? अरे हाँ Rahul, I think from time and again I do take a lot of I do put a lot of polls. So based on that I do make decisions. But again, there are a lot of other viewers who also kind of DM me. So I'm kind of mixing between the two. Plus there is a lot of pending content. So I kind of mix between all the three, Rahul. Only going by the poll नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, पोल में हर एक व्यूअर जो होता है नहीं वोट करता है. Lot of times people who don't kind of vote in the poll come and view, and they also are people who like my stream. So that's why I'm kind of taking combination along with of course my gut as well, right? Thanks for that, Rahul. I'll keep in mind. I'll definitely up the polls. Aside to Man United, Almighty, good one. टीम बोलो. गौरव तो अभी हम बात करें दिबाला का, लेकिन अभी नेक्स्ट वाला चलते हैं. चलो, फ्रैंकी डियोंग, द कंट्रोवर्शियल फिगर जो अभी हो रहा है बिकॉज लेवेंडोव्स्की स्टोरीज. फ्रैंकी डियोंग टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. यू हर्ड इट देयर. बोलो, फ्रैंकी डियोंग टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. एंड बाय द वे यहाँ पर क्लियरली दिख रहा है कि रेंजर्स आर जस्ट कीपिंग द शेप भाई. एनीवे, let me know. For me, Frankie de Jong to Manchester United, I think there is a possibility. But kitna level ka possibility, I will come to in a minute before taking some comments. Dybala saga has been since 2018, isn't it? Exactly. He's always been up and down. Hello Vastu, kaise ho? Hope sab theek hai na. I hope the likes are up as well. Come on, let's get the likes in, man. It doesn't cost a buck. Ankit bhai, agar United ko center back okay, तो मेरे मग्गू को क्या होगा यार? गौरव, ऐसा है ना कि यूनाइटेड विल बी रोटेटिंग आई फील नेक्स्ट सीजन. मेरे ख्याल से टेन हाग का एक ऐसा सीजन होगा जहां पर हाँ उन्होंने खेलना यार, एक प्रॉपर लेवल खेलना इवेंचुअली, बट इवेंचुअली होगा. इनिशियली तो आई थिंक ही विल प्रोबब्ली रोटेट, ही विल प्रोबब्ली सी व्हाट्स हिज बेस्ट. सो फॉर मी इट इज इनएविटेबल कि भाई आने वाला है, क्योंकि यार आपने बहुत गोल्स कंसीड किए एंड द वे यू हैव प्लेड इज क्वाइट ऑब्वियस, राइट? तो आने वाला है, वेदर यू लाइक इट और नॉट, वेदर मग्गू लाइक्स इट और नॉट. हाँ, इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट वेदर ही विल बी कैप्टन. मेरे ख्याल से नहीं होंगे. दैट्स जस्ट माय गट फीलिंग. Okay, Ankit भैया, आदिदेव सिमिलर सीरीज. अरे आदिदेव जस्ट स्टार्टेड दैट. उन्होंने मुझे मैसेज भी किया था, मैंने देखा है. इट्स एक्चुअली अ ग्रेट सीरीज. आई लव द सीरीज. और मुझे एक्चुअली उस समय फीडबैक काफी मिला नहीं था. or maybe if you guys everyone like it, we'll probably do more of it in the summer. That's something जो pending है. तो हम किए थे recently, I don't know सब लोग ने देखा था. I think recently Indie Cop आई थी उसमें. Indie Cop we covered and we continue that with a match preview as well. लेकिन Indie Cop का था वो Know Your Creator most recent. Andre Belotti to Spurs for free. अरे यार ये वाला Belotti यार इटली very honestly मैं बोलूं potato boy, he doesn't cut it. I know मतलब he has a striker, he looks like a proper striker, but again Andre Belotti, he has not been doing that enough for me in the biggest stage. इटली के लिए यार आपको याद है क्या किए थे? So I think for free मिल रहा है तो why not? Because हाँ कोई striker आना नहीं चाहता as a backup, but will he be a backup? That's again one more question. At his age I think he'll probably get a move in Italy as a starter, नहीं? Will be Zlatan retire if he wins Serie A title? Yeah, definitely. I think Zlatan retire होने वाले. पता नहीं यार, by the way, everyone watching, I hope you watched my video. मैंने किया था एक मस्त 30+ K transfers जो हुए ना in the recent past. So that is something that I would want everyone to watch. वो that is as per me one of my better videos. पता नहीं आप लोग क्या बोलोगे, but I really like that video myself. So I'm just putting it out there. Dumfries has been linked. Link हुए यार potato boy, but realistic यार मैं बोलूँगा weak. यहाँ पर यार talking about defenders, I know Dumfries is not like a core defender really, right wing back and more, लेकिन I would actually ask you to rate, क्योंकि यार मैच तो यार काफी stalemate हो रहा है, तो अभी रेट करते नेक्स्ट ट्रांसफर क्विकली बिफोर हाफ टाइम. जूल्स कुंडे टू चेल्सी, कम ऑन बोल दीजिए सब लोग. 70 million पाउंड, बट लाइक आई सेड इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द स्ट्रीम, बहुत सारे रिपोर्ट्स आ रहे हैं 6 महीनों से. भाई मैंने फीफा में भी उसको बना दिया, अपना वाइस कैप्टन बना दिया मैंने उसको. लेकिन हाँ, द फैक्ट इज जूल्स कुंडे, क्या वो आने वाले हैं चेल्सी? फर्स्ट साइनिंग अंडर टॉड बॉली. फाइनली सेविया ने अग्री नहीं किया है फ्रॉम व्हाट आई फील. दैट इज द बिगेस्ट हर्डल, 70 million फॉर जूल्स कुंडे. यार पागल है यार चेल्सी, सच में बोलूं तो. लेकिन मेरा पैसा थोड़ी है, तो मैं बोलूंगा भाई माइटी जूल्स कुंडे टू चेल्सी, माइटी, बिकॉज ऑफ यार इतना डेस्परेट है चेल्सी, ले लेगी. आई थिंक विल प्रॉब्ली टेक हिम. और स्टेटमेंट साइनिंग होगी यार फर्स्ट अप. बर्ली के लिए इजी डिसीजन होगा फर्स्ट, इट्स ऑलरेडी काम करा गया है, बहुत बैकग्राउंड वेरिफिकेशन हो गया. ही हैज इंप्रूव्ड एज अ प्लेयर, जो भी बोलो. तो जूल्स कुंडे टू चेल्सी, एवरीवन रेट. ऑलमाइटी, माइटी, सो वीक या वेरी वीक. डेम्बेले टू चेल्सी आएंगे. चलो आयुष मैं स्टार कर रहा हूँ, नेक्स्ट आएंगे. लेकिन अभी जूल्स कुंडे टू चेल्सी कर लीजिए क्विकली. बाकी भी आ रहे हैं. भाई फ्रैंकी डियोंग वाला तो मैं लिया नहीं हूँ अभी तक. फ्रैंकी डियोंग टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, फ्रैंकी डियोंग टू मैन यूनाइटेड. ऑलमाइटी हो जाना चाहिए. वेल मैं बोलूंगा ये वाला है, क्योंकि मैं बोला लेवेंडोव्स्की इज माइटी. फ्रैंकी डियोंग टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड भी मैं बोलूंगा माइटी. यस, Manchester United, you heard it there. Weak ball reported. Okay, interesting. Potato Boy is saying weak. I'm assuming that for Frankie de Jong. Almighty, but for Man United, weak. Okay, so where does he go? Please let me know. Where does he go? Frankie de Jong to City? Don't tell me. Oh, भाई City क्या हो जाएगी भाई? That is a different element altogether. De Jong जाएगा पक्का, cause एक साइड से financial issues और दूसरा they need Leva at any cost. At any cost नहीं बोलूँगा, लेकिन हाँ they need Leva. अरे nice cross by the way. Header नहीं, glance हो गया. They should have probably headed in यार. Kamada is not really in his A game, but Kostic is good. Nauf has been good. De Jong जाएगा पक्का, को एक साइड से financial issues और दूसरा they need Leva at any cost. And also Pogba is leaving United and they need a central. यार come on, जो Pogba कर रहे थे ना, Donny van der Beek भी कर सकते नहीं शायद. Just saying. If De Jong becomes available, what stops City and Chelsea to go for him? Pep and Tuchel wanted him earlier, and why will someone go and play in Conference League? Good point, Ujjwal. Chelsea तो नहीं आने वाले, मुझे नहीं लगता है, because हमें क्या चाहिए? Core DM चाहिए, Core DM, because we have number 8 काफी है हमारे पास. Number 6 जो है ना, number 8 खेल सकते हैं, काफी है. That is what De Jong is. He's a number 6 who can play number 8. ठीक है, Gallagher है, Kovacic है, Kante है, yeah, he's that very much. अरे almost penalty दिया Rangers ने, नहीं, just outside. लेकिन फॉल भी नहीं दिया. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. यस, थैंक यू यार, दैट वाज बहुत मेहनत लगी थी उसमें, मुझे याद है. लेकिन आगे करते हैं भाई, मतलब आगे यार राहुल यार, आप लोग भी बोलिए, सब लोग भाई. मतलब मैं एडिटिंग काफी करता हूँ वीडियोस में, नॉट बिकॉज मैं बुरा बोलता हूँ समथिंग, लेकिन आई काइंड ऑफ ब्रिंग एन एलिमेंट अबाउट रियलिज्म अबाउट बेसिकली यू बैक इन द डे. जैसे मैं कोई हिस्ट्री वीडियो किया था अबाउट हिस्टोरिकल ट्रांसफर्स 30+ का ना, तो आई काइंड ऑफ पुट certain pictures which are really important pictures. मतलब बहुत मेहनत लगती है. But again, if you guys have any specific feedback, please DM me. It'll help me because for some reason, those videos are not getting as many views. So I'm guessing maybe, you don't relate well to it. So again, I am getting appreciation from the people who are seeing. So again, I'm not understanding what's happening there. So again, just the press, bell notification icon will do. That's the main thing. Where will Declan Rice go? I think he's not renewing contract with West Ham. Acha. So first of all, I think Declan Rice is in and out West Ham proper. मेरे ख्याल से a lot will depend on the last game of the season. Abhi bhi West Ham can finish in the top 6. They can, right? United or West Ham ke beech mein, from what I know. So I think it will depend on that. And Declan Rice, I think, is too young to kind of say, nahi, main abhi Champions League football chahta hu. He has not proven at that level consistently for over 2 years. So maybe he might just stay considering, or West Ham might really want him to stay because remember Mark Noble, unke captain, retire ho rahe. ठीक है. So I think it is but obvious for West Ham that they're desperate, and it's maybe अगर वो 6th आए, then maybe West Ham रखे उनको. Now that's just my view. क्योंकि उनका price tag इतना ज़्यादा है भाई. The fact कि Leeds I think will get relegated. Calvin Phillips might move. So that might be one of the reasons, right? Yes, 14 more to 75 likes. So yeah, but bang, if at all, if he moves, Declan Rice, I think he'll probably be moving to a club which is having Champions League football. अगर वो यार इतने बाद Manchester United move करते तो what is the sense, man? Again, nothing against Man United, but just saying he'll probably move to a club which has Champions League football. Probably Chelsea. We might just want to invest. Statement होगी. Zlatan will retire after watching FIFA World Cup finals in Qatar. बेचारा भाई. डार्विन नूनेज का सिचुएशन, यहाँ वासु इसको भी रेट करेंगे. चलो मैं स्टार कर रहा हूँ जो भी रेट करने वाले. हम लोग रेट कर रहे ट्रांसफर्स को. एवरीवन पीपल. So because okay, I used to say so okay because the only reason Barca would be selling him is to improve the finances, and I don't think Barca would get a like-to-like replacement for De Jong. But then Ten Hag, being manager, could tempt Frankie. फ्रेंकी ने एक वीडियो किया था, बाय द वे मैंने कंटेंट क्रिएट कवर किया था वो भी. बेसिकली इज विश्ड हिम ऑल द बेस्ट एंड ऑल दैट. तो मेरे ख्याल से समवेयर इन बिटवीन द लाइंस दे दिया यार. जस्ट मी, मेरे ख्याल से मोर देन टिम्बर, फ्रेंकी de Jong looks more likely. Again, I don't know. Yeah, Timber to Man United, पता नहीं. I might be wrong, it might be the other way around, but मेरा gut बोल रहा है यार. Zlatan, okay, retire after playing Martinez great grandson. 70 million. We'll get him for 50. यार उज्जवल, I really doubt it. Sevilla यार, मुझे याद है back in the day against Dani Alves जो भूख हड़ताल पे गया था. भूख हड़ताल. और by the way यार, हाफ टाइम हो गया है, बहुत ही फ्लैट हाफ. Probably Kostic और नाउफ के पास अच्छे मोमेंट्स थे. आप बोलोगे इवन आई थिंक अरीबो के पास अच्छे मोमेंट्स, एक अच्छा मोमेंट था. But that is about it. I don't think एक इंजरी था सेबास्टियन रोड को. But Frankfurt just about edged it for sure. But you expected that, right? तो देखते हैं यार कुंडे का क्या होता है. I really feel that it's mighty because of इतना टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर दिया भाई. आप ले लो, सेविया पे कर दो भाई. Kunde to Chelsea is almighty done. Well, let's see. It's not done, but yeah, I know what you mean. Almighty fix है. जो जूल्स कुंडे आने वाला है, सेविया को भी अपने वेज कम करने हैं. Yeah, good point. Kunde almighty man, getting young prospect is the strongest mindset in these centre backs. Ayush, while I agree there, I still don't think he's a starter at Chelsea. I know he's been a starter at Sevilla forever. Lekin I don't see him as a starter. Maybe 3 the back, why not? Lekin I know he has a huge leap. Despite being short, he has a huge leap, which is great. But again, he has mistakes in him. I think he overplays as well at times. वो problem है थोड़ी कुंडे की. And that's what Christensen की problem भी थी, आपको याद है तो. But he's better than Christensen. वो भी बोलूँगा. I would say he's better than Christensen. Chelsea should send Cho 100%. भाई, no two ways about it. Cho loan. Callum Hudson-Odoi loan. The Chelsea scene is not very bad, very honestly. Perisic done. Well, Adway, Perisic is not done. I have not released a video, but मैंने बात किया था कल के स्ट्रीम में, if I'm not wrong. Perisic का प्रॉब्लम क्या हो गया ना? Verbally they have agreed just like Jules Kounde has. Problem is that because no ownership, हम formal offer नहीं दे पा रहे. At least a formal player contract can be done. By the way, club के साथ signing cannot be done right now, but player contract can be agreed. तो वो formally नहीं हो पा रहा. And that is the main problem. कि आप at least terms and conditions share कर ले, such kind of things. So we are not in any situation अभी कर सकते, because until Burley is 100% confirmed, वो नहीं होने वाला, इसीलिए he started talks with Juventus. Broha, Conor Gallagher returning, very good. 70 million for Kunde. Delict तो नहीं आने वाला है, definitely he'll stay at Juventus, and I want Guardiola. Well, I'm in two minds here Guardiola के साथ, लेकिन again, if Tuchel trusts him, why not? Absolutely. Pogba यार देखते हैं भाई. For me, Pogba is one of the most interesting part. क्या होने वाला है? अच्छा, okay. मैं थोड़ा skip किया people comments. I'll come back to more comments. What do you think about De Jong to United? Yeah, Devesh, first of all, thank you for joining. I certainly feel that De Jong to United, I would say mighty, like I said, because of the fact that Barcelona are so hell bent upon Lewandowski, और Lewandowski to Chelsea मुझे नहीं लग रहा, तो इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ De Jong उनको करना ही पड़ेगा ऑफलोड. I don't think Ansu Fati उतना पैसा ला सकते, even if he is not in the market right now. If in case वो सोचे भी, they won't get it. Sergio Roberto's of the world है. I think De Jong उनके asset है definitely. Chiesa to Chelsea मैं चाहता था गौरव, लेकिन again Fiorentina parent club, Fiorentina के साथ हमने बिजनेस किया है, by the way. Fiorentina के साथ हमने Alonso का बिजनेस किया है, if I remember right, recently. लेकिन यार he has been injury prone. I think from what I learned, Chelsea are hell bent upon Dembele. Dembele is the guy that we are going for, as much as उनका preference Bayern Munich है. Mauro Icardi to Newcastle. चलो ये start कर दिए. Come on, let's get to 75 likes and actually 100 likes. Let's get the likes of people. Everyone who's joined in halftime, सब लोग like कर लीजिए. Come on. Should Chelsea honor Drogba with a statue for giving you UCL? Well, again, I know that Peter Osgood is in that, as in caliber. अभी रखा गया Chelsea Football Club के द्वारा. I think more than Drogba, again, nothing against Drogba. I love the guy to bits. Again, don't get me wrong, people. I'm not going to be clipped here. It's going to be John Terry, if at all. John Terry, man, he bleeds blue. John Terry is, पता नहीं यार भाई इतने लोग John Terry के बारे में इतना क्यों नहीं करते यार. Lampard, Drogba is absolutely fantastic, लेकिन John Terry is the guy for me. John Terry, absolutely. If at all someone gets it. But Drogba in the line for sure. Okay. अरे भाई, thank you. Mighty है Darwin Núñez to Man United, but I don't want him. Bang says. Let's rate this one. What do you think, people? Darwin Núñez to Man United. मतलब अगर वो आते हैं Man United में, what about Ronaldo? Will Ten Hag change and play two forwards? Is he going to go the traditional Man United 4-4-2 way? Is it a possibility? मतलब काफी सारे questions आते हैं, because Darwin Núñez is again, he is definitely much more than what say Greenwood would bring. अगर वो Greenwood आ जाते हैं performing, because Darwin Núñez is more direct. He brings a different element in terms of headers. Strength भी है. I think he'll still grow from what I know, right? So for me, Darwin Núñez can cut it. The fact that Ronaldo है अभी, maybe just Darwin Núñez का बढ़िया time है that he'll get enough time to bed in. तो मैं बोलूँगा Darwin Núñez to Man United, because Adeyemi is going to Dortmund. Definitely मैं बोलूँगा mighty. और like Bang says. People, Darwin Núñez to Man United is what we're rating अभी. तो देखते हैं क्या बोलते हैं आप लोग. Yes, let's hit the like button. Perisic नहीं तो Cuadrado के लिए भी अरे नहीं भाई, Cuadrado आ चुके हैं एक बार, और आप बोलोगे maybe Mourinho signed him and then underused him. लेकिन भाई 2014-15 सीजन में सेकंड हाफ में मैंने देखा है हग्गा था उन्होंने, हग्गा था. No confidence at all. और problem with Cuadrado is ना, we don't need a player who plays only as a wing back. We need a player who can play right back as well as right wing back. He's not that. He's not good as a right back. Let's be honest about it. ठीक है? And he's not a typical winger either. तो मैं चाहूँगा a player who could play in all the three positions. इसीलिए for me Perisic on the left hand side was brilliant. लेकिन again, like Adway saying, if not Perisic, but again, you're talking about the right wing, brother. मेरे लिए Cuadrado EPL में नहीं कट करेंगे. Just me. Lucas Paqueta seen in Newcastle with Gumares in Newcastle shirt. Okay, interesting. Paqueta, I think Lyon में थे, right? Lyon में है. Lyon में decent, pretty decent. And again, I know Brazil के लिए भी, I think he's there in the team. So yeah, decent shout Paqueta. If he comes, great. रोनाल्डो का स्टैचू लगा देना चाहिए सैंटियागो बर्नाब्यू के बाहर, लेकिन पेरेस पापा नहीं करेंगे. जॉन टेरी वाज डिफेंडर एंड वाइस स्टील. अरे भाई मटाटा यूनाइटेड. I'm talking about on the pitch legend for Chelsea, simply put. And he is, remember, the highest scoring centre back ever in the Premier League. वो भूलिए मत. Sam Kerr, yeah, if she continues the way she is doing right now for another 2 years, maybe I'll say certainly. But definitely, instead of Lukaku, we are on form, on form, 100%. Yeah, let's get 100 likes, everyone. Uh, let's talk about this. You know what is the big news? Big news is साडियो माने साडियो माने टू पीएसजी. क्या लगता है भाई? आज ही न्यूज वापस से आई है कि साडियो माने का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सिचुएशन अभी स्टॉल हो गया है प्रॉपर, और इट इज नॉट कि एंड ऑफ द सीजन में देखा जाएगा. दैट इज द न्यूज. शायद लिवरपूल फैन आप बोलिए, सब लोग बोलिए, साडियो माने टू पीएसजी, क्या वो हो सकता है? क्योंकि नेक्स्ट सीजन इमेजिन लुइस डियाज विल बी वांटिंग टू स्टार्ट विद द फॉर्म इज शोन. ठीक है, डियोगो जोटा, ही हैज बीन वेरी कंसिस्टेंट इन द प्रीमियर लीग. साला आई थिंक वो एक्सटेंड करने वाले हैं, दैट्स माय गट फील. ठीक है, तो साडियो माने टू पीएसजी, और हो सकता है कि इफ दे विन द चैंपियंस लीग एज वेल, तो मे बी द नेक्स्ट चैलेंज वुड बी पीएसजी, मे बी एल्सवेयर इन यूरोप. अगेन साडियो माने टू पीएसजी, आई नो वी हैव लाउड माउथ फुटबॉल इन द हाउस एज वेल. मैं बोलूंगा him leaving Liverpool, and I know Liverpool fans are not will not like this, but I would say him leaving Liverpool, I think it looks likely, it looks mighty. But him to PSG, I don't see him as that player, who goes for money. Just saying it. So that is weak for me. Best thing for me is Eden Hazard is back with the spark. एक ही गेम है भाई देवेश, थोड़ा सा वेट करेंगे, लेकिन टचवुड भाई, क्रॉसिंग माय फिंगर्स. I love Eden Hazard. Definitely we need him. We need Eden Hazard at his best, and that is what I think Real Madrid fans will hope, because he's going to stay at Real Madrid from what I know. Wayne Rooney का बना देना चाहिए Old Trafford. I agree with this. Old Trafford, definitely. I think Manchester United fans जो है, traditional fans will tell you what Wayne Rooney was to Manchester United. Trust me. The 40-year-old keeper deserves some recognition. Majestic saves. I think you mean McGregor, right? McGregor, definitely, yaar. He has been good, but again, I would not say majestic. एक ही प्रॉपर सेव है यार, एक ही प्रॉपर सेव है. आई थिंक कॉस्टिच वाज ब्रिलियंट. कॉस्टिच वाज प्रॉब्ली द प्लेयर ऑफ द हाफ, फर्स्ट हाफ फॉर मी. And you can say maybe as in Aribo has been good, but I think it's been Kostic for me. Kostic the main player for me. नहीं चाहिए फ्रैंकी भाई, उससे अच्छा चावल और इंकुकू और फिलिप्स को, क्योंकि फुल बैक्स चाहिए. इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट. द प्रॉब्लम इज गौरव, टेन हाग कैसे खेलेंगे? Maybe he doesn't see Donny van de Beek starting. Maybe the fact that Pogba जा रहे, he still sees two kind of attacking midfielders who can play more in attack and score goals. वहां पर आपको maybe you need a DM as well as two attacking midfielders, Bruno, Frankie and a DM. Why not? Maybe he's thinking of getting rid of players as well, more in the central defensive position, because Matic भी जा रहे, याद करो. Still, I have John Terry's goal line clearance in 2012 Euros. John Terry, man, gives me goosebumps. Yes, like and subscribe to Almighty Blues FC as well, not just Almighty Sports Plus. Yes, we are alternating content abhi until we are kind of यहाँ पर हम monetize हो जाए, hopefully by the end of the month, by God's grace or by you all. लेकिन हाँ, we will certainly get to that level, and then maybe think about exactly how we differentiate. Sadio Mane at Anfield. हाँ देखते हैं. मतलब अगेन इंटरेस्टिंग. साला एट एनफील्ड, ओके, नो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि माने जाएगा. इंटरेस्टिंग. माइटी हो सकता है. कलीफी है कि किसी को भी उठा सकता है. इंटरेस्टिंग. हिट द लाइक बटन. लेट्स रीच 100 लाइक्स गाइस. वेयर विल सुआरेज गो? सुआरेज का तो यार गौरव एस्टन विला ही लग रहा है. फ्रॉम व्हाट आई नो इट्स लुकिंग लाइक एस्टन विला. सुआरेज इज सर्टेनली, आई थिंक 90% श्योर यार. और बाय टॉकिंग अबाउट एटलेटिको मैड्रिड, कमारा भाई, बुबकर कमारा टू एटलेटिको मैड्रिड, दैट इज लुकिंग ऑलमाइटी. हो गया ऑलमोस्ट, राइट, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. व्हाट अबाउट यू दैट गाय? आई नो दैट सादिक भाई होपफुली गोइंग टू बी कमिंग इन सेकंड हाफ, लेकिन आई थिंक इट वाज बुबकर कमारा टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, टू चेल्सी इज लास्ट समर. so that will be interesting. What do you think about that, and how will that go? एटलेटिको मैड्रिड और डिफेंसिव मिडफील्डर्स ला रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या ही तो है उनका. Brother, give us Havertz. अरे भाई, how can you take Havertz? Out of syllabus question है. No, not possible at all. I know that you probably are irked that I'm saying कि माने हो सकते छोड़ेंगे, इसलिए बोल रहे. माने साला at PSG. अरे दोनों नहीं, एक जा सकता है, एक जा सकता है. But I would say like maybe Nkunku जाएंगे यार PSG. PSG will pay Salah cash he deserves, and Salah will give UCL PSG, which they are carrying for, which they are crying for. Okay. अगेन मैं हो सकता तो गलत हुआ यार, मतलब मुझे नहीं लगता साला इज दैट काइंड ऑफ अ प्लेयर, बट अगेन आई माइट बी रॉन्ग, फनी थिंग्स हैव हैपेंड। और यार उनका जो पेस है ना भाई, ऑनेस्टली मैं बोलूं, आई कैन सी हिम ओनली इन द प्रीमियर लीग, आई डोंट सी हिम इन अदर लीग्स, कम ऑन, इट्स नॉट फेयर, ऑलमोस्ट नॉट फेयर। एंड द फैक्ट दैट वहां पर मेसी है, मेसी साला दोनों रियली नहीं, आई डोंट सी देम इन द सेम टीम। अगर साडियो जाएगा अभी तो हिज फॉर्म विल नॉट बी एज गुड एज हिज फॉर्म इन लिवरपूल यार, शायद। व्हाई नॉट, व्हाई नॉट, इफ पीएसजी गेट अ Conte, you know, Sadio Mane and the Conte, I can see him doing well. I know that मैंने बोला था Messi and the Conte will be kind of a mismatch. Messi can be good in under anyone, but I think Conte micromanage करते हैं भाई. So I think Sadio Mane with Conte will be brilliant. या पैसा तो सब कराता है डेफिनेटली, लेकिन वही है मतलब साला with the space in PSG, nothing against Liga, but that's the reality of it, right? मतलब reality absolutely. Do you think Bayern should go for Suarez or Leva replacement? सी बायर्न जैसे मैं देखता हूँ ना, ग्रावेनबर्ग जा रहा है, तो जस्ट यू नो ग्रावेनबर्ग इज गोइंग टू बायर्न, दैट इज ऑलमाइटी, ठीक है। तो ग्रावेनबर्ग जाने वाला है बायर्न। दे ऑलरेडी हैव मुसियाला जो खेल सकते हैं इन द अटैक, दे ऑलरेडी हैव नाबरी, दे ऑलरेडी हैव साने, दे ऑलरेडी हैव कोमन, दे ऑलरेडी हैव मुलर, इतने सारे ऑप्शंस है भाई। तो मुलर कैन प्ले नंबर 9 एंड यू नो आई वाज सीइंग कि साडियो माने टू बायर्न, व्हाई नॉट, आई वाज सीइंग दैट, वो हो सकता है भले। कोई नहीं, अनलकी, यार स्पर्स अनलकी। Klopp has developed 20 players who can play his system, and so Salah and Mane missing won't change them. Good point. But again, it's an unnecessary cycle because अभी भी बोलूंगा Salah and Mane both have 2 good years in them, very good years I'm talking about, right? Paul Pogba 37 goals and 51 assists, 223 games. How do you rate Pogba's tenure in Man United? I think decent. यार ये बोलूंगा weak. I know Man United fans अब खुश नहीं होंगे। पॉल पॉगबा आप क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे भाई, मैन यूनाइटेड क्या किया उन्होंने, क्या किया है? हाँ आई नो, बाय द वे यूरोपा लीग जब जीते थे पॉल पॉगबा वाज इमेंस, आई विल गिव इट दैट। लेकिन भाई अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ही इज जस्ट डन पैचेस में, इन एंड आउट, इवन इन चैंपियंस लीग नॉट इनफ। आई थिंक पॉल पॉगबा वीक, यू डेफिनेटली एक्सपेक्ट मोर, एंड नॉट जस्ट अबाउट हम अनफेयर नहीं हो रहे, बिकॉज वो पोजीशन ही ऐसी है भाई, बैंग बैंग, दैट पोजीशन इज दैट यू एक्सपेक्ट मोर ऑफ दैट पोजीशन। ही डिडंट डू इनफ कंसिस्टेंटली। चलो रेट करते हैं अभी वापस, सेकंड हाफ शुरू होने वाला है। मुझे लगता है द हाफ विल कंटिन्यू द वे इट्स गोइंग, बाय द वे रेंजर्स दे विल बी प्लेइंग आउट फॉर दैट ऑड गोल। राफिनिया टू चेल्सी, पीपल रेट करिए नीचे, राफिनिया टू चेल्सी, डू यू थिंक, आई नो दैट वी आर गोइंग फॉर डेम्बेले, वी आर गोइंग फॉर राफिनिया, और आई नो वी आर नॉट गोइंग फॉर एनीवन राइट नाउ टेक्निकली, क्योंकि यार कोई ओनर नहीं है अभी फॉर्मली, लेकिन यू नो व्हाट आई मीन, राइट? सो राफिनिया टू चेल्सी रेट करिए, और इफ यू फील अदरवाइज यू कैन से बार्सा। लाइक फॉर मी Rafinha to Chelsea, yeah, Leeds, our rival, giving to Chelsea after getting relegated. Really, नहीं होने वाला। मेरे, I know if they get relegated, there is a clause of 25 million, लेकिन फिर भी मुझे नहीं लगता है। तो Rafinha to Chelsea मैं बोलूँगा weak है। I don't know what about you guys, let's see. Dean Henderson, AWB, Bailey, yeah, Van Bissaka, Bailey, Jones, Matic, Mata, Lingard, Pogba, Martial, and Cavani, all players are moving away. Exactly, तो आपको चाहिए प्लेयर्स अभी, तो आई थिंक इट्स फेयर टू बी यू नो लिंक्ड विद सो मेनी प्लेयर्स भाई। एटलीस्ट प्लेयर्स आने तो कम से कम ये तो नहीं होगा टेनाग के प्लेयर्स नहीं है, वैसे भी रीबिल्ड है। आई थिंक द की इज अबाउट गेटिंग टेनाग व्हाट ही वांट्स। Coutinho is leaving to Barca, it's official already, is it? Let me check यार। Coutinho का आज ही मैं देख रहा था, is it done? Again, I don't know, man. Coutinho news. Let's see if I'm able to see. I think that was kind of going to happen, but again, I don't think it's formal yet. It's not official. शायद again comment करिए भाई बारसा फैंस, मैं मिस कर दिया हो तो I'm sorry about that. लेकिन from what I know, मैं आज भी पढ़ रहा था भाई, Coutinho और Suarez will be reuniting. That's what मैं सुन रहा था। Manchester United must need to sign Timber. यार आयुष मैं बोलूं, मैं टिम्बर को देखा हूं भाई, आई डोंट रेट हिम एज मच, यू नो, रादर हैव लिसांड्रो मार्टिनेज। मतलब अगेन मैं गलत हो सकता हूं, लिसांड्रो मार्टिनेज बेटर है। कैल्विन फिलिप्स, कमारा, फ्रैंकी डियोंग, बुबकर कमारा भाई, बाय द वे आयुष एटलेटिको मैड्रिड जा रहे हैं मोस्टली, ठीक है। एंटोनी मिक्स्ड रिपोर्ट्स आज बोल रहे हैं कि सम रिपोर्ट से दैट उन्होंने नकार दिया है, सम रिपोर्ट सेइंग दैट नहीं, ही इज शोइंग इंटरेस्ट। नूनेज डेफिनेटली लुक्स यस। So Nunez, I'm saying mighty. Frankie De Jong, I'm saying mighty, and Calvin Phillips. हाँ, maybe just हाँ, Manchester United है ट्रेडिशनल क्लब नाम के, they'll be able to get them. लेकिन डिफेंडर भाई टिम्बर, is he your answer? I'm not too sure. Are players going to legends and not clubs? Coutinho and Suarez to Gerrard, not Aston Villa. Okay, so they are signing for managers. Matata United is saying हमेशा होता था भाई, ये हमेशा होता था. I know clubs भी काफी attractive होते हैं. I'll give an example. Did Real Madrid get Hazard because of Real Madrid? And I know Real Madrid, one of the greatest clubs ever. ठीक है. The fact that Hazard went there is because of Zidane. That is the reality. Can Milinkovic-Savic be fit in Ten Hag system, and will Man United go for him? I don't think so, boss. Ayush, I don't think so. For me, Milinkovic-Savic is probably more suited to a team which kind of has plays on strength more. Just than the way Ajax used to play. So, मेरे ख्याल से it doesn't really fit much. But हाँ, great player, absolutely great player. Coutinho नहीं जब बार्सिलोना के अगेंस्ट 2 गोल्स और असिस्ट करता, मजा आ गया था, बहते गंगा में हाथ धो लिया था. अरे यार वीक सुआरेज टू बायर्न म्यूनिख. यार नहीं, सुआरेज तो यार मतलब इट बी स्टेप बैकवर्ड यार. आई डोंट थिंक सो इट विल बी नीडेड. आई नो बैकअप स्ट्राइकर एट बेस्ट. और यार हाफ शुरू हो गया है. व्हाट एन एटमॉस्फेयर भाई, व्हाट एन एटमॉस्फेयर बाय फ्रैंकफर्ट हियर. इफ मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड डू नॉट गेट फ्रैंकी डी जॉन्ग, can they sign Milinkovic-Savic? और मैंने already answer कर दिया है. I think probably no. I don't see him as a fit. Again, Frankie Milinkovic-Savic, great player. I don't see him as a fit in the Premier League as well. I'm just calling. I know strength की बात की है मैंने, but that opening is not there in many clubs. That position. Is Nagelsmann the real reason Leva is leaving Bayern? I don't think so, man. Matata United, I think just like Rudiger, kind of having done a lot of things at Chelsea, Aspilicueta had done a lot of things at Chelsea. I think it's just that the final kind of a big move that they want, right? Sometimes it's about their player, their ambition as well. So I don't think it's right to kind of call that. But what an atmosphere! यहाँ पर पेल रही है proper Frankfurt. They are just peppering Rangers defense और पूरा white air भी white हो गया है. भाई, what an atmosphere! Yeah, let's get it. Let's get up the lights, people. Diego Costa at Chelsea was different gravy. Yeah. And in a strange way, Armando Broja reminds me of Diego Costa. He absolutely does for me. Armando Broja reminds me that, but I know long way to go. मतलब वो national striker जो है ना, just going for it, that kind of a guy. But not that kind of character. वो तो नहीं मिलने वाला आपको. I think Suarez will go to Villa, and if not, then go to Newcastle. But surely he's returning. Yeah, Newcastle नहीं लेना चाहिए. I'm calling it. Newcastle should go for people who are in the prime right now. I don't think they should go for finished players, or rather who are nearing the finish. Just my call. Again, he can be a great super sub, but again, has he been there for Atletico Madrid this season? Not exactly. Luis Suarez to Aston Villa more likely. Yes, that is almighty. I think for me, where will Mbappe play in Real Madrid in his first season? I think Mbappe will play. Probably the space where Rodrigo plays when he comes on. वहीं है जगह, वहीं है. I don't think they should change anything with Vinicius and Benzema. और वो भी यार young है. He can probably, and he was a right winger traditionally, so definitely you can play him there. But he's more like a player like Anelka खेलता था ना. I don't know, people watching Anelka with Drogba. That was a kind of play that we tried. I know I'm comparing Anelka and Mbappe. Nowhere. लेकिन you know what I mean, right? Two forwards who kind of can play wide. And same with Kanu. Oh, nice shot. यार गोल हो गया. अरे नहीं हुआ यार भाई. Deflection. Frankfurt peppering Rangers. Rangers are just about lucky यार. They're just about keeping their calm right now. Yeah, Devesh, Calvin Phillips to United. मैंने बोला है, quite likely लग रहा है. ये वाला करते हैं. People, let's rate this one. As Frankfurt take a corner. Cucurella to City. Most likely हो जाएगा वो 30 million. Really? भाई City चोरी मत करो भाई, please. हो गया बस. I know that you need a left back. I know that you need a full back generally. लेकिन भाई Cucurella is a great Premier League proven player already. नहीं लो भाई, नहीं लो please. And Perisic हमें मना करता है तो Cucurella is an option. He is a defensive option for us. Please wait until we get an owner. नहीं करेगी यार सिटी. लेकिन Cucurella अगर 30 मिलियन में अवेलेबल है तो why not भाई. स्पेनिश है, Pep is Spanish, पटा लेंगे. Pep obviously Barca man, Cucurella being at Barca as well earlier, so quite possible guy. पीएसजी डेम्बेले के कौन नहीं जा रहा है, इतना फेमस है फ्रांस में। इंटरेस्टिंग वन यार, डेम्बेले भाई more than famous, I think lot of criticism liya hai France mein, from what I know he has taken a lot of criticism, but again PSG they are probably getting linked with Nkunku again, Sadio Mane, those are the kind of players thoda sa ek level higher I would say. Dembele has been brilliant, मतलब I don't say higher in terms of quality, लेकिन is he reliable to play or 35 games in the league? I don't think so. Weak Barcelona are getting Rafinha, yeah. आई थिंक अगेन पीपल ये वाला रेट करते हैं, चलो कुकुरेया टू सिटी रेट किया आपने, कुकुरेया टू सिटी रेट करिए, आप बोलिए कुकुरेया टू सिटी, आप कमेंट में डालिए क्या रेटिंग, और राफिनिया टू बारसा वो भी रेट करिए, देखते हैं क्या बोलते हैं आप। Because if Leeds get relegated, he would be available at 25 million, and Barca will go like anything to get him at price. But staying in England and playing for Chelsea should tempt him. Ayush, I would do that if I was Rafinha. लेकिन वही है ना, he's Brazilian. Remember, Brazilian, Barca, there is some magic. Coutinho, याद है क्या बोला था उसने, स्टेटमेंट क्या किया था? There is some magic out there, and that's a fact. For them, Barca, Real Madrid are something else. Not that it is not for many, लेकिन वही है. I can see him going to Barca, but I can also understand Barca going for him because Dembele they are still not sure of. उन्होंने किया है offer, but he is not accepted. By the way, lot of people watching are likes कर दीजिए. Let's like the stream, let's subscribe अगर आपने नहीं किया है to both our channels, and bell दबाइए क्योंकि यार we'll be coming in more videos. Calvin Phillips to Manchester United, almighty, I think because he's an English international, agreed. And if Leeds can get relegated, Man United will get him for 25 to 30. While I agree with most of your statement, Ayush, I don't agree with 25 to 30. क्योंकि Calvin Phillips is too good a player, irrespective of जो भी contract terms है, जो भी उसका contract period with Leeds, whatever it is, I think minimum, and I'm saying it, minimum 40 to 45 million मैं तो बोलूँगा, certainly. यहाँ पर yes, it's done 4 to 5 days back. Okay, Coutinho to Aston Villa हो गया, Twitter handle check करो बार्सिलोना का. Okay, so Aston Villa हो गया, चलो वही है, मैं सोचा यार बार्सिलोना हो गया, वही मैं सोचा ये कैसे, तो I think Aston Villa was likely, but that's why I said fair enough. भाई इस पर पैसा कौन ज्यादा फेंकेगा, PSG या न्यूकासल? सादिक भाई in the house, people, come on, get in man. सादिक भाई इंटरेस्टिंग बना दो मैच को, अभी तो यार पेल रही है प्रॉपर फ्रैंकफर्ट,
वो वही चीज हो रही है, मतलब जो फ्रैंकफर्ट का जो गेम स्टाइल है कि दे कीप हिटिंग यू ऑन द काउंटर, वो बॉल विन करते हैं, सिट बैक करते हैं, हिट यू ऑन अ काउंटर, और फिर बाहर से वो शॉट्स लेते रहते हैं.
अरे अच्छा रन, आप कहाँ ऑनलाइन देख रहे हो ना, आपका तो पीछे होगा शायद.
हाँ, मेरा तो तकरीबन आपसे,
अरे हो गया पेनल्टी,
हो गया,
बच गए रेंजर्स, जस्ट अबाउट बच गए यहाँ पर. आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट इंजर्ड है भाई. अच्छा रन था भाई फ्रैंकफर्ट, इट वाज अ गुड रन. बोले था क्या, बोले लगा.
यही है, अगर गोलकीपर के पास जाएगा ना, तो लोग वहां से लॉन्ग बॉल खेलेंगे और फिर they will try hitting them with a shot outside the box. Frankfurt outside the box बहुत शॉट्स लेती है.
मतलब देखा था कॉस्टिच का एक शॉट, मस्त वॉली था एक.
हाँ, कॉस्टिच का था फर्स्ट हाफ में, उसका भी था, नॉफ का भी एक था जो उसने सेव किया था.
नॉफ का था, और उस साइड से आई थिंक अरीबो ना, क्या नाम है उसका, नाइस कलर. अरीबो क्या नाइजीरियन है राइट?
हाँ,
ही लुक्स प्रीटी गुड यार.
एक्चुअली पता है ये लोग ने ना, अगर आप नोट करो, बहुत सारे शॉट्स लिए, तकरीबन 12-15 शॉट्स लिए अभी तक फ्रैंकफर्ट ने. बट पता है ये इनका प्ले स्टाइल होता है, अगर आप पोजीशन नंबर देखोगे ना तो आपको पता चलेगा कि पोजीशन हैज बीन मोर विद रेंजर्स.
पोजीशन मतलब वही है, बट आई थिंक इफेक्टिव लगी है फ्रैंकफर्ट ही.
हाँ, इफेक्टिव पोजीशन तो ऑब्वियसली फ्रैंकफर्ट के पास ही ज्यादा है, मतलब दैट्स द गेम स्टाइल.
Exactly, that's the game style. They pick the ball of the opposition and then kind of go for it, right? So that I think it's fixed perfectly. Yeah, लेकिन फ्रैंकफर्ट के लिए मतलब it's kind of weird now. I think they beat Rangers back in the day to eliminate them, and मतलब in the UEFA Cup they've been there, but I think जो इनका manager है, it's his first final in Europe, so it's a big deal for them. और Sebastian Rode has gone and said that it's the biggest night in his career. So you can have definitely buy that, why that extra element is there.
किसने बोला है?
Sebastian Rode जो है अपना मिडफील्डर. अच्छा फ्रैंकफर्ट का, जो बायर्न के लिए खेलता था पहले, तो ही. अरे यार, ओ मैन, sorry for the spoiler, but Rangers got a terrific kind of a chance. Now was switched off for a while.
मेरा आएगा अभी थोड़ी देर में.
यार यहाँ पर ना लोग बोल रहे हैं Tavernier should move to Premier League. What is your opinion?
नहीं अंकित भाई, इज ऑलरेडी मतलब 30, ये जिस लीग में ना, मतलब वो प्रीमियर लीग में आएगा, बट ही वोंट बी एबल, मतलब द पेस ऑफ द लीग दैट ही प्लेज इन इज, अरे यार गंदा मिस किया.
Gaurav Pusha, what do you think, Ankit, about the rule when players go for a challenge and get ball, but in tackle player gets injured heavily, it should not be red because momentum can't be stopped. Intent is what the referee calls it, if I'm not wrong.
ये इशू है नॉफ का ना, इशू ये ना डिफेंसिव एरर करता है पूरे गेम में, एक या दो.
तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे ना, वी वर रेटिंग ट्रांसफर स्पेकुलेशंस along with watching the match. आज का वो है थोड़ा, ठीक है. तो मतलब लाइन से मैंने लिख दिया सब ट्रांसफर्स, और वी आर रेटिंग ऑलमाइटी सो वीक, वेरी वीक. तो पीएसजी का क्या लगता है भाई, मतलब आज वापस माने की खबर आई है, साला माने की, दोनों की.
आई थिंक पीएसजी साला माने तो मुझे मुश्किल लगता है, लेकिन आई थिंक डेम्बेले इज अ वेरी स्ट्रांग पॉसिबिलिटी. अगर आपके ग्रेडिंग में देखें तो माइटी के एरिया में लग सकता है डेम्बेले. लेकिन आप लोग का भी तो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया ना टॉड बोली ने भी, कि if Leva and Dembele are available, then Chelsea should definitely go for them.
But we are not able to formalize talks at all right now. That's as per the sanctions. हम कर ही नहीं पा रहे.
वो तो आप लोग आज कंफर्म आ गया ना, निजार कंसेला ने तो दे दिया ना कि कुंडे से आप लोग.
अरे निजार कंसेला ने बोला तो मैं होप कर, कल भी वही था भाई, कल भी वही था कि मैं होप कर रहा था आज सुबह it will be published, लेकिन कहाँ हुआ, नहीं आया कुछ.
नहीं, उसने बोला जैसे ये आपका ये टेक ओवर कंप्लीट हो जाएगा ना, उसके अगले दिन ये इसको ऑफिशियल कर देंगे, क्योंकि उसके टिल देन दे कैन नॉट से एनीथिंग ना ऑफिशियली.
That's a fair point. I think जूल्स करे गोल होने वाला है यहाँ पर. Aribo scores. Rangers won. Oh man, that's history. 50 years हो गया उनका from the time they won the Cup Winners' Cup. 50 years. What a comeback for them in a final. Mistake by Frankfurt. और Aribo latched onto it. Van Bronckhorst, he will be like, worshipped if this really happens, if it ends this way. Van Bronckhorst will be worshipped, trust me.
पता है एक और अच्छी चीज हो जाएगी, that will be अरे defensive error भाई, proper defensive error. नहीं, but the goalkeeper should also have done a little bit better.
First of all, तो यार the way they play, I think they play from the back, but instead this time तो खेला था नहीं यार, डिफेंडर ही था ना. कौन था भाई वो, टूटा था क्या?
नहीं, टूटा तो नहीं लग रहा था वो. I think
अरे back, it was almost a back pass, correct?
He slipped, I think. He slipped over the ball.
He slipped. Yeah, he definitely slipped.
He slipped over the ball. He tried to play it, but he slipped over the ball and ended up giving the ball to Aribo.
It's really unfortunate, but I think I have to give to Aribo, man. The guy is looked very sharp. Is match में really sharp he looked. Oh man, yeah, goalkeeper could have done better. He panicked, I think. Anyway, will Pep manage Brazil team after World Cup? नहीं भाई, मुझे नहीं लगता.
कौन था? I think it was one of the midfielders. It was one of the CDMs.
टूटा ही लगा मुझे, सादिक भाई.
नहीं, टूटा
है ना, वही टूटा ही लगा.
टूटा 35 मिनट
टूटा, बेचारा टूट गया. बोलना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन वही हुआ अभी. But यार, anyway, people यार, what do you think यार, Frankfurt आएंगे वापस after beating Barca and West Ham the way they did? Imagine losing to Rangers, भाई.
अरे Rangers निकाल. If Rangers win, then Scotland will have a third possible contender to join the Champions League next season.
Okay.
क्योंकि इसका जो रेटिंग्स है ना, वो ऐसे है कि आपका Scotland is supposed to get one player into
qualification, right? Obviously, a goal.
हाँ, मतलब Celtic ज्यादा qualification.
Oh my God, Lindstrom with a shot. This game is going to be interesting now. All of a sudden, what a pass, what a cross, and I think now just keeping the ball in play. Lindstrom with a.
अच्छा, he substituted टूटा को substitute कर दिया उसने.
अरे इंजर हो गया होगा ना, लगता है उस स्लिप में।
हाँ मुझे लगता है उसका पैर मुड़ गया था। ओके अरे यार
टूटा इज ऑफ।
ये अभी अटकना था मेरा।
हसी बेस्ड ऑन। अरे नहीं दिया भाई, वार नहीं दिया, हैंडबॉल नहीं था, हैंडबॉल नहीं था। अरे द मैच इज रियली वोकन अप मैन। लग रहा है अभी मैच शुरू हुआ है। सादिक भाई आते ही इंटरेस्टिंग हो गया मैच। ये वाला है व्हाट वाज वर्स,
हैंड
कुटिन्हो
नहीं
टू
था,
बार्सा
हैंड
और
नहीं था,
हजार्ड।
चेस्ट था, क्लियर चेस्ट था।
कमेंट सादिक भाई।
जी
कुटिन्हो टू बार्सा और हजार्ड टू
I
मैड्रिड।
think Coutinho to Barca of this all. Even if United
थर्ड
goes to
ऑप्शन,
conference,
थर्ड
it's
थर्ड
not that
थर्ड
bad.
ऑप्शन दिए।
वो इतना वो नहीं है। If United goes to Conference League, ठीक है चलेगा।
Yeah. अरे ये this is the big question at Ajax ना, basically the way he played। आप देखो मतलब आप बोलोगे अपना Tadic, lot of times he played as a second striker also।
हाँ लेकिन वो basically it was a formation which was very similar to 4-2-3-1।
4-2-3-1
4-2-3-1 में जो 3 है ना, 3 में से जो सेंटर 3 है, वो जो सेंटर है वो थोड़ा आगे भी खेलता था, लेकिन that was dependent on the opposition he played। उस पे डिपेंड करता था।
Yeah, जेरार्ड डूइंग मैजिक यार भाई यार, शाउट आउट टू जेरार्ड फॉर रेंजर्स। आज के दिन में रेंजर्स को बिलीफ आया ना जेरार्ड की वजह से है। मतलब will it be fair सादिक भाई, he probably started off that right there along with
अच्छा just a question। जेरार्ड को मेडल मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं मिलना चाहिए if they win the Europa League?
मतलब I don't think coaches को होता है ऐसे by the way, but I think Rangers को especially यार they have to definitely give him something। I know बहुत Rangers fans did not like the fact that he left at the time that he left right। लेकिन I think he
but then the
deserves a lot of
respect
credit।
he did not leave for, पता है the one thing is कि they were like had he left for like a massive job ना, they don't like it much, लेकिन they saw that he went for a sort of a middle table job, so they were not as pissed off as they would have been।
सादिक भाई लेकिन हम सब जानते हैं वो क्यों आया था प्रीमियर लीग। इट्स अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट।
लेकिन अब वो उसका स्टेपिंग स्टोन कहाँ से रहेगा, because Klopp has renewed for 2 years with a possibility of extending further।
हाँ मतलब दो साल नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से 2 साल के बाद चेंज होगा। मतलब मॉडर्न फुटबॉल है, मतलब रियली आई बी सरप्राइज्ड
भाई अभी जब लैम्पार्ड चेल्सी आया था तो आप लोग सोच रहे थे वो एक लेजेंडरी मैनेजर बन जाएगा। he got sacked from Chelsea and then he's almost on the brink of getting relegated with Everton। तो उसका जो क्या बोलते हैं, उसका जो एक टाइम पे क्लाउड था,
वो बबल हैज बर्स्ट। यार डेफिनेटली नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ जेरार्ड नहीं, लेकिन क्लॉप स्टेइंग एट लिवरपूल बियॉन्ड 2 इयर्स यार मुझे नहीं लगता। दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग। इट्स जस्ट द फैक्ट दैट
आई थिंक रुकेगा।
अरे भाई तो मतलब और डोमिनेशन देखने को मिलेगा। दैट्स व्हाट आई एम फीलिंग।
रुकेगा मुझे लगता है Klopp will he'll complete a dozen years at Liverpool।
यार फाइनली आपने क्या रेट किया था फ्रैंकी डी यॉन्ग? बाय द वे फ्रैंकी डी यॉन्ग टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड क्या लग रहा है लाइकली? आई हैव सेड माइटी या कैल्विन फिलिप्स।
सीइंग कल लपोर्टा की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस सुन के मुझे लग रहा है, लेकिन फ्रैंकी डी यॉन्ग सेलिंग इज माइटी। किधर जाएगा आई कैन नॉट से दैट बिकॉज ऑफ द चैंपियंस लीग इशू। He might go to another team, but Frankie de Jong will be sold. Now I'm not sure whether he'll be sold to United or to somewhere else, but most likely. I mean, Frankie de Jong being sold is at mighty।
Yeah.
To United, I would say it is मतलब कौन सा थर्ड कौन सा टियर है आपका?
वो सो
हाँ सो मतलब एक तो वीक है, वीक तो मतलब बिल्कुल ही
हाँ वीक तो मतलब probably not। good one। Like and subscribe, yes people, like and subscribe। 8744 को भी would you Frankfurt or Rangers in Chelsea's UCL group? Oh, interesting question। Rangers man, I'll take Rangers। Yeah, Rangers
because Rangers पता है Frankfurt plays a very बहुत गंदा स्टाइल खेलते हैं वो, मतलब आपको थका देते।
देखे थे रिसेंटली, देखे थे भाई इतने मैचेस में, मतलब नेक्स्ट लेवल थे फॉर मी। दे रियली आउटप्लेड यू नो। नहीं
लेकिन अगर चेल्सी इज प्लेइंग, मैंने अभी बोला था बाबा के स्ट्रीम पे भी, if Chelsea plays Frankfurt with both their wing backs fit, Chilwell and Reece James, आप लोग खोल दोगे 4-5 मार दोगे इनको।
But again यार देखते हैं मतलब फ्रैंकफर्ट will also sell players next season. तो I think we'll call it. हम करेंगे यार group stages का predictions and all
The
those things.
Frankfurt struggles against teams who have got very rapid and pacey ball carrying wingers.
हम्म,
Direct wingers.
yeah.
Direct up and down wingers है ना अगर आपके पास, तो आप फ्रैंकफर्ट को बहुत इजीली एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकते हो, क्योंकि वो विंग्स को ना बिल्कुल भी प्रेस नहीं करते. दे प्रेस द मिडल ऑफ द पार्क. दे प्रेस द मिडल ऑफ द पार्क रिलेंटलेसली. तो वो विंग पे हमेशा वो अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं आपके विंगर को ओपन करने की, स्पेशली इफ यू हैव गॉट फुल बैक्स या विंग बैक्स है ना आपके पास, क्योंकि आप उनको पीछे से बॉल प्ले करते हो. दे डिड द सेम थिंग विद बार्सिलोना. बार्सिलोना डिड नॉट हैव द फुल बैक्स एंड टू डू दैट बिकॉज राइट बैक पे अराओ था, और दूसरे उस पे व्हेन पीके गॉट इंजर्ड तो जॉर्डी एल्बा हैड टू टेक द रिस्पांसिबिलिटी ऑफ बॉल प्लेइंग फ्रॉम बिहाइंड इंस्टेड ऑफ कैरिंग द बॉल. तो फिर वो गेम प्लान पूरा डिस्टर्ब हो गया था.
Fair enough. यार मैंने एक्चुअली रेट कर दिया है. मैं बोला था यार Kostic, if not for Perisic, Kostic is not a very bad option क्योंकि he's more of an attacker, more like a person who defends. लेकिन again like you know he would expect to be playing week in week out. Not that Perisic isn't. लेकिन Perisic I think will still be okay at his age. What do you think? मतलब
पता है कॉस्टिच क्या होगा? कॉस्टिच विल बी अ फास्टर मार्कोस अलोंसो.
yeah.
वे फास्टर मार्कोस अलोंसो फॉर यू. तो मतलब अगर आप सोच लो आप मार्कोस अलोंसो के साथ खुश हो जितना उसने फिल इन किया, इंक्रीज हिज पेस, बिकॉज़ द मेन इशू दैट यू गाइस प्रोबब्ली हैड वाज कि उसकी पेस उतनी नहीं थी.
Right. Fair enough. Like again, yeah, will we be able to offload Alonso? That's a bigger question. Will Barca need Alonso really?
पता है अंकित भाई, मैंने कल भी बताया, मैं कल भी बात कर रहा था, तो आई सेड द सेम थिंग कि इफ यू आस्क मी, आई वुड, इफ दिस ट्रांसफर हैपेंस, इट वुड बी दैट क्लासिक 5 out of 10 साइनिंग, प्रॉपर एवरेज साइनिंग फॉर डेप्थ पर्पसेस. क्योंकि इस वक्त जो बार्सा के फाइनेंसेस हैं, उस फाइनेंसेस में फिट सिर्फ मार्कोस अलोंसो, एस्पिलिक्वेटा, यानी कि यू नो यू डोंट वांट टू गो फॉर सच चीप ऑप्शंस एंड नॉट इवन गेट एनी क्वालिटी एट ऑल. मतलब आजकल 5 मिलियन में आपको क्वालिटी नहीं मिलती, 6 मिलियन में आपको क्वालिटी नहीं मिलती.
अरे यार ये Kamada has been kind of missing in the game by the way.
नहीं, Daiji Kamada has not had a proper game. मतलब they are not coming from the, they are not building from the middle at all today. They are only going for crosses and out wide.
नहीं, अभी एक चांस था अच्छा आपका अभी आने वाला लगता है चिप करने का. चिप इट ओवर. Not easy, but again probably expect करोगे.
अरे यार ये तो फिनिश करना चाहिए था यार.
करना चाहिए था, मतलब at least he should have worked the goalkeeper or something, right? यार false nine यार Ancelotti खिलाया नहीं ना finally. मतलब I know injured था most of the time.
false nine खिलाता है, लेकिन आई मीन हैजर्ड, पता है क्या, हैजर्ड ठीक है चेल्सी में कभी-कभार खेला होगा, लेकिन इस वक्त जो उसका जो एट दिस स्टेज ऑफ हिज करियर ही इज नॉट, मतलब ही इज नॉट सूटेबल टू प्ले दैट रोल. मतलब
Matata United, will teams want to avoid a problem United in the conference? Well, I think yeah, anyone, if in case you get to conference league, I think the question is teams will want to avoid. Definitely man, as in for if अगर आप conference league जाते हो, you will be favorites right from the go, right?
अरे बिल्कुल, मतलब I mean अगर उधर भी आप फेवरेट्स नहीं हो तो फिर तो मतलब इट्स काइंड ऑफ
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, 87 for Barca fans saying no Alonso. मतलब ये मतलब you know, if let's see you know what Xavi is thinking next season, but again I kind of
won't sign Alonso now. We won't sign Alonso now. We will wait if we are able to get, I mean if we are able to offload certain players, get certain cash, then we probably will go for something else. Yeah, this doesn't I mean it's not an understandable question because Hazard had his same injury issues and Hazard went to Barca after I think they didn't went in the same time, right? They went after Coutinho went first, if I'm not mistaken.
Coutinho went first.
Exactly. So Barca needed Coutinho at that time when they went for him, and Hazard would have only gone to Madrid because Hazard wanted to go only to Madrid if he was going to leave Chelsea.
अरे गोल हो गया. 1-1 man, the game is on. बोले अगेन बोले.
इससे ज्यादा क्वालिटी प्लेयर तो 6 मिलियन या 5 मिलियन पे उसको लेके आए थे, वो क्या बोलते हैं, एंडी रॉबर्टसन को.
हाँ वो भी अच्छा शाउट है. भाई 1-1 it is basically game on. Bore I think.
भाई honestly, there are still players if you scout well. There are some very decent players available for that 10-15. अरे ये कैसे गोल को डाल दिया यार?
Fox in the box.
अरे नहीं, Fox in the box था. Both the defenders slept. बोरे
आ रहा अभी रिप्ले आ रहा है यहाँ पर, देखते हैं.
भाई both the defenders slept.
अरे मतलब one left or the other. Totally wrong. मतलब that's the first thing आप नहीं करते हो भाई. You have to clear it.
They completely just slept भाई.
Bad defending they were Rangers, but again, this guy was up for it, man. What a typical
I think
striker.
both the goals were due to defensive errors.
हाँ, both of them. पहला वाला तो ऑलमोस्ट अनलकी बोलूंगा यार. मतलब
अरे यार मार्किंग ही नहीं किया उसको, मार्क ही नहीं किया. वो बीच में से ऐसे
आ गया. क्या एटमॉस्फेयर होने वाला है भाई. Not that it's already there. Look at the passion. Frankfurt really wanted, man. I'm telling you, Frankfurt really wanted. I think Frankfurt का पहला बार होगा Champions League में, by the way, next season. अगर by chance they qualify by winning this. First time ever Frankfurt.
पहली बार नहीं होगा. They have qualified before also in the early 2000s या शायद late 90s में.
एक सेकंड, मैंने पढ़ा था भाई, मैं कहीं पढ़ा था Champions League में they have not competed. Maybe qualification round में बाहर हो गए थे, but they definitely have not played proper Champions League. Let me actually check it again, but that's what I read somewhere for sure. Yeah, it's going to be the first time. Oh my God, that will be a big motivator for them. I think वही पहले qualification शायद बाहर हो गए थे, from what I remember.
I think शायद qualification. I think they did qualify. हाँ, उसको वो था ना. Even the top two team did not. अरे, he's coming on. Hauga.
आ रहा है क्या?
नहीं, Hauga बाहर जा रहा है.
Will Chelsea sell Jorginho? Again, if you really ask me, Ayush, I would say if Jorginho is happy to kind of, be a squad player who is a leader, fine, and reduce his wages. That's the biggest part.
आ रहा है. Hauga उससे लिया था ना उन्होंने, AC मिलान से लिया था ना, जॉन्स पेटर Hauga, नॉर्वे का जो है.
आ रहा है यार अभी. मैं मिस कर
रहा है. Lindstrom is going
मैं
off.
पीछे हूँ. आपका क्या टाइम स्टैम्प क्या आपका? अभी तो रुका हुआ है शायद लॉग. Crosses again, his crosses, man. Exactly.
नहीं, आपका मेरे से आगे ही चल रहा है क्योंकि आपने आपने गोल दोनों मेरे से पहले देखे थे ना. You are on the TV ना.
Correct. यार जॉर्जिनो और कांटे का वो है ना, दोनों का मतलब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज एंडिंग इन 1 year's टाइम. ठीक है, वी डोंट हैव लाइक अ कोर हार्डकोर डीएम, एंड इफ यू वांट टू चेंज द सिस्टम इवेंचुअली यू हैव टू बेसिकली गेट दैट, और द पर्सन हु इज डिस्पेंसेबल is probably Jorginho, considering we have great youngsters coming through. तो get rid of him, we'll probably get some value अभी. लेकिन on the other hand you'll say कि यार you probably need leaders. The fact that Aspilicueta might leave, there is basically वही है, बहुत difficult choice. It depends on the value that we get. यहाँ पर येलो कार्ड लड़ाई हो गई दोनों प्लेयर्स के बीच में. Kamada being held.
लेकिन अंकित भाई आपको पता है जॉर्जिनियो ना, ठीक है, he has the vice captaincy but he is not that kind of a leader.
नहीं सादिक भाई, वो he is a orchestrator, you know what I mean, on the pitch.
मतलब in the game, on the
game he's तो वो चाहिए चेल्सी में क्या है अभी करंट टीम में, we don't have many people vocally kind of gesturing or vocally saying something. It's been Rudiger, it's been Jorginho in terms of vocal, or maybe Aspilicueta जब वो है, those are the three people I would say that are there. Thiago Silva is also not one of them. Thiago Silva is one who kind of commands respect from his kind of presence. He just kind of she's the defense, he positioning सही रखता है. He's a main leader that way. लेकिन हाँ, in terms of orchestrator, voice, I think Jorginho is much more compared to others. That's the only reason. You know who's a leader? It'd be funny that I'm saying this, but वो बनेगा eventually, right? Not in Chelsea, but somewhere. Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore जब आता है ना पिच पर, वो जॉर्जिनियो को सुनाता था मालूम है. That's how the player he was.
Billy Gilmore का मसला ये, he is not that good a player. ये issue है.
Consistent नहीं है भाई, लेकिन वो he has the ability. I have really seen, मतलब the guy has what it takes to be a top player. लेकिन he has to understand that there is a way of the game, modern game. He plays like how what maybe a very very young Paul Scholes used to play. I'm not comparing here, but I'm just saying, he's not that kind of player who does everything. आज के दिन में you need more from a player. Otherwise you're a luxury for the team. वो हो जाता है. He's too young. तो सीख रही है. और I think Dean Smith के अंदर वो period he's gone backward because of he's hardly got any game time. ना. That's what I would say. Lekin again, I'm just
a lot of players. Well, if you watch a lot of players that were highly rated at Norwich, Cantwell है आपका, वो है Max Aarons है, he is also regressed.
Max Aarons और आपका जमाल लुइस अभी कहाँ है? जमाल लुइस वहीं पर है क्या?
जमाल लुइस तो उधर है ना, न्यूकासल में.
हाँ, न्यूकासल चल गया था, right? He was also one of them, right? So
नहीं, जमाल लुइस is doing well at Newcastle, लेकिन ये है कि he's a little bit immature, so he's not getting all that much of starts. मतलब he gets game time off the bench, but not as many starts as possible.
यार, I would prefer the time to be short. I would prefer हो जाए goals galore, लेकिन यार penalties को नहीं यार. सादिक भाई, come on. क्या prediction क्या थी आपकी?
हिम्मत ही नहीं है penalties तक जाने की.
आपकी prediction क्या थी by the way आज?
I was going for a Rangers win. I didn't predict the score, but I was going for a Rangers win.
यार, Frankie de Jong versus Fede Valverde, is it fair comparison?
Not at this stage. I mean, Frankie is एक तो player ठीक है, Fede plays a little bit on the wider side और थोड़ा सा more combative of a midfielder है.
He's more of a robust.
Right now, at this stage in their careers, Frankie is quite a distant ahead of what Fede Valverde is, because again, now Frankie has gotten that much playing time and everything since a very young age. I mean, he has proven himself significantly in a Champions League, within the Spanish League multiple times.
Yeah, I would buy that for sure. Like again, मैं तो Frankie.
But this season, Fede Valverde has been very good. Even in the Champions League and all. But मुझे एक जितना crucial Frankie de Jong होता है ना, उतनी importance Fede Valverde की is not there in his team right now. मतलब Frankie de Jong has been the fulcrum not just of the Barcelona teams, but also of the Ajax teams that he played for.
Yeah. But again, interesting ये रहेगा ना कि wherever he ends up, is he going to get that free role which probably makes him the player that he was? That is the only thing that I'm thinking, that or is he going to go back to your more of a number 6 typical wala? That will be really interesting for me.
I think number 6 though would be anyone trying to play him in a number 6 would be stupid actually. Okay, he doesn't fit the profile of a number 6. He's more of a defensive number 8, box to box. Number 8 भी खेल सकता है. Like he's got a variety to play in the midfield. लेकिन other than the
देखे होंगे matches, there have been managers who have played him as centre back also in the past.
अरे Koeman used to play him. Koeman used to play him in a back 3. Back 3 में खिलाता था वो, उसको centre back खिलाता था.
हाँ, तो मतलब again you will be kind of surprised कि उसका जो talent है, it has to be used more. मतलब same like when Yaya Toure in Barca used to be a centre back. I remember those days.
अरे Yaya Toure तो could play anywhere across the midfield and middle of the defense.
नहीं, लेकिन वही है ना कि such a creative player can bring much more. So why not, like I remember I covered, मतलब मैंने वीडियो में किया था Ruud Gullit in the back in the day ना, when he came to Chelsea, he wasn't offering as much. Then he was moved into midfield and he used to offer much more goals करना लगा. Then we really thought, okay, what a player can be. But yeah, most improved player in second half of Premier League. Second half of Premier League में बोलो तो कौन है यार? मतलब Joelinton definitely is in with a shout. लेकिन who else?
किसमें second half of the Premier League में?
Most improved player.
Second half of PL, Joelinton is तो definitely one. Second half में who was the most improved? मतलब
John Stones, he didn't get much.
John Stones was the same that he has been throughout the season. When he gets the time, he comes up big.
Yeah.
A good shout as well. although his price tag is very heavy, but Jack Grealish is a good shout. Second half of the season he came into the role.
I do think मैं फिर भी against Chelsea किया था,
पता है
but
अंकित भाई, उसका जो रोल है ना सिटी में, that is different to his Aston Villa days when he used to give the numbers. मतलब उसका आउटपुट आपको नंबर्स में नजर आता था. At City ना,
अरे भाई almost what a bad bounce, goalkeeper got a bad bounce यहाँ पर, McGregor almost, but good goalkeeping in the end. But I agree, role अलग है, मतलब he's more like an impact player who kind of makes a difference from what others play. मतलब he's a very different player to others.
अरे सेकंड हाफ में वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट, वो भी इम्प्रूव किया है लिवरपूल का. इब्राहिमा कोनाटे, थियागो.
Thiago is a great shot actually यार. Konate तो again मतलब you would expect because first season था, लेकिन Thiago I think definitely has improved. Gundogan is available in the market. Yeah, we all know that. I think Real Madrid का थोड़ा सा न्यूज था. लिवरपूल आज न्यूज आ रहा है भाई भाई यार, ये रेट करते. चलो साजिद भाई क्या बोलते हो भाई? Gundogan getting reunited. हाँ?
Gundogan, if he's available, but I don't think he's staying in the Premier League. I think he's probably going out of the Premier League, either to Spain or to Germany.
Yeah, मतलब एक बार इंटरव्यू में बोला था कि I would like to basically go to Turkey because he is actually Turkish, right?
हाँ, लेकिन I think that is more towards the
end
after 35 वाला, मतलब 3-4 साल के बाद.
Right. One-sided cup for sure. Let's see. Sadiq bhai doesn't care either. He'll be at Barca or United. Win situation for Sadiq bhai. Yeah, Trippier injured था भाई second half में.
Honestly, अगर आप मेरे से logically पूछो ना, तो so far United is being linked to so many players, but I'm not very happy with all. I mean, obviously, I like all the players that we are being linked to. For the first time, we're not being linked to absolute superstars. भाई, the thing is, if there's a possibility to get गाया for वो 25 million है किधर इस वक्त? Because if you, और सिर्फ ये नहीं है, आप जब वो 25 million का उसको लाओगे, तो उसको सैलरी पैकेज दोगे एटलीस्ट 150k 120k का. वो सैलरी आपको सैलरी कैप में स्लॉट करनी है. योर सैलरी कैप राइट नाउ इज एट -110 पर वीक. मतलब -110 मिलियन या कुछ है आपका सैलरी कैप का स्पेस. तो उसको अगर आपको एंड फ्रैंकी डियोंग सैलरी नंबर, द ग्रॉस सैलरी नंबर डजंट गो अप बट हिज हिट ऑन द सैलरी कैप गोज अप. मैंने काफी पिछले 3-4 दिन समझा रहा हूँ कि there are different kinds of contracts that you sign. तो उसमें backloaded contracts usually tend to affect your salary cap. If you are in a salary cap control league, it does hit you in the later years. क्योंकि वो later years में आपकी salary cap hit ज्यादा होती है. Maybe the sheer numbers are not that much. मतलब ये नहीं होगा कि फ्रैंकी डियोंग के पैसे भी उसको उतने मिल रहे होंगे. But the amount he is hitting on the salary cap is later.
Yeah, and also like the contract length and all those things. I mean, right?
I mean, you have lived in North America, na? So you have an idea about North American sports. They are all salary cap controlled.
That's how things are basically. आप वो
तो उनमें आप देखते हो सैलरी नंबर अलग होता है, एक्चुअल सैलरी नंबर अलग होता है, लेकिन the salary cap is always an issue कि भाई we don't have the cap space right now.
Correct.
To get it done. So basically, Barca is not having the cash to pay the 20 to 25 right now. That is one issue. वो तो फिर भी वो अरेंज कर लेंगे, लेकिन वो अरेंज करने के बाद सैलरी कैप का नंबर आप कैसे हिट करोगे? So unless you don't offload a Frankie de Jong, offload his salary number from your cap, तो आपके पास वो slot नहीं खुलेंगे. Like, you know, say okay, Frankie de Jong I think number is roughly around I think 350 or so. So if you get that salary number off, then you get in some of your sponsorship money coming in. Okay, if you don't do it, why is the date of June 30th coming up so? I think May 30th coming up so much, because this year the transfer market opens on the 1st of June. तो आपको तब तक करके अपने books balance करके दिखाना है कि भाई ये हो गया, तो then you can get in Frank Kessie, then you can get in a Christensen जिससे आपने deal कर लिया. Otherwise you won't be able to get them in if you don't have salary space.
मतलब यार अगेन जोसे गाया का मतलब सीजन भी इतना अच्छा नहीं गया, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. ही इज नॉट बीन दैट,
Gaya has not been that good this season. And defensively he's very average. He gets beat by his man a lot. The only thing what he's having is कि he has good recovery pace.
यार सादिक भाई is wanting Liverpool to win. सादिक मारेंगे पकड़ के
यार. मतलब पता है क्या है, I don't want Liverpool to win, but I do feel Liverpool मतलब मेरा गट फीलिंग आ रहा है कि लिवरपूल विल पुल इट आउट.
क्या बोल रहे हो मतलब तो यार बाय द वे ऑन पेपर वुल्व्स इज आल्सो नॉट इजी.
They will pull it out. They will win their game, and I feel City will draw their game.
Interesting. Has any manager done like Saf did when he played kids known as the class of '92? Yeah, Lampard. But of course, not anywhere close in terms of the way it came
Arey,
about.
यार, Eric Ten Hag, he played all kids in the Ajax team. Matthias Delict was a 19-year-old with a captain's armband.
और Benfica also a lot of times have done that in the past. I know, मतलब जब Matic गया था ना
not at the
Benfica.
level of see Ferguson. We say yes, he brought in the kids, but we also forget that he had a Gary Pallister, Steve Bruce, Eric Cantona, Mark Hughes. Brian Robson was at the end of his career. You had a Paul Ince in that team. Ryan Giggs had come into the team a while back. Roy Keane had joined that team from Nottingham Forest, and he was a veteran of the game at that time. Well, he was smack dab in his prime, 23, 24 years old when Roy Keane joined you. And we had a Dennis Irwin. We had a Danish captain and Peter Schmeichel playing for us. So that's like 8-9 solid first teamers who were there.
Solid first team, exactly. तो मतलब आपका जो core था वो तो it was solid. And same thing what Lampard was wanting to do, लेकिन यार आज के दिन में उसको time ही नहीं मिला. Not that it was brilliantly done as well. लेकिन Aaron Ramsey and Ahmad Diallo भाई, मतलब imagine if they win tonight. Scenes in
I think one guy who's doing a good youth development despite all the banter and despite as much as I hate that club, and yes, I'm using the word hate, but Arsenal is a club who's doing a very good job right now. Okay, they finished 5th despite having a grasp on the 4th spot, maybe even the 3rd spot a couple of weeks back, and they bottled it. But you have to think of the fact they have the youngest squad in the PL, so that has to matter,
Correct. अरे बाय द वे यार यहाँ पर मैं बोलना चाहूँगा क्विकली, मतलब अगेन आप लोग सोचेंगे मैं अपने वीडियो के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन इसके में कंपैरिजन किया था द काइंड ऑफ इम्पैक्ट राइट व्हाट रूड गुलिट हैड एट चेल्सी डिस्पाइट नॉट बीइंग नोन एज द चेल्सी लेजेंड पर से फॉर चेल्सी ही वाज एज बिग, ट्रस्ट मी ही वाज. अगर रूड गुलिट नहीं आते ना तो वी वुडंट हैव गॉट जियानफ्रांको जोला, वी वुडंट हैव गॉट जियानलुका वियाली, डेनिस बर्कहैम वुडंट हैव कम टू द प्रीमियर लीग.
See, Eric Cantona, the impact, पता है कभी-कभी आप देखते हो where that club is positioned before that player came in. So I would agree with Ankit bhai. See, for a United fan, I would always rate Eric Cantona a tad higher.
Correct.
But because what Eric Cantona brought to us was that final.
यहाँ पर लड़ाई कर छोड़ेंगे गौरव तो यार Schmeichel has to get it in terms of pure ability, लेकिन in terms of longevity I would actually go with Petr Cech.
नहीं, Schmeichel also
बहुत लंबे थे.
Schmeichel played 14 years in the PL, 14-15 years. He played a decade with us and then he played 5 more years Aston Villa और City के साथ.
नहीं, but with Aston Villa City were you still rating him at the very top?
No, but then even at Arsenal was Cech at the top.
यार आर्सेनल तो यार अलग सिस्टम खिलाती थी ना, they wanted a ball playing goalkeeper.
हाँ, लेकिन अगर आप ओवरऑल एबिलिटी की बात करो ना, एज अ शॉट स्टॉपर पीटर चेक as a shot stopper Peter Cech probably higher than Schmeichel as a pure shot stopper. लेकिन the rest of the game that Schmeichel was the original sweeper keeper. He was the OG sweeper keeper.
Yeah. और मतलब एक कैरेक्टर यार भाई अलग ही कैरेक्टर था, मतलब that was a different element altogether.
And Schmeichel had a much, मतलब Cech was क्या बोलते हैं inside the 6 yard वाला जो कीपर होता है ना, you could say he was an advanced version of what David De Gea is right now. That's how good he was.
I would still put him a notch higher. I know maybe I'm biased, लेकिन the fact is I have seen Cech, मतलब आपने भी देखा है probably Sadiq bhai, definitely I would
say. For me Cech is the second
pre-head injury. Pre-head injury.
What I've, मतलब for me it's like a 1A 1B kind of a situation. मतलब for me Cech is right up there, right next to Schmeichel. But just I feel that Schmeichel's game, his ancillary game, I mean his passing game, his throwing game, especially his throwing game. Like when Peter Schmeichel went for a throw, I had seen defenders run back to cover. तो उस तरीके से ना
यार देवेश मैं लेता हूँ कमेंट को. देखो यार देवेश honestly like Sadiq bhai is saying as well and I respect Devesh, I respect Sadiq bhai saying as well. यार आप लोग ये भी सोचा करो, मैं भी सोच समझ के बोल रहा हूँ. I have seen every minute of Schmeichel as well. Trust me on that. I've seen that. इसलिए मैं बोल पा रहा हूँ. The fact is मैं बोला how I started on ability alone as a entire goalkeeper, just on ability alone I will pick Schmeichel if I'm picking. लेकिन वही है the fact that मैं personally feel करता हूँ कि what Czech was to Chelsea, मतलब the way इतना solid रहता था ना हम लोग का. You can argue that it's because of a defense, but for me Czech did far more than what Schmeichel did to Chelsea for a longer period. That's why maybe मैं जा रहा हूँ.
Well, how would I put it? If you ask me to pick a Premier League team, if you ask me to pick a Premier League team, I will go with Peter Cech.
हम लोग एक्चुअली किए थे, मैं मोहक भाई और गुरुजी थे. सादिक भाई के साथ भी करते हैं यार. We had done a Premier League team of all time, you know. वहाँ पर क्या हुआ था ना, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग. तो गुरुजी suggested we kind of took a decision that let's only see 1999-2000 season onwards. So that is why I think we did not include Schmeichel. Because
even if you do it from the beginning of the Premier League, अगर आप सिर्फ Premier League की बात करोगे तो I will pick Peter Cech.
But exactly because
it's that kind of thing. Like if you ask me the better goalkeeper per se, I would go for Schmeichel. But if you ask me for the Premier League, who's the better or who's the greater legend in the Premier League, that is obviously Peter Cech.
Exactly, that's what I probably want to say. What type of keeper Oliver Kahn was? भाई ये तो याद दिला दिया. 2002 वर्ल्ड कप याद है आपको?
But mistake किया था रोनाल्डो R9.
Mistake यार, that was bound to happen.
R9 took Oliver Kahn to. भाई Oliver Kahn, great keeper, but he did his two mistakes for my greatest triumphs as a football fan. The 2002 World Cup and he missed out the marking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for that final goal in the treble-winning Champions League.
Yeah. Rajesh, Barca B के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. I am not sure if I follow Dani Rodriguez and Lamine Yamal.
Barca B. See, the thing is, they are. Yeah, but that's the thing, na. They are your picks in approximately 3 seasons. So the point is, you have to wait for them to develop. There are a number of names out there, but you have to wait for them whether they develop or not. We have seen a lot of names come in and go. I mean, the greatest name that we all remember who has been a failure was Sergi Samper. He was considered to be the next Busquets. He was someone who was supposed to make Busquets redundant. But you have to know that just having that skill set is one thing. Able to translate that skill set and to develop that skill set further, that's a different ball game altogether.
यार एक्स्ट्रा टाइम जा रहा है सादिक भाई, लग रहा है by the way.
हाँ, मुझे भी ऐसा लग रहा है.
It's been a stop start kind of a second half really. Apart from the goals.
Extra time में मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए फिर दोबारा I will hop streams.
Yeah, कोई नहीं. Starting with what debacle he had with the issue of transfer saga, would you guys say Harry Kane's second half season was the most improved? Good shout, definitely good shout, nahi?
That's a good shout as well.
But again, Harry Kane, I won't say improved. It's just that he wasn't in his element in the first half. His mind wasn't there. Nahi? That was probably.
I think second half, पता है, second half उसका भी आप बोलोगे. लोग अक्सर उसको वो नहीं देते. न्यूकासल में he's missed out. That is Fabian Schär. हाँ,
he's been ever present.
आ गया उसके साथ, ठीक है. He got a better supporting cast around him in the defensive line. But another player from Newcastle who had a very good second half is Emil Kraft. Because when Trippier went down, the first 2 games he had were terrible. People were, अगर आप Newcastle के channels थोड़े बहुत follow करो तो आप वो गालियाँ देते थे उसको. Literally गालियाँ देते थे. And now they are like, okay, Emil Kraft has made a comeback. But these are like some of those under the radar players who just went off.
Yeah, definitely यार. Son आज ही मैं देख रहा था, Son, as Baba has spoken about Son, quite as in the guy who doesn't get as much praise as what he deserves. But he's in Spurs side where he's not able to win things. So that comes to the as when you're आप compare कर रहे हो, you are comparing with whom? You're comparing with an Mbappe. You're comparing with a Vinicius Junior. You know those kind of players in his position. So that is why I think Son is not put in that kind of bracket. लेकिन आएगा यार भाई. I think Son next season. Let's see if Tottenham can do something. But now that they are probably getting fourth, I doubt if he'll move. He'll probably stick to
over the
Tottenham.
last 4 to 5 seasons, अगर आप last 5 seasons की टीम बना रहे हो ना, तो उसमें तो लेफ्ट विंग पे he is a very good shout. लेकिन if you are making it for this season, the problem is he's up against a Vinicius who's been in sublime form.
Exactly.
And the thing is, Son has contributed so much to a Tottenham team that was expected to make, say, the top 6, and they made the top 4. But Vinicius Junior has contributed to a Real Madrid team that was at the start of the season considered to be in transition. Maybe finish second, maybe get out
extra
of the
time.
quarters.
Happy extra time, by the way. Extra time हो गया. अरे भाई, मुझे लग रहा है ना, Rangers will take it, Sadiq. You probably call it right. I feel Rangers will take it. I have that feeling. That Van Bronckhorst kind of knack. I feel that they'll get it.
नहीं, I actually पता नहीं why, but I just wanted Rangers to take it. That's the thing. It's not because of the Barca game.
मेरा लॉजिक क्या मालूम है? मेरा लॉजिक था कि यार सुपर कप में ना I want Frankfurt to play the opponent, whoever it is. No disrespect to the Rangers, I can see Frankfurt doing better in the Super Cup. I want one more good game.
If Frankfurt plays Liverpool, ना Liverpool will smoke them. Because it's just gameplay. मतलब it's game style. Style versus style की बात है.
Yeah, and they are much better than it. Exactly.
Frankfurt has a fixed style. Certain teams can counter it well, certain teams cannot. But then again, by the time the Super Cup comes, and if Real Madrid, then by that time we'll probably have an Mbappe and a Vinicius.
Exactly. So transfer window, so even for Frankfurt, so Rangers, I don't see any kind of good signings happening anyway. That's what I'm calling it. That's why I'm like Frankfurt is safer. Lekin Brazil, yeah, Sadiq bhai to will definitely want Brazil reach the finals.
I want them to win it. Bhai.
Let's see.
But अगर एक conservative estimate भी दूँ ना, तो I will be highly disappointed if they don't make it to the semi-finals.
Yeah. अरे भाई सब लोग यार, whoever joined again, it is going to be extra time. Let's like the stream. I am seeing यार 100 likes तो कर दो. Come on, let's get into 100 likes, people.
Honestly, for me, if there is a semi-final, I mean, if everything goes according to plan, according to seedings, you will probably see Argentina-Brazil semi-final and a France-Portugal semi-final.
हमने बात किया था, I think डिटेल न्यूज़ मंडे के चैनल पे. लेकिन
हम वापस आएंगे. मतलब अगर उधर आ जाता है तो then I would be willing to sacrifice a Brazil if it's going to be an Argentina-Portugal semi-final.
Oh my God, I can't believe Sadiq just said that.
I mean, the world. Because it would be so great in pure footballing terms to witness that. That would be the. अब क्या हो जाएगा for many people? I think for many people across the board, that would be the debate ender.
अंकित को congrats कर देते हैं यहाँ पर. Ankit has got a very important news today, so congratulations to him. Look at this. Don't tell me. I don't want penalties, man. So many penalties. Even as a neutral, मैं तो बोल रहा नहीं चाहिए. Man, it'll be like
UCL तो नहीं. कॉन्फ्रेंस का फाइनल कब है?
नेक्स्ट वीक, मिड वीक. वो भी कर रहा हूं मैं. मजा आएगा उसमें.
ये लोग यूरोपा का पहले रख दिया, कॉन्फ्रेंस का बाद में.
हां, वही क्वेश्चन है क्यों हुआ. मेरे ख्याल से ना सेविया का है. सेविया का कुछ मैंने पढ़ा कहीं तो कि सेविया वाज वांटिंग टू होस्ट इट बेसिकली ड्यूरिंग दिस वीक. I think there might be some festival, something like that next week. ऐसा कुछ है. पता नहीं. I don't exactly remember, but that was
because in terms of hierarchy, conference should come first, then Europa, then the Champions.
नहीं तो एक और चीज हो सकता है सादिक भाई, the fact that it's the first conference league, they might want to publicize that. वो भी है थोड़ा, so they want more marketing का time. That's a possibility.
Conference के फाइनल में कौन-कौन है? एक तो रोमा है ना?
हाँ, रोमा है ना. And of course we had Feyenoord.
अच्छा, Feyenoord. हाँ, no wonder. हाँ, Feyenoord आगे आई है ना, तो इसका मतलब that's why the Dutch teams had a higher coefficient.
राइट। मतलब यार खामोश तो नहीं रख पाया टैवर्नियर, बट आई नो व्हाट यू आर सेइंग। मतलब
भाई Kostic was doing his work. भाई Kostic का पता है क्या काम है? देखो Kostic दो चीज करता है. Kostic is not a running full back. I mean, he's not a running wing back. He's a crossing wing back. और वो दूर दूर से भी क्रॉस खेलता है.
हाँ मतलब वो, और वो है, मतलब है स्किलफुल भी है, मतलब बट इट डजंट प्ले एज मच बिकॉज ऑफ द पोजीशन दैट इज प्लेइंग। वो जब मिडफील्ड में आ जाता है ना, देन यू सी हिम डू लॉट मोर, व्हिच आई हैव आल्सो सीन।
Exactly.
But is it fair to play players in Super Cup and World Cup club championship who weren't there when those teams won it? It is what it is, man. I don't know. मतलब you have
greats of
transfer
the game
windows.
have won it like that. Zlatan has a club World Cup, but he never has had a he's never had a UCL.
सादिक भाई को अपने हुए में याद आते हुए। डाक और वो भी करना है अभी, वो नेक्स्ट करना है अभी। वही समर में लोग मुझे डीएम कर रहे थे, क्या कंटेंट है आप फीफा खेल रहे हो, भाई सब करने वाले धीरे धीरे।
डार्क हॉर्स और वर्ल्ड कप मेरे लिए तो अभी से मैं बता रहा हूँ अंकित भाई की टीम है
यार। मतलब
orange.
it's too good to be true, I think, but again I feel that, मतलब I know you probably call it dark horse.
फुटबॉल की टीम बहुत अच्छी, उनकी उनके जो यूथ है ना बहुत अच्छा आ रहा है।
that's true. That's true. मतलब मैं तो बोलूँगा इवन कनाडा एंड नेदरलैंड्स दोनों ही डाल दो उस कैटेगरी में।
इमेजिन कनाडा नेदरलैंड्स वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल।
अरे कुछ भी, मतलब सादिक भाई ने कहा अंकित भाई को चढ़ा
मैंने कहा आज कुछ भी कर दो थोड़ा सा।
नहीं यार, मैं मतलब अगेन मतलब the day will be when India reaches and Pakistan reaches. You know, our Asian team should get there, man. I don't know when it will be. Probably, let's see.
I think India जब तक
hopefully.
नहीं पहुंचेगा ना तब तक I don't see anything happening on the Pakistani front also, you know.
हाँ वो एक there is an element जो होता है कि यार एक inspiration मिलता है, मतलब I can understand from where.
Exactly.
न्यूकासल वर्सेस आर्सेनल गेम के पहले चिन्मय ने बात की थी क्या आपसे? और इनका लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक भी सॉलिड इन डिफेंस। यस, जोसे विल विन इट।
एवन एंडिका है ना लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक, तो एवन एंडिका है। नहीं, ये किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? रेंजर्स की बात कर रहे हैं?
पता नहीं भाई किसका बात कर रहे हैं। फेयर इनफ। चंदन बोलिए आप किसकी बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर? विल कम बैक टू योर कमेंट। Europa was planned way before considering all complications, while conference was concluded later. Also Russia had a part to play. Okay, interesting. Thanks for letting us know. Fair point. लेकिन यार wasn't Spartak Moscow in Europa? They were in Europa, right? हाँ, Leipzig got a bye ना over Spartak.
हाँ, Spartak was in. नहीं, या कहीं मैच तो उधर नहीं हो रहा था रशिया में।
हाँ, मैच का
I think if the final was scheduled,
चैंपियंस लीग था भाई। चैंपियन, हाउ कैन दे हैव टू यूरोपियन कॉम्पिटिशन? चैंपियंस
था। आई एम थिंकिंग मे बी कि यूरोप ये कॉन्फ्रेंस का भी कोई रशिया वगैरह या यूक्रेन में नहीं हो रहा,
और मे बी रशियन प्लेयर्स वो देयर इन द टीम्स, दैट माइट बी पॉसिबिलिटी। Okay, fair enough. I like Kostic. Yeah, we all like Kostic, but again, would he be able to do that in Chelsea? I'm still in two minds यहाँ पर। Amad Diallo coming on.
Amad Diallo, nice.
यार उसका सीजन अच्छा नहीं गया
अब तो और भी मेरा फेवर बढ़ गया भाई रेंजर्स की तरफ।
लेकिन उसका सीजन अच्छा नहीं गया। I've actually been able to watch a couple of games.
मतलब he scored a goal in the first game and I think in the last game that he played for Rangers he scored a goal.
2 weeks पहले एक मारा था एक। That's correct. Mid-season World Cup, what impact will it? This is a great point. Great point of football critics because हाँ, end of season is a different World Cup. ये पहली बार देखने को मिलेगा। In a strange way, Sadiq bhai, I would say that Bundesliga, Liga players and all will probably be better off because उनका ऐसे भी break होता है तो they are like okay fine. लेकिन Premier League will be the thing ना, उनके लिए तो totally different element होने वाला है इस बार भी।
लेकिन पता है अंकित भाई, I feel अच्छा World Cup होगा because players will be in that mid-season form.
मतलब they don't need to kind of get their warm-up matches in place इतना compared to
usually क्या होता है, players come in tired. Players tend to come in tired, so they are not playing at their क्या बोलते हैं, they have to conserve their energy. इस वक्त वो mid-season form में होंगे.
Look at the background of the Frankfurt goalkeeper, all white, but what a shot, man.
वो section पूरा ही white है, मतलब it's been proper divided, blue, white और एक बीच का जो area है ना, that is mixed.
लेकिन मैं बोल रहा हूँ यूनिटी इट शोज फॉर इट ना, मतलब द वे दे हैव एक्चुअली डन इट, द फ्रैंकफर्ट फैंस आर डिफरेंट लेवल. If there's an already great squad and good talents are coming from academy, then how do a club smoothly integrate the talents into the first team, and what do they do with surplus talents? Arey, Manchester United was a great example of the late 1990s.
नहीं, but पता है वही इशू हो गया. We integrated that one team, the class of 92. उसके बाद issue हुआ, and the same issue was this is a genuine problem, because the same issue came up with Barcelona also, because once we got that initial class of academy graduates in and they became really really great, then when we got the next class it was very difficult to integrate them, and we lost out on good players.
ये बैसी के बारे में बात करें, I would say Endika on the other side. Endika actually is a better left center back if you're really calling left center back.
He's having a good game today, but he tends to have a little bit of a, मतलब his other games आपको देखने पड़ेंगे थोड़ा, is he actually that good or he's just having one excellent off game.
अरे यार क्या गोल हो गया क्या? नहीं, I thought I missed it. नहीं गोल नहीं हुआ. I think it's probably a goal kick. लेकिन हाँ, yes, let's hit that like button, let's get it to 100 and over. I do have a target, by the way, just so you know. By the way, यार लोग जो सब्सक्राइब नहीं है वो भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए प्लीज. We do have a target to get to 3K hopefully by the end of this week on this channel, and on Almighty Blues History we are looking at 3.5K. Hopefully we get there so that we can bring more content as usual. Would an Amad Diallo be loaned if Saf was a manager? क्या लगता है, मतलब Amad Diallo, why not, man?
Saf was, people nowadays don't know, but Saf was a very ruthless manager.
He spent a lot as well.
He spent a lot. For his time, he spent a lot, and the other thing, he was very ruthless. मतलब ये नहीं कि अगर वो academy graduate को chance देते थे तो he would not let them go. भाई, he would, क्या बोलते हैं, he would completely skin an academy graduate if he's not good enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, look at this from football critics. Sevilla है, Barca है. But ये talk about Barca, सादिक भाई पता है आपको? तो अपना जो रेंजर्स है ना, रेंजर्स won the cup winners cup in Barcelona in 1972.
So Spain is happy hunting ground for them.
और 50वां साल है ना, 50th anniversary they're celebrating this week itself if I'm not wrong. Plus Barcelona है, तो I think there is something riding on it. तो इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ यार, अभी 1 है, you never know. What a mess absolutely. I have no issues with Frankfurt. Fair play to whoever wins, but God, I just hate Frankfurt fans. Because Barca fan Rajesh in the house.
They are two fans, yaar. मतलब Frankfurt fan. But if you want to hate someone, you should hate the Barca socios for what they did that day.
Rather than coming from a Barca fan. Yeah, think about it.
भाई Frankfurt fans तो अच्छे fans हैं. मतलब they are coming out in full. भाई they are trying by hook or crook to come into the stadium and support the team, ना. उनकी तो गलती नहीं है ना. They are तो मतलब trying their best. So they are genuine fans. The issue was on our side.
The match is पैसा वसूल if it goes to penalties. अरे भाई नहीं यार, come on. Patana United, please.
मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए stream off करके
definitely. People, Sadiq bhai is going to come back. Don't worry about that. We all miss him always, and he's going to come back. Chalo, Sadiq bhai, see you soon.
Thank you.
Chalo, hopefully we had a result soon, yeah. Chalo, maybe they just bought the Frankfurt fans. Good one. No. Definitely they cannot be bought. The way they are celebrating, the way they are exulting, the way they are cheering, भाई bought तो नहीं हो सकते. They definitely are. और वो local kind of fans भी नहीं है generally, जो फ्रैंकफर्ट की टी-शर्ट पहन रहे नहीं, वैसा भी नहीं है. वो उन्होंने खरीदा नहीं है. Call your fan. चलो banter. यार भाई यार, I know सादिक भाई चले गए, but अंकित भाई भी यहाँ बने हुए. So people who are there, more respect to them, because yes, they believe in Ankit bhai. So really thank you for being here, because yes, again पता नहीं यार, लोग पता नहीं ज़्यादा ट्रस्ट नहीं कर रहे मेरे नॉलेज पे कि क्या है. And I know I've got a lot of love from everyone there, but somehow the love has reduced. मैं frankly बोल रहा हूँ, in the recent week. Maybe it's because मैं इतना live नहीं आ रहा because of being unwell. पता नहीं यार what it is, or if you're not liking my content for people who are leaving, as soon as the panel goes, let me know yaar what do you want, and I want this to be shared for people who leave the stream when the panel goes. मैं honestly बोलता हूँ like it's disrespecting to me. It is because मैं यार 25 साल से मैं भी देख रहा हूँ football. I know Mikhail is in the house, big up to him यार. He knows his football as well. Every person who comes here, including the panel and the host, सब लोग को आप इतने respect किया करो. हम यहाँ पर टाइम पास नहीं कर रहे, और इसलिए ज्यादा रेस्पेक्ट ज्यादा फॉर पीपल हु एक्चुअली स्टिक ऑन एंड सपोर्ट मी, and that is what it is. And I know I am going on an emotional rant, which I always do, because that is Ankit. That is Ankit. I cannot be anyone else. That is me. So I will be myself. Okay. So anyone listening to me, and I don't care if anyone wants to clip this and share it with other people. Please feel free to. Okay. So people who just drop off as soon as the panel goes, please, you're not invited to the channel. मैं तो इतना तक बोलूँगा, क्योंकि मैं यार लिटरली मुझे पता है मैं क्या किया हूँ 25 सालों से. ठीक है, मुझे पता है मैं कितना जानता हूँ, and I know that every question comes to the panel when you are hosting. लेकिन I would like to say, boss, I know something in football in 25 years. In 25 fucking years, I know something, right? So let's get that right, people. So people are dropping off, just fuck off. And people who are here, respect to you all. Okay? Barca Socios had a tie-up with the hotels around the ground to facilitate sales of tickets in black. Oh. But again, yeah, you cannot say anything about that, because at the end of the day, देखो, Barca Socios are there basically doing what they are asked to do. Who knows that it is something that they themselves did or किसी ने बोला है? I don't know. Absolutely, I don't know. Thanks, Mikhail. Big up, bhai. Mikhail, man, he's been there. Like, हमें दो जन देखने को नहीं आते थे. Mikhail was there. He was supporting them, and that is what the kind of people I want. I don't want people to come just because of the panel. Okay, and again, I'm not disrespecting the panel here. I respect every panel, and they know how much I respect them. कितना उन्होंने मेरा साथ दिया है. But for people out there, जो बच्चे लोग हैं ना, जो आते हैं basically thinking that Ankit knows nothing, he knows shit. Lot of things, asking me कहाँ से हो and all those things, thinking that I don't know anything. I don't know, man. I don't have any word for them. I am emotional right now. That's a fact. Anyway, match को continue करते हैं. Players like Haaland, Mahrez, who is missing the World Cup, will have proper rest. It's scary for the rest of the teams. It is scary, but again, at the same time, आप बोलोगे the players who will probably do well, they will get a shot in the arm that, hey, I've done well. Think about Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane, after AFCON, I believe उनका जो है performance has been far better. Don't you think so? Sadio Mane का performance has been far better after coming back from the AFCON, despite he went and played so much football. So you can probably argue, no, it is the other way around as well. So I think it depends on the player, really, football freaks. That's what I would say. And again, yeah, I cannot thank everyone who is sticking on to the stream despite the panel not being there. Because I am not doing streams here for the panel. I am doing your streams because I like doing streams. I am doing streams for my audience. Let's be honest about it. And thank you for every panel which comes. I know how much I love them. They know how much I love them. Okay? But here the fact is we are talking football and we are not doing it for that. अगर आपको लगता है अच्छा to hear someone, I would have them every day. Like I cannot do that. ठीक है? That doesn't mean that the person who is staying back. आप लोग जब इतना बार मेरे से पूछते हो ना यार ये भाई किधर है वो भाई किधर है भाई, when you ask that question, आप लोग अभी बहुत सारे लोग immature हो. I'll be very honest about it. A lot of you all are immature in the chat. When your age comes, you'll probably understand. When your experience comes, you'll understand. You are disrespecting by even asking that question. ठीक है, जो है panel, you are disrespecting that panel. So let's not do that. While we love listening to certain panel, it doesn't mean you drop off the moment they are dropping off. ठीक है, it doesn't tell. आप लोग, you are subscribed to the channel or you are subscribed to the panel. Please let me know. If you are subscribed to the panel, sorry, you're in the wrong place. And I don't care right now. I don't care. And I don't abuse at all. You know that, people who watch it. There is a certain reason why I'm saying it. Okay, I got a lot of love, absolutely brilliant love. I could not even imagine. That is probably made me come back and do so much content for you all, despite not being well. Lekin I am doing for people who want to be listening to me as well, along with the panel. So people who want to drop off, boy. Don't come back. Don't come back. Dembele will stay in Barca only. Let's make it 100 likes. Yeah, मतलब मैं तो यार बोल के थक गया, पता नहीं यार कोई लाइक नहीं किया, तो प्लीज लाइक कर दिए. It'll certainly help. And I know my mood is totally off right now, और आप लोग है जो है चैट में, उनकी वजह से मैं बना हुआ हूँ यहाँ पर. Your streams are calm, patient, and most importantly respectful. Thank you. It means a lot. But unfortunately, people don't like that. Looks like it. I have to bring in more innovation. Looks like it. If that is the case, do DM me. My socials are always in the description below. And I want to make content which is different. I don't want to kind of repeat the panel. I don't want to kind of repeat the content. That is the kind of person I am. क्योंकि मुझे खुद ऐसा ही अच्छा लगता है देखना. ठीक है? And that is what it is. Any standout performance for you today? Kostic, bhai. Kostic has been brilliant. For me, I know there was a comment about Tavernier doing what he did, like basically in terms of defense. और आप expect करोगे यार, Tavernier is that experience that you expect. लेकिन Kostic for me has taken brilliant shots, but I think the guy from Rangers who scored the goal, Aribo has looked really, really sharp. I think Kochila, Chelsea perspective brother, he called it. He has looked really, really sharp. So Aribo and I would say Kostic. मतलब पता नहीं, according to you rate. मतलब who's your man of the match till now? Favorite UEL final? Arey, what a question, man. I have to be biased here. Unfortunately, I have to say Chelsea, Benfica, Branislav Ivanovic. Wow. Fernando Torres. And by the way, Fernando Torres, he doesn't get credit for that season. He was the player of the Europa League for that. Just like Giroud को इतना नहीं मिलता है 2019 के लिए. 2019 के लिए Giroud was the player of the tournament. It wasn't Hazard. Hazard did very well in the final, but in the entire tournament it was Giroud. 2012 में it was Torres, Fernando Torres, or Branislav Ivanovic, that header, man, against Benfica. What a game. No problem है देवेश. मतलब I have to voice it out at some point, देवेश, क्योंकि मैं अक्सर देखता हूँ. It is just that I always see it. I don't know, man, whether it's my age or whether it's the fact that मैं बहुत sweet हूँ or whatever people think I am. पता नहीं भाई. The thing is, okay, let's talk about this. I have a know your creator. राहुल त्रिवेदी ने बोला I have a know your creator. कितने लोगों ने देखा है भाई वो वीडियो? मैं इतने बार शेयर भी किया. People don't watch it because I don't have a panel, right? मैं अकेला बात कर रहा हूँ वहाँ पर. मेरे सिंगल वीडियोस don't get enough watches because मैं अकेला बात कर रहा हूँ. अंकित क्या ही तो बोलेगा भाई? नहीं, वहाँ पर पैनल डाल दो तो सब लोग देख लेंगे. That is a fact. That is the reality of it. और मुझे पता लगना पड़ेगा कि what is wrong with me if that is the thing. And that is why I have to ask people who drop off the moment panel goes thinking I am nothing tells me something, right? I am a creator who's working hard for 1 year. There has to be a thing, and I know it is not the platform for me to rant or question me, but what else platform do I have? Okay, so I have to ask my viewers, and that is why I'm voicing it. So people who will be rewatching, who will be clipping it, please do share it to such people जो मुझे बोले मेरा नो योर क्रिएटर देखिए, मेरा स्टोरी देखिए, प्लीज सी माय स्टोरी. एंड मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ वहां पर. मैंने देखा है भाई 94 वर्ल्ड कप से फुटबॉल. मैं जानता हूँ, मैं खेला हूँ भी फुटबॉल. बट people think I know nothing. People think I know only Chelsea, right? Anyway, that's what it is. The majority, not everyone. That's why I love the people who stay on. And I have to question, by the way, half time of extra time. अरे penalties जाने वाला है. Penalties जाने वाला है. Mane has played better than Salah in last few games. Mane has played better this calendar year, period. Be it AFCON, be it in the Premiership, be it in the Champions League. ठीक है, Mane has played better than Salah, but Salah in the last few games has done well. He has done well despite not being looking that sharp. I think maybe हम ज़्यादा judge कर रहे हैं because of the bar that he's made for himself in the beginning of the season. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, bhai. I first I said I thank the people who back me certainly and are not there just because of certain news which happened with me. They are there because of my content. They are there because of my knowledge. That's what I can say. And they're there because they consider me as a friend. मैं बोल रहा हूँ यार, मैं कोई पंडित नहीं हूँ. इनफैक्ट कोई भी नहीं है. मैं तो कोई पंडित नहीं है. हम लोग जो करते हैं ना कम्युनिटी में, इट्स मोर अबाउट जस्ट काइंड ऑफ वी आर फुटबॉल फैंस लाइक यू, और हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. सो फॉर मी वॉच अलोंग, फॉर मी सच में बोलता हूँ, जब मैं अकेला रहता था आई डिडंट हैव एनी फुटबॉल फ्रेंड्स. सो यू ऑल आर माय फ्रेंड्स, राइट? मतलब आई एम वाचिंग द मैच विद माय फ्रेंड्स. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम फीलिंग. आई एम रीडिंग एवरी कमेंट. You would have spoken those things even if you are speaking, those kind of things. Absolutely. No, yeah, I know certain people are there. Respect, man. I know who those people are, certainly. This is my first time in your stream. I just clicked the link after watching Arsenal Newcastle stream recording just minutes before. You're respectful towards other clubs and hence you attracted me watch. Thank you. That means a lot. Again, sorry that I'm ranting in your first stream after that, but it is what it is. I am an emotional person. I don't fake it in front of camera. No one does. I'm not even saying that others do. I don't fake it at all. Okay, so I am what I am. I cannot be others. I am what I am. Okay, और वो भी हम I will tell everyone to just be what they are. Okay, do no comparison with anyone, bhai. Just be yourself, enjoy life, and do what you want to do. You know, I am following my passion, and I love the fact that you guys are supporting me, the people who are here. Absolutely, bhai. It's only people who know football are the ones who can analyze it without any banter. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you again, means a lot. Streams are very entertaining. Literally have experience in football more than again. Even if I don't have experience, मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई. Look at the kind of channels. By the way, second half of extra time शुरू हो गया. मैं काफी channels को back करता हूँ. You know why? There are people out there, content creators who are half my age. Trust me. And मैं age reveal नहीं करने वाला. They're half my age. ठीक है? And I know that I know a lot more than them. But that is not the point. The point is they know more than me what I knew at their age. So they also should be respected. ठीक है? और they are football fans. They create content. और अगर आपको अच्छा लगता है फुटबॉल कंटेंट तो back them. That's what I would say. इसीलिए मैं बैक करता हूँ और कुछ नहीं है. And I know that I back a lot of people. You know, अरे almost रेंजर्स का अरे रेंजर्स गुड हाफ का शुरुआत यार रेंजर्स द्वारा. Yeah, let's all like, subscribe. Nice. Ankit भैया, क्या मैन सिटी अनप्लग को बुला सकते हो? ही इज इंडियन मैन सिटी फैन लिविंग इन डेनमार्क. अभी करता हूँ भाई मैन सिटी अनप्लग ना. मैंने शायद किया था इनको. देखते हैं. लेट मी एक्चुअली चेक इट राइट अवे. मैं अभी चेक करता हूँ. चलो मैं इनको कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश करता हूँ. ठीक है, मैन सिटी अनप्लग. आई ट्राई एंड डू दैट. अभी के साथ मैन सिटी के लिए आई थिंक टैकल फ्रॉम बिहाइंड इज द वन आई हैव बीन कॉलिंग, और डोमिनिक रिच, यू नो, फॉर मी ही इज द ग्रेटेस्ट फैन दैट कैन बी for Man City fan, and that's just me what I'm, you know, met Man City fans, right? Since when have you been watching football? It's been 13 years for me. Started with Brazil, Confederations Cup 2009. I remember that 2009. Well, brilliant man, brilliant time. By the way, that was a great time to start watching football. Like I have said in my Know Your Creator series as well. मैं शुरू किया था. My first match per se was 1994 World Cup final. ठीक है, it was Roberto Baggio missing the penalty. You can say that. लेकिन proper club football it came far later. 98 World Cup also I followed very closely. 2000 Euros I followed very closely. But 2002 World Cup is what really made me the fan that I am. That, you know, एक होता है मतलब those kind of players who were there. Kaka came for 15 minutes in 2002 World Cup. That struck me. Balak was brilliant. Oliver Kahn. तो आई थिंक वो जो समय था ना, दैट रियली मेड मी फॉलो क्लब फुटबॉल वीक इन वीक आउट. यार मैं और देखना चाहता हूँ फुटबॉल. तो 2002 मैं बोलूंगा एग्जैक्टली वीक इन वीक आउट फुटबॉल में शुरू किया 2002. बट या एज इन आई वाज वाचिंग चैंपियंस लीग फुटबॉल, आई वाज वाचिंग वर्ल्ड कप फुटबॉल, यू नो, 98 ऑनवर्ड्स, honestly speaking. But yeah, it was up and down, right? But it's been Chelsea, man. Chelsea and Milan for me mainly. Boring match, but rant. And again, it wasn't a rant, Michael. It was like more like me in you know, kind of having those kind of moments. So it was like, again, you might get it. That's just me. You know me by now, bro. That's how I've been. Like, unfortunately, you know, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. That is what it is, and you know, that's what world needs to change. Yes, I believe in that. One person can change the world. Why not? Why not? जो दिखता है जो बिकता नहीं होना चाहिए. That is why I see it is a fan channel for all to see. For all those people who don't not like that, so be it, man. And this is not a place to be. This is a fan channel for all to see, and I welcome literally everyone for that reason. And people think I'm diplomatic. No, I literally believe in that. Mikhail knows it. I have traveled the world. I've lived in different cities. I have faced a lot of racism. मैं directly बोलता हूँ. I have faced a lot of racism. That is a fact. लेकिन I would not like that to be with anyone, and want everyone is welcome. Be it language, be it caste, creed, anything, doesn't matter. The fact is, you are a football fan, you're welcome. Bottom line, right? Of course, अगर Chelsea fan हो तो ज़्यादा थोड़ा bias होऊंगा मैं, वो तो मैं सच बोलूंगा, लेकिन नहीं. Yes, absolutely. JSK has been here. It's been 13 years. I've already commented. I heard and understood all you said, but I will say, you will go far and sky will be the limit. That means a lot. Trust me, that means a lot. Of course, काफी मेहनत है, people don't see it, but yeah, there's a lot of hard work there. The fellow content creators see it. I have to say that people, loyal subscribers like Mikhail, he was part of the panel as well. A lot of loyal subscribers, JSK here, Batata United, a lot of content creators जो देख रहे हैं ना, उनको पता लगता है क्योंकि they kind of understand what we have gone through. And it's just not about me here. It's about anyone. कल को कोई भी आप स्ट्रीम में देख रहे हो ना, मतलब हाँ समझ में आता है कि you have a preference. चलो हम सबका होता है भाई. I like listening to a certain person. I like, I have a feeling that this person might know a little bit more about that club or that country that you're talking about. But that doesn't mean that when that person is talking, you ask in the chat कि यार ये कब आएंगे, वो कब आएंगे, भाई. What do you mean? Come on. As in, there is a panel you're listening to. You are kind of okay. आप एक बार पूछो, दो बार पूछो. There are people spamming with that kind of comment. It really is disrespectful to my panel, right? That is what I'm saying. So it's not about me here. It's about anyone. किसी के भी चैनल में आप वो मत करिए ज्यादा, लेकिन at the same time you can have your preference. I totally get that, absolutely. And again, a lot of times I might be getting a little bit personal यहाँ पर. मेरे चैनल पे होता है इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ openly. And yeah, feel free to clip it if people want to clip it and share it. The fact is, a lot of times the questions that are addressed to the panel, they are about my favorite player, they are about my favorite club, they are about my favorite country. And those are things which I follow for 25 years, which I have published many a times, which I have told about many a times in my streams. Still, even if I answer, वो नकार दिया जाता है, still they want the other person to answer. So that tells me that they believe that maybe I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe the way I speak, people think that I don't know. Let's see, man. I don't know. Just saying, just sharing. I'm just sharing as a friend. You all are friends, hopefully. Personally, I'm sick and tired of extra time in finals. Bhai, what's the point? Just go to penalties most times. Just have penalties after regulation, or just have penalties, skip regulation too. There, that's my rant. Mikhail matching my rant there and a half. Lekin whose goalkeeper is better, Frankfurt's or Rangers? I think Kevin Trapp, he got a lot of criticism over the years. Okay? He got a lot of criticism. He wasn't that big name goalkeeper. Lekin again, McGregor in this tournament, I think, has been brilliant. So I think McGregor मैं बोलूँगा. Both teams are playing well. I think this will go to penalties. I don't see any major chances. That's the point. I think एक chance था in first half of extra time, but again penalty shout maybe at best अभी इस mode में as I see, but nothing. I want to let it out, and that I've gained so much knowledge just by chatting with you in your streams and asking questions. There are very few who take time to answer questions, and I love you for being so interactive. Well, I try to, Rajesh. फिर भी यार मैं नहीं ले पाता हूँ. मैं slow हूँ as a person maybe. But I might not be able to take every chat, and that is why on the other channel we have a super chat as well. Just a reminder, we have a super thanks as well. By the way, people who are not able to attend the live streams can always have a super thanks, and I am saying it because it is one of the things that I just implemented in the channel. So just saying it, if you can afford, right? Why you chose to back Chelsea? Okay. तो अगेन देवेश मैं वही बोलूंगा भाई, ये वाला मैं कितने बार पोस्ट करूं पता नहीं. यार मेरा ना ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी करके एक चैनल है, ठीक है. ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी करके चैनल है. आप वहां पर एक तो सब्सक्राइब हो देवेश मेरे ख्याल से, नहीं हो तो प्लीज हो जाइए. वहां पर बेल नोटिफिकेशन आइकॉन दबाइए. तो वहां पर नो योर क्रिएटर करके एक सीरीज है. तो सीरीज आपको कहाँ मिलेगा? गो टू प्लेलिस्ट, ठीक है. आप जब भी चैनल में जाते हो, गो टू प्लेलिस्ट, और प्लेलिस्ट में यू विल गेट नो योर क्रिएटर. उसमें आई एम स्पीकिंग अबाउट डिफरेंट क्रिएटर्स. Baba has come there. Baba has spoken about him, why he's become a Chelsea fan. Oh, shot on goal, by the way, by Rangers. Rangers are looking good in second half of extra time. By the way, yeah, coming back to that, Baba has done. I think Usman Bhai has done. We had Divyansh Bhai, I think, if I'm not wrong, उन्होंने भी किया था. Then I had Indie Cop. Then I had myself. तो वहाँ पर है कुछ क्रिएटर्स, और वहाँ पर और भी ऐड करने. तो वहाँ पर we will get the story of the creator. जैसे गुरुजी ने किया recently in his channel. Like, you should probably look at that, and then probably we'll discuss. But mainly मैं बोलूँ, bottom line क्या है? Chelsea was a cup team. Cup is about romanticism. Football romanticism आती है when for a cup loving team. You'll understand over the years. तो बाद में क्या हुआ? They were always kind of even though they won 1997, 1998, 2000 में they won cups. फिर भी they were kind of undermined. अरे गोल हो गया almost Frankfurt का. बढ़िया long shots ही हो रहे, लेकिन कोई मतलब नियर चांस नहीं हो रहा. हाँ, तो व्हाट हैपेंड इज लाइक लीग में फिर भी वी वर अंडरवेलमिंग, और हम इतना बैक नहीं किए करते थे अपने स्क्वाड्स को. लेकिन देन थिंग्स स्टार्टेड चेंजिंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कप टीम, देन 2002 2003 there was this $20 million game. वहां पर हमें चैंपियंस लीग फुटबॉल चाहिए था. We had to get fourth. Gronkiar scored a belter. That was one of the reasons. Then 2003, 4 seasons, Wayne Bridge scoring a goal against Arsenal, a prime Arsenal, to dominate करी थी Chelsea को for many years. Finally, we beat Arsenal in a knockout game in Champions League football, and we went to semi-finals. So those are moments now which really got me to the next level. And of course, bhai, Ian Robin coming to Chelsea, Jose Mourinho, that was a different era. Then मैं तो भक्त बन गया proper. I miss the time around 2012-13. All generational players were playing at the time. Yeah, lot of stars in world football, you can say, but again, cycle hai bhai. Again, I would say it's a cycle. It'll happen again. You will probably feel the same around maybe next year when Benzema, when Lewandowski, when Messi, Ronaldo, inke last years honge, you will feel the same. I used to up my collars like King Eric Cantona. Interesting school shirt. Interesting one. Emotions are what make us human. Channel is great. Yeah, absolutely. Even though I am City fan, but that's Chelsea versus Bayern which made love football more. Thank you, man. Brilliant. That is a story and a half. Well, I'm not spoken about enough by neutrals. So respect football, please, for saying that. With UCL football almost confirmed. By the way, Rangers एक substitution करते हुए. With UCL football almost confirmed for Spurs, and seems like Levy would finally go beyond his ways to invest in the squad. What do you think Tottenham could practically achieve under Conte? That's a great question. Great question. Honestly, problem is Levy. Daniel Levy is the problem. Okay, Conte, I don't think is a problem because he will attract players. Again, another problem bolenge, Conte is a micromanager. So Chelsea ke saath mein hua in that, the last season that he had, and he was kind of gone because he couldn't kind of micromanage for a very long spell. तो मैं बोलूंगा the best that can happen for Tottenham is next year. जो इंटर मिलान के साथ देखे थे हम, तो हो सकता है with UCL being there, maybe they'll get a couple of players. Maybe Dybala, just putting it out there. Maybe not even Dybala, maybe just one of those high-profile players. They need a proper defense, and I think Conte will be set because he needs a good structure, and that is what he's been missing. Consistency of Christian Romero is needed. That is what वो injured थे. One of the reasons. Barisic is out. Barisic, the left back Rangers is out. Interesting. Is he injured or what? Oh, nahi. Kemaruf coming in. It's a attacking change. Kemaruf coming in for Rangers and Barisic is out. Interesting. I was a goalkeeper and Peter Schmeichel was my idol, but I was short, so 11 aside outdoor was not possible. So I became 5 aside indoor goalkeeper. Interesting. I was a very bad goalkeeper, Matata United. I was always like I was not a runner. Let's be honest. I was not a runner. So you can guess what position I was. I was definitely not on the wings. Definitely I was more like a cam, a second striker. मैं वही खेलता था just to share. Sir Stamford. Oh, by the way, towards the end, because I was like I got stocky. I was also a decent CDM. और मैं खेलता था. Sir Stamford Bridge में जाके देखने में कितना खर्चा आएगा? I am from Mumbai, तो lower middle class. अरे यार मैं भी सेम हूँ. मेरे अरे गोल होने वाले आप. Rangers, what a miss. और आप बोलोगे who's the better goalkeeper? Kevin Trapp. What a save. What a point blank save by Rangers. That should have been a goal by Rangers. Wow, that was brilliant play. First of all, nice ball by the centre half, I think, of Rangers to the wide man. I think it was Kemaruf. Kemaruf with the cutback. Arey, no man, they should have scored. Kevin Trapp kept his position, so big up to Kevin Trapp for sure. अरे भाई नहीं यार, they should have scored. Rangers, they lost their chance. यार काफी लगता है भाई, simply put काफी खर्चा लगता है. Again, I'm talking about entire खर्चा in lakhs, unfortunately, in Indian rupees. But again, we can hopefully get there someday. I want to listen you live in detail. That's why I asked you here right now why you back Chelsea. Okay, fair enough. Like I said again, underdog story जो थी ना Chelsea की, that was a different element in the Premier League. The way we came up the ranks, beating United and Arsenal की domination, beating Arsenal in the Champions League, beating Liverpool. Zola doing what he did to Carragher, Gronkiar doing to Liverpool in the $20 million game. वो सब बना यार मुझे Chelsea fan, honestly speaking, But the thing जो मुझे भक्त बनाया वो था Ian Robin. Ian Robin मुझे भक्त बनाया. 2004 में मैं भक्त बन गया. पहले मैं fan था 2000 से, लेकिन बाद में भक्त बन गया proper. Yeah, I'm shocked that अभी तक 100 likes नहीं हुए. even after my natural rant and after Mikhail's rant as well. But I'm like kind of shocked that 100 likes nahi hai. But anyway, let's get to 100 likes, people. Come on, उतना तो कर ही सकते हैं मेरे लिए और अपने लिए भी, because you are investing time in a stream. So let's actually get it to where it really needs to be. Mourinho was a landmark of Chelsea, too small to understand football at that era. Definitely a landmark. Definitely a landmark. Without Mourinho, मैं इतना बोलूँगा, Chelsea wouldn't have been Chelsea. इतना बोलूँगा. And I know Chelsea fan होकर मैं बोल रहा हूँ, we have a lot of history. मैंने खुद बोला है 97, 98, 2000, 2002. मैंने काफी बात की है before Roman came. लेकिन Mourinho was the difference. जो winning mentality आई, जो basically एक आई यार brashness that came from Mourinho. He was the person who changed our mind. Do you think Conte is the perfect manager to break Levy's stubbornness? By the way, Rangers have a brilliant position of a free kick. Brilliant. Proper chance hai. 1 and 20 minutes. Can Rangers score in extra time of extra time? यार, Antonio Conte will walk off यार. अगर उसको नहीं मिलेगा, he'll walk off. Simply put. So yeah, you can say that probably Tottenham needed someone like him, जो finally Levy, budges. Are as good as their owners. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, Matata United, but again, आप generalize कर सकते हो owners. I don't think so I can generalize owners. Oh wow! Almost. Again, Kevin Trapp, good positioning. Good positioning by Kevin Trapp. I take my words back. McGregor is not better. Legit save, yeah. Sir, ये numbers क्या होते हैं? Number 6, number 8, number 9, number 10. Okay, great question again. So number 6 again. Traditionally, number 6 is a player who plays in maybe a double pivot in a DM position, who can also play with the ball. Number 6, ideal number 6 is that. Number 8 is someone who kind of is your ball carrier. जो Kovacic does for Chelsea, जो Loftus-Cheek used to do for Chelsea and in his academy days. That is a typical number 8. Number 9 जो है आपके, number 9 sits on top. He's the main striker. Number 10 is the guy who kind of is your free role behind the number 9. That is your traditional number 6, number 8, number 9, and number 10. I played as a central midfielder. Sometimes attacking role was the okay. Penalties, by the way. All the best. It's going to penalties. इतना लंबा, but हमेशा के तरह अच्छा लगा कि आप लोग बने रहे इतना देर तक. Thank you again, and I'm hoping you get to the penalties as well. What do you think about the penalties? क्या होगा? Let's get in the predictions about the penalties. Who is going to win the penalties? Looking at this game, मुझे लगता है यार, it will be Frankfurt. Frankfurt ने लेना है क्योंकि Frankfurt का जो crowd support है tremendous. मेरे ख्याल से Frankfurt होगी. Again, I might be wrong. Let's see. आप बोलिए, everyone in the chat, put in the chat which club will win the Europa League on penalties. Let's see. I played as a central midfielder. Sometimes attacking role was given to me. Now I play as CDM. My coach trusts me in that position, but I have always wanted to play attacking mid. Devesh, I think if you want to play that role only, talk to your coach. But at the same time, if your coach thinks you're better at a role, why not try it for some time and then see? What do you think? You forgot to thank Peter Kenyon, whom you stole from us. Yes. How can I forget? Why are Liverpool fans called Scousers? Is it a slang for them? I think it's more about the geography, if I'm not wrong. To be very honest about it, Scousers का मुझे पता नहीं, but I think a person from Liverpool is called a Scouser. I think it's more about the geography. Just like कैसे बोलूँ यार मैं, जैसे Geordies for Newcastle, वैसे है Scousers for Liverpool. It's just the area, the geographical reason. They are called Scousers. Again, देखते हैं, मतलब okay, I just saw one thing that it's a dish. Interesting. So basically वहाँ पर एक dish मिलता है in that region, in the geographical region, which is basically called Scouse. इसीलिए basically Scousers. Interesting. Frankfurt. Okay, it's in God's hands now. Rangers. Sir, if you have to idolize clubs as the managers, be it from past to present, like if you look at a club, you see at a manager first like that. Again, are you asking like, do you see the history or do you see the managers? Is that your question? I'm not sure if I'm understanding your comment here. But again, I think it depends on the individual. एक होता है, again, मैंने बोला था earlier on the stream, Eden Hazard was looking up to Zidane. Was his idol. So he went to Real Madrid. Not that he was saying that Real Madrid is small. Not that. ठीक है, वो नहीं है, लेकिन द फैक्ट दैट वो एक्चुअली गया, ओ भाई व्हाट एन एटमॉस्फेयर बाय फ्रैंकफर्ट फैंस मीनवाइल. It is definitely, I think sometimes, the manager Lampard, you know what, not enough people talk about it. Lampard के लिए it was basically Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Mendy, Thiago Silva, all these players, Kai Havertz, they have gone on record saying that they were attracted more because of Lampard. Because Lampard, when they were kids, he was the best midfielder in the world among them, literally, right? So you can imagine, especially being a midfielder, why you would, be attracted. Same as last season, it went to penalties. Last season, जैसे भाई 11 penalties नहीं हो, JSK 11 penalties नहीं हो. That's what I'm hoping. By the way, everyone who's joined now, let's like the stream. Come on, let's get the likes to 125 at least. We want to get to 150 ideally, but 125 likes. Let's get people. टाइम स्टैम्प बताओ तो यार, अभी तो रुका हुआ है गेम, शुरू नहीं हुआ है गेम. पेनल्टीज का टाइम स्टैम्प क्या तो बताना है. अरे यार, अच्छा ये मेरा क्लास ले रहा है. गेम खत्म हो गया, पेनल्टीज में क्या तो टाइम स्टैम्प बताओ. I'd like Rangers to do it because of their performance in Europe across the last 2 seasons. What has improved Scotland's coefficient? Okay, which is massive for the Scottish Premiership. I hear you. सादिक भाई ने बताया था उसके बारे में भी. How good a player was Adriano? Have seen people compare him with R9. अच्छा, तो Adriano, the moment he came on to burst onto the scene, first thing which struck me is Ronaldo. मैं बोलता हूँ क्यों. Let me actually give you an example. आप समझोगे. Again, my example होगा, I'm not comparing the player, but the kind of play that happened in that moment. For Rajesh, आप Barcelona fan हो, right? Matata United, you're a Manchester United fan. Manchester United fans, I think मैंने बात किया था ये, I think अंशुमन भाई आए थे उस दिन, right? There was a goal that Batshuayi scored. आप हंस रहे होंगे अभी, ये Batshuayi और रोनाल्डो और एड्रियानो को सेम सेंटेंस में यूज कर रहे हैं. मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ. Batshuayi ये गोल मारे थे. I think recently भी एक गेम में हुआ था, I think. तो he traveled with the ball. कैसे? The ball was bouncing और वो head कर रहे थे. He was heading the ball and he was traveling and then bang, a curler low end corner में goal. That is the kind of goal Batshuayi scored against Manchester United. I think it was 2 years ago in the Carabao Cup where we lost as Chelsea fans, I know. लेकिन that moment reminded me, that just a moment reminded me of Adriano. That was the kind of player, that strength plus that player who could carry with the ball, or he had a great strike on him. That was Adriano. Or the fact that Adriano was left-footed, brilliant. He was probably two-footed as well, but I think he was fairly heavily left-footed. Okay. R9 on the other hand was again two-footed, but more right-footed. That is the difference. But definitely very similar, but R9 any day. Bruno stopped in the ways to. Like you are at a club, you see this manager used to coach them like you. Like if you think City, you see Pep as their face step. I'm sorry यार, मैं समझा नहीं आपका comment. तो मैं next email में जाऊँगा. Sir, when I used to play FIFA 11, FIFA 12, there was a player called Pato. और वे भाई क्या याद दिला दिया. अजय पेनल्टी शुरू है, यहाँ पर थोड़ा फोकस कर लेते हैं. Rangers ले रही है पेनल्टी. Rangers taking the penalty first. I think is number 2 for Tavernier. Tavernier, I thought will take the last penalty, भाई. Let me wear the specs. भाई मेरा चश्मा किधर गया? भाई Tavernier taking Tavernier. I think it's Tavernier. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it looks like Tavernier. Number 2 शायद Tavernier है. यहाँ पर first penalty. Tavernier, the captain of Rangers, taking trap. Nice one. Rangers are one up people. Alex Pato, one of the players who didn't live up to the expectations. He was one. Bojan Krkic of Barcelona fans will remember, he was one. Definitely as a player से, by the way, दोनों ही इटली में खेले, so that's why I'm remembering. Lot of players थे जो promised so much, but they didn't do it. Even Shaqiri for that matter. मैं सोचा था he'll be the next big thing, but again, Salah, both of them were in Basel, remember? लेकिन Salah was able to, Shaqiri wasn't able to. तो फीफा में बहुत लोग यार, पहले पाटो decent थे, even in reality, बहुत more than decent. He was brilliant in fact. मतलब one of the fastest goals I remember he scored. By the way, यहाँ पर फ्रैंकफर्ट लेते हुए फर्स्ट वाला कौन ले रहा है भाई फ्रैंकफर्ट के लिए, देखते हैं. मैकग्रेगर इन गोल. इट इज फ्रैंकफर्ट, लेफ्ट फुटर, गोल. 1-1 हो गया भाई. 11-1 मत कर लेना बस. लेंस चुप कराते हुए टू रेंजर्स फैंस. लेकिन नहीं यार, क्यों कराना है भाई, फ्रैंकफर्ट कितने फैंस है. He was very good in the game though. Okay, Frank Lampard hands down in his position, and what a scoring record he had. Absolute legend. Exactly. और यार देवेश फ्रैंक लैम्पार्ड का वही है ना. Again, because मैंने देखा उसके youth, even from West Ham days, I watched him a little bit. The guy was actually not known enough for his tackle. Unlike, I know I'm not comparing us, Scholes was far better in terms of the ball he played, लेकिन tackle में Lampard was better. अरे मैं सोचा मिस होने वाला है रेंजर्स का. टॉप राइट कॉर्नर डेविस विद अ ब्रिलियंट चिप ऑलमोस्ट. फ्रैंकफर्ट जीतेगी. ओके, व्हाट हैपेंड 2014, मारियो गोडसे. यार मारियो गोडसे का मैं टाटो से रिलेट नहीं करूंगा, वो बहुत डिफरेंट है. ऑफ कोर्स विनिंग द वर्ल्ड कप, स्कोरिंग द वर्ल्ड कप विनिंग गोल इन एक्स्ट्रा टाइम, नॉट जस्ट दैट, डॉर्टमंड के लिए ही वाज लाइक वाओ, फर्स्ट स्पेल ऑफ डॉर्टमंड, फर्स्ट स्पेल. लेकिन हैविंग सेड दैट, मारियो गोडसे मैं बोलूंगा just like Wayne Rooney, again मैं compare नहीं कर रहा, certain players peak too early or they start their careers very early. Mario Götze is one of them. Unfortunately, he peaked too early, or then his career is ending early. Ended नहीं हुआ है. गोल हो गया भाई. Kostic scores, so it's 2-2. I will blame players who hit a weak penalty. यार, yes, but I read your comment. Well, जो first penalty लेती है वो नहीं जीतती. Well, can't say that football please, but I hear you. Absolute pressure रहता है. I understand that. लेकिन अगर आप स्कोर कर देते हो तो दूसरे टीम पर प्रेशर रहता है. तो आई थिंक हुआ यार काफी बार. आई नो, रिमेंबर चेल्सी का हुआ था 2008 में. क्या याद कर दिया मैं. अंकित भाई, और 3 मोस्ट फेवरेट प्लेयर्स इन ऑर्डर. करते पेनल्टी देखते देखते. ये वाला अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. मैं काफी बार बोला हूँ, फर्स्ट तो यार रॉबिन होगा यार. मतलब आई नो दैट आई प्रोबब्ली शुड बी टेकिंग द गोट्स नेम्स, और what a penalty, man. Brilliant penalty by Rangers. अब लग रहा है Rangers will win Broncost. हाँ, लेकिन हाँ, coming back to the question, Rajesh, for me, my favorite players in order, first top 3 में बोलूँगा ना. Again, it's players, so it could be any position. The players whom I absolutely adore, जिनके लिए मैं टीवी छोड़ के हटता भी नहीं था एकदम. आयन रॉबिन. I know, मतलब चेल्सी में बहुत कम समय के लिए थे, लेकिन डच फुटबॉल फैन भी हो तो आयन रॉबिन. जॉन टेरी, आई नो मेनी ऑफ देम आर शॉक्ड. जॉन टेरी वाज बेसिकली व्हाट मेक्स यू लव अ क्लब. देयर आर सर्टेन, ओके, यहाँ पर गोल जस्ट अबाउट, मैन. कमाडा स्कोर्स इनसाइड ऑफ द पोस्ट एंड कम्स इन. भाई ऑलमोस्ट मिस कर दिए, सिमिलर टू एस्पिलिक्वेटा हु मिस्ड इट, आई नो, द वीकेंड. लेकिन जॉन टेरी मैं बोलूंगा, देयर आर सर्टेन प्लेयर्स जो लाते हैं यस मैन, यस, वो वाला एलिमेंट. जॉन टेरी ब्रॉट दैट टू मी. तो इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ जॉन टेरी. यार मैं डेफिनेटली फैन था, मुझे फुटबॉल काफी अच्छा लगता था, एंड डेफिनेटली ईडन हजार्ड आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे मेरे से आंसर, बट अगेन दैट काइंड ऑफ इल्क का प्लेयर मेरा रॉबिन है. फॉर मी, व्हाट अ टीम मैन, दैट इज जॉन टेरी. दैट टीम, इट इज अ टीम स्पोर्ट. सो फॉर मी जॉन टेरी. और तीसरा कौन है भाई ऑल टाइम? ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. अरे सेव्ड Aaron Ramsey. Can you believe it? He can be a reason for Rangers not being the champions of Europa League. A person जिन्होंने FA Cup में has done that for Arsenal already. He will do it in the Europe, not for winning but for losing. Unfortunate. He kind of went right in the middle. Kevin Trapp, I have to give Kevin Trapp the credit here. And advantage Frankfurt. यार मैंने थर्ड प्लेयर बोला क्या अभी तक? नहीं बोला यार. फॉर मी अगेन मे बी पीक ऑफ माई फुटबॉलिंग फैन वाला लाइफ में बोलूं तो, अरे ऑलमोस्ट मिस हो गया भाई. फ्रैंकफर्ट जस्ट अबाउट स्कोर कर रहे, कॉस्टिच विद अ ब्रिलियंट गोल. और आई थिंक ये वाला अगर मिस करती है रेंजर्स, फ्रैंकफर्ट विल बी चैंपियंस ऑफ यूरोपा लीग इन 2022. जस्ट सेइंग इट आउट देयर. बट आई थिंक द थर्ड वाला, I had a special feeling जो दिया था ना, Michael Essien. I know I've kind of picked, I've been diplomatic here, one European, one African, one Englishman, but I think Michael Essien भाई, मतलब definitely in his prime एक देता था vibe, अलग vibe देता था. Everton fans burst firecrackers around the Brentford hotel to disturb them at midnight. Only realized they were to come the next morning. No, don't take Goat's name, just your favorite. Yeah, exactly. I just took the 3 favorites that I had. Again, I might be forgetting someone. Arey, just about Rangers score. They are still in there. Kemar Roof, the substitute, the super sub, who almost created a chance late on, scores a penalty inside of the post, left side, but goal हुआ. When Lampard finishes career City, yeah, 100%. मैंने गाली दिया था, ऑनेस्टली मैं बोलता हूँ, मैं यहाँ पर बीच में नहीं रहने वाला. Lampard for me lost just a tinge bit of respect in my mind compared to Terry because of that. मैं सच बोल रहा हूँ, बिल्कुल सच बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पर, क्योंकि वो कोई दूध पीता बच्चा नहीं, उसको पता नहीं था कि सिटी की क्लब है, ठीक है, उसको पता था कि वो सिटी जाएगा. And I know he didn't celebrate and all that, but no, the way he got that equalizer also left me. But I love the guy, man. I still love the guy. What a goal, and it is done. It is done. It is top left corner, Frankfurt. It is Borre, जो हीरो है फ्रैंकफर्ट का आज भी, as a goal scorer, as a penalty taker, takes that final penalty. It is Frankfurt. People, how would you rate Frankfurt team beating Barcelona, beating West Ham United, a good West Ham United, and beating a resolute Rangers side? Very, very sad for Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, the Dutch fan मैं हूँ, लेकिन I think Frankfurt, I call it. मुझे चाहिए भी था Frankfurt because of the fact that they are going to play the Super Cup, as an opponent. So for me, sad, commiserations by Scottish fans. Doug, I know you are a Scottish fan. Very, very sad for you. For Tavernier, what a mad of a season he had. Tavernier, bhai, what a brilliant season. Kamara, बहुत ही अच्छा, kind of semi-finals and finals he had. But at the end of the day, I think Frankfurt just had that bit of more experience and quality. उतना ही difference था और कुछ नहीं. Lundstram के लिए भी, Lundstram भी was good. I think he scored that winning goal in the last match. So काफी important player for them. But I think again, Tavernier for me has to take it. The main man for Rangers, unfortunately, आज wasn't enough. They should have gone more in the attack, I feel. I know it couldn't have been the right tactic, but in hindsight, that's what you would call, right? Because yes, Frankfurt are there for the taking अगर आप लो, और Chelsea has showed that in the past. Congratulations, मैं तो बोलूंगा भाई, क्या ही तो बोल सकते हैं. Frankfurt, German fans, Bundesliga fans, congratulations, you have got the Europa League. And उसी बात पर like कर दीजिए सब लोग. Definitely name your man of the match as well. Who do you think is the man of the tournament in Europa League as well? सब चीज बोलिए and we'll come to that. और यहाँ पर it's been engraved on the cup, Frankfurt, Eintracht Frankfurt deserve it. Yes, 87-44 he called it. I said it as well, brother. I think that Frankfurt probably deserved it after beating Barca, after beating West Ham itself. Not that Rangers ousting the German teams, and that's the irony. Think about it. Rangers ने बाहर निकाला Leipzig को, Rangers ने बाहर निकाला Dortmund को, but they couldn't, beat Frankfurt. So it is probably destiny for Frankfurt, you would say. And Frankfurt's second European major cup. I think it's the second Europa League in a sense. Europa League first, but UEFA Cup they have won once, right? So it's the second time. Very sad for Rangers because they have not got a European Cup still. Like they've got, I know, Cup Winners' Cup, but not that, a proper European League. अरे भाई फ्रैंकफर्ट के दो प्लेयर्स एक दूसरे के साथ चुमी ले रहे थे, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा था वहां पर. लेकिन यार आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, भावनाओं को समझो सब लोग, और सब लोग लाइक कर दो जो भी आए, और कमेंट करिए कौन था मैन ऑफ द मैच, कौन था प्लेयर ऑफ द यूरोपा लीग. लेट अस गेट द कमेंट्स इन. ड्रॉगबा की याद दिला दिया 2012. वेल काइंड ऑफ यू कैन से दैट. वेल अगेन सैड फॉर रामसे यार. मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगा रामसे बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग आर्सेनल I'm going to take a dig. No, I'm not going to take a dig because Ramsey has done it for Arsenal in the past in the FA Cup against Hull City. मैंने cover किया था वो भी, just saying FA Cup top 5 last 20 years comeback, he was there. He was a major reason. So sad for Ramsey. What a club. They are including the fans. Respect. 100 likes completed. यार but लेकिन 150 likes करने थे. Come on people. I know there are a lot of people so joining in now. So let's get in the likes. Let's get the subscribe target as well. 150 likes and 3k subscriptions चाहिए हमें, और बेल नोटिफिकेशन मत भूलना क्योंकि we are coming with a lot more solo videos than ever. Interesting content like Leo Messi, Ronaldinho, Iniesta. Ronaldinho I can certainly understand, Iniesta as well, and Leo Messi I cannot debate. Come on, so great choices those. Ramsey नहीं डुबा दिया नहीं बोलूंगा, but you know what I mean, right? After 82 years of wait, Frankfurt has won. Ankit, I can feel the success. 82 years नहीं है भाई, 82 years नहीं है. They have won, I think, if I'm not wrong, 1980 में. तो 1980 में they have won the UEFA Cup. लेकिन हाँ, what 32 years. मेरा मैथ्स कहाँ गया? 32 years. That is something else, right? Definitely. और 1960 में they beat Rangers. So Rangers some bad omen है यार, फ्रैंकफर्ट उनके लिए. क्या ही तो बोलेंगे, मतलब they have beaten Rangers in the semi-finals of the European Cup in 1960 and they had eliminated them. Player of the tournament, Frankfurt fans. Favorite Chelsea player of all time. I've said it 80 a lot of times. It's Ian Robin. I know people will laugh. Like, come on, he just spent like a few seasons at Chelsea, and he's your favorite Chelsea player of all time. He's got to be, man. As in, I fell in love with the game because of the guy. Simply put, I used to like the game, but I fell in love with the game because because the guy. Maybe Zola, maybe John Terry. Those are probably my players. Again, a little bit old school. Michael Essien, like I said, and maybe Drogba. These are like the 5 players that I really, really love, man. Simply put, in Chelsea, that is. But of course, AC Milan. As in, I was a huge Cafu fan. I was a huge Kaká fan. I was a huge Shevchenko fan. And Shevchenko's not doing so well at Chelsea really, hit me hard. I have to say that. City have won 1959 European Winners' Cup, Europa League now, so we do have European trophy. That's true. GSK says, yeah, everyone, even you get in. Who are your favorite 3 players of all time? That can be a comment, or you can comment the player of the Europa League. हम करने वाले हैं, by the way, European 11, all those things. जानते हैं यार, constant watchers, you guys know. We'll come out with content, and probably AD or someone, I'll probably get one of you all. We'll probably come up with a European 11 of the year. But yeah, Lewandowski, KDB, Casillas, and favorite team City. Okay, interesting. अच्छा, वो हिंदी commentary में बोला 82 years. Real has not won since 2018. I hope they win well. मैं कुछ बोला भाई, again nothing against Liverpool fans. शायद आप हो, मुझे पता है Liverpool fan house. But again, मैं चाहूंगा ये Liverpool 3rd trophy जीते, as much as they deserve it as well. Trust me, they deserve. But Real do as well. So I would take Real winning it, simply put. But again, हम cover करेंगे. Maybe I say differently. जो होता है प्रीमियर लीग में, देखते क्या होता है नेक्स्ट 2-3 दिनों में, right? Mine, Messi, Xavi, and R9. These are goats, man. These are all goats. I want to see Liverpool players and fans crying like Rangers players and fans. Arey, Matata United. As a Manchester United fan, I can understand. I can understand what you mean. But again, I think that element I don't like. I'll be very honest about it. You saw it in the Euros, yaar. Itne matlab sad the yaar, English fans and Danish fans at times. It was not great to see. Swiss fans. So Celtic still remain as the OG European club from Scotland. They will be. Come on, Celtic has to be. Bhai. I spoke about Henrik Larsson. Wow, what a player, man. Once an Arsenal, always an Arsenal. Waiting for your detailed preview on the UCL final. Oh yeah, we'll do a live preview, by the way. I'm hoping to get Liverpool and Madrid panel. Let's see. But again, मैं panel वाले rant पे नहीं जाऊँगा. Again, मतलब having seen I think 20+ UCLs, थोड़ा बहुत जानता हूँ मैं भी, थोड़ा बहुत जानता हूँ. Just saying out there, थोड़ा बहुत मैं भी बोल सकता हूँ है, जैसे आप लोग का भी है, right? Every fan, trust me, if you know the game even for a year or 20 years, doesn't matter. You can have a say. मैं इसीलिए आप देखते हो मेरे even on the channel, like on many other channels also, you see, we encourage in the community even young content creators for a certain reason. यार मैं हिंदी commentary मिस कर दिया यार, लगता है. CR7 Johart Casillas. Johart is an interesting one because not many people go for goalkeepers. I know that, but हाँ, Iker Casillas दिखा मुझे, Johart दिखा, तो काफी interesting है भाई. No way Man United after spending 80 million on transfers finally seen Frankfurt lifting the trophy. Only on the like, come on, this season you can say Frankfurt also deserved. I think one more reason मैं बोलूँगा 2019 में जो हुआ था. Again आप बोलोगे Chelsea were far better that time, लेकिन let's be honest, there was a moment 2019 में मुझे लगा था Frankfurt जीत जाएगी if not for Kepa. Yes, you heard it there. Kepa ने 2019 में Chelsea को बचाया था, along with of course David Luiz, Eden Hazard of the likes. Giroud, काफी लोग थे, लेकिन हाँ, the fact is Frankfurt have taken a lot of beating in Europe in recent years, तो काफी सालों से they kind of deserve it. Rangers यार मैं बोलूँगा not too disappointed हो, क्योंकि यार you have a good team, just keep your team. Gerrard ने mentality लाई है. Van Bronckhorst is getting them to play football, and that's the best part. Kevin Trapp could potentially book his spot for the 2002 Germany World Cup as a second choice goalie instead of Ter Stegen. Very big call, Farhan. By the way, Farhan, thanks for joining. और यार सब लोग यार लाइक कर दो स्ट्रीम को, लाइक लेट्स गेट द लाइक्स अप टू 150. एंड अगेन यार मुझे कमेंट्स नहीं मिले. यूरोपा लीग प्लेयर ऑफ द ईयर कौन है? यूरोपा लीग प्लेयर ऑफ द ईयर नॉमिनेशन देता हूँ. चलो मैं आपको नॉमिनेशन देता हूँ. Pedri has had moments. Kostic definitely from Frankfurt. Yeah, Tavernier from Rangers. Sorry. Or would you have Leipzig से डालोगे एनकुकू? नहीं. I don't think यूरोपा लीग में इतना किया comparatively. So I think Kostic, Tavernier, Pedri, ये मेरे हैं 3 ऑप्शंस. आप अपने बोलिए. By the way, West Ham से arguably I should be putting a player as well. Let's see. Gutted for Rangers, Mikhail is saying. Man, Mikhail, I think still, man, Frankfurt deserved it, yes. But I think in a penalty shootout, any team which loses, it's not great to see. Let's be honest about it. But of course, like, as a CFC fan of the old times, you would probably support Rangers. Despite that, I was not supporting Rangers, I have to say. Just saying it out there, right? Maybe because of Boris is all the best, I don't know. I haven't watched Ronaldinho play live, but still he's my favorite because watching his YouTube videos made me okay. भाई मैंने देखा था रोनाल्डिनियो को. I know live means on TV is what I mean. मैंने देखा था first 2002 World Cup, or was it 2006 World Cup? 2002 World Cup नहीं, 2002 World Cup ही था शायद. हाँ 2002 था यार. David Seaman को he beat. What a goal! A free kick था, if I'm not wrong. David Seaman, probably आप बोलोगे he should have done better. Then probably I watched him at Barcelona against Chelsea 4-2. Of course, in La Liga in the following years, where he got a standing ovation at the Bernabeu. That is Ronaldinho for you. Brilliant player. Matata United. बच्चों Murata का नाम क्यों ले रहे हो? कोई नहीं, आपस में बात करें. By the way, Barca are open for transfers with respect to Ter Stegen. Interesting. Barca, which goalkeeper do you think you will get? Neto will be first choice. Yeah, I think Pina was there at Galatasaray. Will he be first choice? Let's see. Like and subscribe. Yes, people, let's all like and subscribe. Helps. Absolutely, congrats, Mikhail, and big up to Mikhail, people. By the way, people do give me a follow on Twitter, and I look at basically a lot of Mikhail's tweets, Mikhail's articles. Mikhail writes for Chelsea Perspective, just so you all know. So yeah, great articles that he writes. So please give Mikhail a follow as well. Big up, no problem. And Sadiq Bhai is saying that he has to go. Perfect, no problem, Sadiq Bhai. We are also about to wind up the stream. Milenge, Sadiq Bhai is always welcome. He knows it. Rice is the player of the Europa League for you. Really? He had moments for sure. Kostic and Bore. Yeah, Bore is a good shout. Very, very important moments, including the final, of course. Rangers did enough to win, wasn't meant to be. Even Maradona was good category, if not the good. Yes. भाई Maradona को मैंने देखा है. Towards the end थोड़ा बहुत देखा है बस. Towards the end when he wasn't so good. Just put it that way. ठीक है. लेकिन हाँ, really towards the end. Frankfurt were not noticeably better in my opinion. Well, I don't know, man. I think Kostic had a brilliant shot. Then I think again, in terms of the goal that they took, Rangers made that mistake. That defensive error was, you can say it was a defensive error. But again, Bole was right in the box. Yeah, you can argue that second half of extra time, Rangers was better. But apart from that, I think it was more Frankfurt than Rangers. No, I don't know. Maybe the way I was seeing the game, Mikhail is saying it. But yeah, not much in that. Kudos to Rangers. The amount of press they did is okay, but somewhere cross came from. For Frankfurt, goals should have been dodged and clear. Yes, I think the mistake was the thing. Rangers ka mistake tha bhai. Definitely. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst not looking great, but again, sorry for him, man. I feel. हमरे सारे games in Europe, Spain में दे दो from now on. Frankfurt is like. By the way, Rangers का भी अच्छा record है Spain में, so you cannot say. Big up to you as well, Mikhail. Of course. पता नहीं कितने फ्रैंकफर्ट फैंस बैंकरप्ट हुए हैं, इतने अवे गेम्स में आए हैं. भाई एग्जैक्टली मैन, हाउ डू दे गेट द कैश? भाई टॉकिंग अबाउट कैश, भाई लाइक कर दीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. लेट्स डू दैट बिकॉज वी हैव टू गेट मोनेटाइज्ड ऑन दिस चैनल एज वेल. बट डू नॉट फॉरगेट ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी. आज रात को वहां पर आएगा ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी में आपके लिए कंटेंट. सो बेल नोटिफिकेशन आइकॉन मत भूलना दोनों ही चैनल्स पे. और यार लाइक वोट भी लीजिए, बेंजेमा इज मैजिक दिस सीजन, previously was so underrated and I think the reason was Ronaldo. I know Ronaldo is GOAT, आप कंपेयर नहीं कर रहे हो, definitely was better और different position also, different role also, लेकिन बेंजेमा यार he had that Ronaldo figure, इसीलिए वो इतना लाइमलाइट में नहीं आते थे. Did the final live up to its occasion or hype? हाइप लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, मैं यहाँ पर शुगर कोट नहीं करने वाला. डेफिनेटली हाइप यार, डेफिनेटली हाइप. ये मतलब यूरोपा, आई होप यार चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल और कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग इतना टॉर्चर नहीं करे, स्पेशली सेकंड हाफ में. सेकंड हाफ ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा टाइम मच बेटर था, लेकिन नहीं सेकंड हाफ भी अच्छा था, फर्स्ट हाफ था थोड़ा टॉर्चर. Pele is the ultimate god of football. You can argue, but definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. Pele, Maradona, Cruyff, Messi, Ronaldo, R9. किसी को मिस तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ ना? मारोगे नहीं तो पकड़ के. Have to leave. Oh yeah, even I'm about to leave. And by the way, yes, definitely we will be back, but not just that. We will be back with regular content. Don't worry about that. हम plan कर रहे हैं धीरे-धीरे. Transfer window काफी है content. तो देखते हैं, मतलब we will get there, but I'm seeing 104 likes. Why? Come on, anyone not like the stream? Let's like the stream, certainly helps. यहाँ पर बढ़िया बेसिकली यहाँ पर मेडल सेरेमनी होने वाला है, कप देने वाले. फ्रैंकफर्ट के जो कोच है यार, बिग अप यार, उनका फर्स्ट यूरोपियन ट्रॉफी. व्हाट एन ओकेजन फॉर हिम, ब्रिलियंट ओकेजन फॉर हिम. उनका नाम मैं बोल रहा हूँ भाई, व्हाट वाज रॉन्ग विद मी. फ्रैंकफर्ट का कोच कौन है, देखते हैं. फ्रैंकफर्ट का कोच I think it is Oliver Glasner. Yes, Oliver Glasner. Sorry about that. George Best Man was goat category. Yeah, you can say that. Again, मैंने देखा नहीं है, to be honest, but again, I've heard of it. Who do you think you should win the PFA Player of the Year, KDB or Son or Salah? Who should win? I think definitely. Again, आप बोलोगे it should be Son because of what he's done non-penalty. नहीं यार, it should be Salah. It should be Mo Salah. मैं लिवरपूल में ऑपोजिशन, मैं खुद ही बोल रहा हूँ. Mo Salah, the way he started with Liverpool and the way he has even taken comeback after that AFCON disappointment has not been too bad at all to me. Yes, आप कंपेयर करोगे in the first few weeks versus now, लेकिन for me Mo Salah का अगर वो नहीं रहता ना फॉर्म, लिवरपूल नहीं रहती इस पोजीशन में. I genuinely mean it. I genuinely do. Whereas KDB नहीं थे, फिर भी सिटी परफॉर्म कर रही थी with Bernardo Silva being there. For me, Mo Salah और Son, यार come on, top 4 में ले गए. Brilliant player, but definitely not PFA Player of the Year. I don't think he's so good. He's not done what Hazard did a few years ago. Just saying out there. She was great. You were all great, absolutely. Adama considered as a flop at FC Barcelona. No, not really. I would not call him a flop. Come on. Malab Adha season he first of all, or plus not in a position where you get a lot of numbers. और इतने स्टार्ट नहीं हुए. डेम्बेले गॉट अ ग्रेट नंबर ऑफ स्टार्ट्स. यहाँ पर कप उठाते हुए फ्रैंकफर्ट, ब्रिलियंट सीन्स फॉर फ्रैंकफर्ट एंड जर्मन फैंस अगेन. कंग्रेचुलेशंस बुंडेसलीगा, you have improved, I must say. Rangers versus Frankfurt Europa League final is greater than Chelsea versus Liverpool FA Cup final in my opinion. Okay, fair point. If I get a chance to go back in time, I'll watch Cruyff. Yeah, exactly. All of us would. Van Basten, by the way. Van Basten. शेवचेंको मुझे वैन बास्टन की याद दिलाता था, और उसके गोल्स एंड असिस्ट भी ज्यादा है मो साला. ओके, फेयर इनफ. आई थिंक इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, okay, fair enough. Adama is not a flop. Yes, absolutely. Yes, but again, people, thank you for joining. I know it has been a long stream. I know there has been mixed kind of emotions in the stream. लेकिन यार हमने काफी transfers का rating किया था. I hope everyone watched that part. You will probably watch it. Or of course, your team on the day one. You know, we have to choose one team just for the sake of it. Mikhail, you know that I was a neutral. But yeah, that's how it is. And big up to Mikhail. Again, people do follow Mikhail on Twitter. You know, give me a follow. I'll tell you, and DM me. I'll tell you where Mikhail is. Certainly. Check Frankfurt's home stadium now. It's jam-packed. What's your preference for centre back in Chelsea? Arijit, first of all, thank you join करने के लिए. I hope आप subscribe कर लिए हो. आप hope like कर दियो और बेल नोटिफिकेशन आइकन दबा दियो. अपने दोनों चैनल्स में, हमारे दो चैनल से do check out Almighty Blues FC and Almighty Sports Plus. मैं खुद अभी तक यूज हो रहा हूँ because it's a new name this channel का, लेकिन Almighty Blues FC has been there forever. Center back, मैंने जैसे बोला था on Sony TV where I got lucky to be there. For me, given a choice, I want a proper left center back. Rudiger को replace करना easy नहीं है. I know हम लिंक हुए ब्रेमर के साथ, हम लिंक हुए कोलिबाली के साथ, हम लिंक हुए ग्वार्डियोल के साथ, मेरे लिए Pau Torres has been that improved player. So he can do a Laporte to City. We will need to change our style. That is what we need. Someone like a Pau Torres for me. Just putting it out there. I ideally wanted a Delict, but Delict is not going to come. Come on, Pau Torres will be thoda chance hai. Yeah, man, I'm about to sleep. Yeah, just about. No problem. Absolutely, no problem. No problem. See you soon, everyone. See you soon. Till next time, take care and come on, man. Up the Chelsea. Kal Chelsea ka match hai, so we'll be again coming back with the video or live, but a lot more. Till always, take care, everyone. Love you. Bye.